you could pod this cast.
Mr. DL.
Now I'm gonna put the TV on to see if you can hear it in the background.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, everyone?
The Mind Your Manners podcast is here. We got some cool giveaways tonight. We got some cool topics to talk about.
As usual.
Chef Tanya Nicole, Mr. DL, and Indo Joe.
What's up, everybody?
Let us know in the comments section how your week's going. How you liking the show, if you're having a good time, what you're smoking on, what you're drinking on. So what's up, Chef Tanya? What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Everything in life is great.
Why don't we kind of give a quick rundown of what we're going to talk about today? We're going to talk about Tory Lanez shooting Megan Thee Stallion.
Facts.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy. Oh, yeah, I'll wait till we start talking about it.
We're going to talk about Aaliyah. This would be, I think, the 19th year.
19th year, yeah. 01.
Since her passing.
01, yeah.
We're going to talk. We're going to talk about TV jingles that get stuck in your head and drive you nuts. So I'm sure you guys are gonna like getting stuff stuck in your head.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a last minute ad because Endo Joe came in singing a jingle, and I was like, "Hey, that's a great idea. Why don't we add that?"
Like, I hate when you get that jingle stuck in your head, but then like sometimes it's funny.
And we're going to talk about what entertainment is going to be like after all of this. Live shows, movies, TV.
Movie theaters are open right now.
Comedy,
some places.
everything,
Well,
everything.
Like, there's a new movie dropping this Friday, and I'm like, I want to see the movie, but I'm like, I'm not going to the movie theater. You know what I mean?
I ain't going to no movie theater.
No,
Sitting in no coffee seats that someone's been coughing and sneezing on.
Well, I think it's funny that people say that now, like, "Oh, I don't want to go to the movies."
Yeah, you didn't care back then.
Yeah, you know what other stuff is on movie theater
Yeah.
seats? Coughing
We
would be
have
the
a-
least of my concerns. Let me tell you right now.
Tanya's super hot on the mic.
Oh, I'm always hot on the
We
mic.
have a whole
mind your manners.
clip of what I do at the movie theater.
Oh yeah, we do have a clip on our clip channel.
Of
Let me
what
give
I
you
do.
a hint.
And I'm telling you, I'm not the only person that does it in the movie theater.
No, right. He's just the only one that admits it.
Yeah, exactly. Because mine don't stink, so I'm not embarrassed.
Right. None of his stink.
Yeah.
He has the art of a non-stinky gas.
Now, a dump, different story. That's a different podcast on its own.
So on Call of Duty, you would just be the smoke grenade.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So today we're rolling up some Purple Punch.
Oh, purple.
Oh, and
punch
you know
it.
I love it already because it starts with purple.
I'm smoking on that cheetah piss again.
Joe's
Like,
smoking cheetah piss
the
dabs.
dabs, that shit's bomb though.
Me and Tanya are smoking this fresh.
I get some other weed too.
It's so fresh, it's
I
still
think
on a
it's-
Look,
stick.
I mean with the
What is this,
theme because
Mac?
I got the passion
What's
fruit.
this, the Mac?
Yeah, Joe's smoking the Mac. We're smoking the cheetah piss.
I'm really excited.
So
to
make
try
sure you
this.
hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell.
Hit it.
And damn, this stuff smells good. Breaking it up.
Oh, this smells good.
Or maybe that's what I
Opening it
smell.
up.
Yeah, maybe the weed
Oh.
smells bad and the drink smells good.
Does that mean you like some Caribbean
Hit that
fruit?
like button.
Have you ever had passion fruit?
Make sure you hit that like button.
Passion fruit? Yeah.
So yeah, like
I mean, I know you had passion, but have you had the fruit?
Have you
Nah.
seen those? Have you seen those videos about cats smelling durian fruit or whatever it is?
no, I
What you
have.
talking
They
about now,
like
Willis?
gag and shit.
Yeah. Only that shit smells
What kind
terrible.
of fruit they smell?
Durian fruit or something? What is it?
I don't know.
It's some fruit that smells terrible. I've smelled it before.
You personally smelt it.
Yes, because
You smelt it. You dealt it. Oh.
A friend of mine it showed it to me before. This was a long time ago, but it's like cats reacted to it and dogs reacted to it. They're like,
What's the face, Joe?
well, they
Show
make
us
the
the
puke
face.
face. Well, they make that
I
puke.
want to see
And
a
then,
cat
and
or
then
a
like
dog make the
some of them
face.
just start whacking the thing. Like, get that shit away from me, dude. It's a bad smelling fruit though.
They
Like,
start
when-
whacking it.
People eat it, dude. I'm like, I don't.
Well, there's a lot of things that smell bad but taste good, like
Yeah, but see,
certain cheeses.
we've talked about this before, but there are things that smell really bad and taste really bad. and they smell exactly what they taste like. So I get nervous when I smell
he's
something
talking from
terrible. I'm like,
experience.
yo, I smell a delicious cheeseburger. I want to eat that delicious cheeseburger. You know what I mean? I smell disgusting, whatever it is. I'm like, yo, I don't want to eat that. Like,
So what you're saying is
looks
that the
like
people
mash.
that eat these things are probably like eating shit. Is that what you're saying, Joe?
if you don't like, I'm not that type of person that's just like, oh, let me get this bowl of whatever and just start eating it. Oh, well, there's a finger in there. You know what I mean? Just kept eating it. You know, I gotta know what the hell I'm eating. I'm like, what is this? Even though I'll eat a hot dog.
That is good advice, though. You should always know what you're eating.
A hot dog is like, oh my god.
And I'll
so
eat women's ass. So
Like Cardi B says, you gotta wash that. All right, ladies.
Joe
Make sure you wash
participates in analingus. That's what you just heard here on the podcast.
Yeah,
Analingus is actually one of the things that they're advising against in New York City
He's
right
following the Cardi B rules.
Well, I haven't
Wash
done it
your
since
ass?
the coronavirus,
It's
so
okay.
I'm safe there.
now. So I think we're gonna start here with
Groceries?
no groceries,
I eat that like groceries.
but I want to start here with Tory Lanez
Oh,
shooting Megan Thee Stallion.
His name sounds like a porn star.
I can't front.
Both of them do.
Yeah, I can't lie. My dyslexia, non-dyslexia, up until a year ago, I thought this guy's name was Troy Lanez. Because I see it real fast. Because there's a Troy Ave.
And I thought it was a woman.
Oh, really?
Tory Lane. Yeah.
You heard it here first. Tory Lanez is a woman. That's what Tanya said.
That's what I thought. What do you want me to tell you?
He's acting like a woman, shooting at a woman.
Well, not even that. Just that's the bitch shit. But
He's
she
being a wop.
Yeah, she kept it real. Like the police showed up and she didn't say who it was.
You heard it here first.
And then, like, all the shit went down and she didn't say who it was. And then all of a sudden, he's blasting all this shit, saying like that he's the victim here. And
He's
then
the victim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
she
she
was
was
trying to
just
play
like,
it cool.
all right, I'm done with this shit. I'm putting this shit straight. This motherfucker shot me, dude. Like
yeah,
a bitch,
honestly,
dude.
Joe, like,
And I'm like, I love that Charlemagne gave him Donkey of the Day because you shoot at a woman, you're a punk, dude. You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Not
Unless
only
she's
that-
blasting at you, and then you got a reason to shoot back, dude. I'm sorry.
equal
dude.
rights.
Exactly.
Like if she slaps you, you
Exactly.
can slap her. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, if she's swinging a bat at me, I'm gonna knock you out. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? As long as you ain't knock me out with that bat. You know what I
So,
mean?
like, basically, if she can physically harm you, right, then she put herself in the ring.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, not that you should hit a woman.
No,
but,
I completely.
but I
could
feel
do-
you.
I'll
like,
take
if
the
a
first
lady's
floor.
coming at you with a
I'll
machete,
take them hits. You know what I mean?
I give you the right to, like, you need to block that shit.
Yeah,
you need to
yeah.
protect yourself.
I'll take hits, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm like, all right, that's too many. Like, stop.
That's too
dude.
many.
I'm getting over to the
I
point where.
I understand.
Yeah.
It's hard because,
Because I'm just getting echo from Tanya because she ain't talking into the microphone.
I'm sorry.
She's trying to look cute. She's trying to have the microphone above her.
No,
and-
I'm not trying to look cute. I'm trying to be very productive with, like, my
So,
iPad.
apparently-
It's just
apparently-
some bitch shit, though. Dude.
Apparently, these two were dating.
Yes.
That's the rumor that they were
Yeah,
dating, and they
Well,
were
they're in the
they
same
were
car.
they were in the car with
Lovely.
two other people.
She was with her, I think, either her girlfriend or her best friend.
Yeah.
and
Not
then
talking to the microphone.
She was with her best friend or her girl,
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
really good friend, and then
Probably
Tori
her
was
assistant.
apparently in the back.
Yeah,
and-
with one of his.
No, security was driving.
Okay, that's what it was. I know
Yeah.
he had a security.
Which is weird.
with him.
Security's driving, Megan Thee Stallion's in the front, her girl's in the back with her supposed
Maybe
man
she
that
was
she
paying
did.
for the ride.
It's kinda
I don't know if I heard that security was driving.
Yeah,
But-
I thought that's how I understood it.
But
because-
anyway, they had left the Jenner's house
Yeah.
for some party that was over there.
Yeah.
The who?
The
Jenner,
Jenners.
Kylie. She was at Kylie's house.
And they got pulled over. They got an argument in the car. All of them were arguing about something.
Argument.
And Megan the Stallion, this is her story, mind you, stormed out of the car, and Tory Lanez reached out the window and started shooting at her.
Damn.
And he shot her in both feet. And I'm gonna show you a photo of her feet. Don't get turned on in the chat.
Aroused, yeah.
If
Yeah.
you do not like oogie stuff, oogies.
If you don't
Look
like
away.
oogies, don't look at this. But this
Look
is her
away.
foot right here after getting shot a couple. This is only one bullet hole. It ripped through her foot right there.
Damn, that's close to the Achilles heel.
Yeah,
Didn't
she
they
said.
stretch out the
She
what?
said. She said she didn't get hit in the bone or the tendon, so that's good at least. That she didn't get hit in a bone or a tendon.
yeah,
because
tendon
she,
would've hurt,
she wouldn't be
dude.
able to dance on stage and shake her ass.
No, but like
You know what I'm saying?
also when she was telling the story, how she said like in the beginning, she
You have to
wasn't
talk into the microphone.
in the beginning she wasn't saying nothing. She wasn't snitching. She wasn't saying
Oh,
nothing.
yeah,
She
yeah,
said
she kept it real.
she had glass in her foot. So I think what saved her was that fact that the bullet didn't hit bone or anything. Because if that
Yeah,
would have
yeah.
hit the bone,
She
I
would've
think
had
it
to-
would have been more visible.
Well,
And the
that-
cops probably wouldn't have believed her story. They were probably like,
Yeah, that's a
they
good
couldn't
point.
see any holes.
Yeah, yeah.
And they just saw like little scratches, like bleeding.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were just like, oh, so I'm assuming like, I don't know, maybe like one of the bullets hit the sidewalk and like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fragment came
Yeah, yeah.
off. Because
Plus-
those don't look like bullet. I'm not saying she
Yeah.
didn't get shot, but
That's what I'm saying. If she really got like hit with it, she would have had to get like surgery or at least get like.
well,
some
she did
sorta-
definitely get surgery.
She did get surgery.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying, you know what I mean? We would have got to get some.
It would have
like-
been more serious.
Yeah, exactly. Being
It would have
up
been
in a
more
cast
serious.
or some shit. At
But
least, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like,
It's nothing to brag
So
about
this
either,
guy-
getting shot. No,
I'm
ask anybody that's gotten shot. They're like, that shit ain't fun, dude.
I'm gonna tell you something about this, and shout out to all my Canadian people. Don't take this the wrong way, but this guy, to me, seems like a huge fucking fake. Like, you're from Canada and you're acting all this gangster shit.
Well, it's not like that. You can't be hard from Canada.
I'm not saying you can be
What,
hard
you
from
think they
Canada,
ain't got
but
no
this is
hoods
the-
in Canada?
I don't know, man. Like, not like this. Like, every time we kill someone in America, all those motherfuckers do is bitch about, oh, you guys in your violent country and this and that, and they throw
Well, maybe
shade at
they
us.
hard and they don't kill people, but they'll torture the shit out of you.
This
Who
guy's
knows?
a fucking
I don't
fraud.
know.
Look at this guy.
But I just think
This
first
guy's
of
the
all-
same guy who probably beat his bitches.
Well, I'm just saying. First of all, you a dumbass bitch. You a dab, okay? Because first of all, you really want to put your career on the line, and not only that, like you're from Canada, so now you have a crime, you have a felony. Because well, actually, let me not assume, but
Well, he doesn't have any charges because she didn't press charges.
yeah, but they said they going at him because remember, just because you don't press charges doesn't mean like the DA
yeah.
is not going to come at you.
Yeah.
And especially now that everything's become public, and at
Harvey
one point, I think
Dent
she
coming
took
at
the
us.
video off IG saying, "Oh, you know, you talking all that shit. And this is what really happened." I think they took it off.
Too late,
Yeah, she did
though.
take it off.
So
yeah,
that's
that
saying
shit
to
got picked
me
up everywhere.
that maybe they are going to not her, but maybe they are trying to press charges against him, and that's just like evidence of like, oh, this issue really went down.
Yeah.
So I mean, she tried to keep it quiet. He went on some, had his people, whatever, saying a complete other story,
He's trying to be
and
the
forced
victim.
her hand.
Yeah.
And when I saw the video of them getting pulled over, legit, I wouldn't have said shit either. Because she said it. She said, if I would have said that one of us had a gun up in here,
Yeah, they would have got the shit
how do you know
kicked
how
out
it
of
wouldn't have
Yeah,
turned
yeah,
left? Like how stuff is. Like, I'm not saying every cop is bad, but you're right. It could turn left real quick.
Just the way
I mean,
things
they
have been
literally
going, too.
had a helicopter above them, all lit up. The cops behind her. At least 2 cops were on the scene. They had them with their hands up on their heads,
Well, I
walking
mean,
backwards. Like,
They would probably like clicked it. Oh yeah, we got a giant ass booty here right now. You guys need to come see this thing in person. Get the helicopter out
she
there.
is live.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, but like I.
But she's
understand-
right though. I wouldn't have said nothing to the cop because like just the way things have been going. There
she
were
was
4 black
really-
people in a car and you say gun. It's a completely different situation.
Yeah.
They're
Plus, they were in like Beverly Hills.
Yeah,
too.
they're taking it a different
Yeah, they
situation.
were literally
dude.
down the block. Well, she said they weren't at the gender place, but they were down the block where she stay at. But irregardless,
So they're in a
that's
nice
what-
neighborhood.
That's regardless.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you don't know how the situation turned. And like she said, like she wasn't trying to like get him in trouble. She was just trying to be out the car.
Yeah, get
and
away. Get away
let
from
me
the situation.
be. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it could have been one of those fights where later on it would have been all squashed.
Some
but
good makeup
once you
sex.
shoot at me, I guess that's the line that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
crossed. I don't know how friendly I'm gonna be after that.
I would hope so.
Just
Jesus,
think.
So I will say this about anyone trashing her. All right, so check it out. This happened more than a month ago,
Trashing
and
her?
I just went to Tory Lanez's Instagram page, and he hasn't posted since this happened. So he hasn't posted since July 10th. So that's probably before this happened. But people are talking her saying she's making, because you got diehard fans on both sides. Like you got diehard Tory. Yeah, I still call him Troy. You got diehard Tory Lanez fans saying, "Oh, she's lying. She didn't rap in 1994." She's lying. You got a lot of that going on, and
I like Troy better.
I like that she
The cooler in here.
kept quiet. Like, she kept quiet.
Yeah, she kept it real, dude.
I don't know if she should or she shouldn't have, because that's
I think the
she doesn't seem like
situation, yes.
she doesn't seem like she's a gangster or anything.
No.
So she got.
she may not be a gangster, but she's from the hood of Houston, and she don't like that's. She's not
Yep.
from like a suburban neighborhood where everything's chill, rosies, and people are skipping down the street. Like she's from the hood in Houston. Like OGs are standing up for her.
Yo, people in the hood
Like they
skip.
know her.
So Bun B came and spoke out about it, And I was surprised to say that he was kind of like, I hope Tory Lanez goes to jail. It's funny to see. It's funny to see people. I mean, I'm not supporting what he did at all, but it's funny to see people in the hip hop community getting behind someone going to prison.
Oh, how about the video?
But also, you got to remember, he is also from Houston, so he's gonna feel a certain type of way about her, and he has a connection.
Imagine
to
if
her.
that happened in Houston.
He said if it happened in Houston, he's like, I'm an OG. He basically said she was gonna get solved and not in the courts.
How about the video you showed me the other day?
He was saying that. He was like, Megan Thee Stallion's out there in LA. She ain't got nobody. Like, her parents are gone. Her grandmother's gone. Like, in that sense, her support system's gone. And, like, you creeping up on a lady that you dating? It's not like she even did something, like, so serious to
That's
you.
some temper tantrum shit right there. I don't know what happened in the car, because just remember, I'm not even sticking up for him because I think he's a clown. But just remember, we've only heard one side of the story.
Okay, I don't care what the other side of the story is. You ain't shooting at me. I don't even have a gun to protect myself, and you're shooting at my feet.
We also haven't seen any sort of medical record saying that she got shot by anybody.
No, but there's video that she's legit in the hospital.
Okay. And she could have cut her foot. I'm saying that this guy shot her, but we don't have proof of that.
Right. It's alleged.
Yeah, there's no proof. She said it, but first she didn't say it. So when are you going to choose to believe her? When she says the thing you want her to say? Is that when you're going to say, "Oh yeah, well he did do it." You know what I mean?
Well, let's keep
I think he did it.
That's how everybody is.
Look at this guy. I'm going to put him back on the screen. Tell me this fucking guy didn't get beat up every day in junior high, went away, got neck tattoos, and you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This guy, look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy.
Could be not, because sometimes just because you don't look hard don't mean you ain't hard.
Trust me, he ain't hard. He's from fucking Canada.
Mind your manners.
So, nothing against Canada either, but this is the place where down here in America, we look at you guys as the guys who don't lock your doors. That's the thing you've told us about you. Yourself.
Honestly, Troy reminds me of a young DMX. That's what he reminds me of. Get at your dogs.
That's funny. So, but I don't understand shooting. Like,
that just
first of all, you're shooting at your girlfriend. Second of all, you're shooting a gun off in Beverly Hills, where not only are there police, but every house has their own police.
Think, dude. Think. Like, you a young black man. I'm just saying. That was just never a good idea. Ever.
Shout out to Quarantine Cody. Shout out to DJ Big Red. Shout out to Mike Garrigan. Shout out to everybody in here tonight. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe.
Like, I feel like I don't care how hard you are. You have to know your surroundings, all right? Like, are you so hard that you would go at someone when a cop is right there? Like, are you so hard?
I know people like that.
Like, how hard are you? That's just hard-headed. That's not hard. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you're hard, you're smart, you're a strategist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're 007 for the streets. That's what I think of when I think of hard. You're so hard, you could be incognito. You could be that secret agent that if you are going to pull up on someone right next to them, you ain't going to do it loud like that. I don't know. I think it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think he's one of those guys who has a lot to prove.
You're shooting ladies' toes. How hard are you? Stop.
I don't know. Like I said, and what's the play now? Even if he doesn't get arrested, what does he get deported?
Yeah, probably. I mean, the only thing that'll save him is God bless him. I hope he registered that gun and it's a legal gun, because if you have an illegal firearm, right, and now you caught shooting someone up in Beverly Hills, woo!
Well, they don't have him arrested with a gun though. They don't have him arrested with anything. I mean, they arrested him, but they let him go. So
I don't know. Maybe there's not enough evidence, but there was a witness, and the witness was the one who called the cops. Because if you own your house in Beverly Hills and you hear some gunshots, because you know they ain't used to hearing no gunshots or firecrackers at midnight or whatever time it was, you call the cops. Probably all them people have some kind of security cam.
Yeah.
You don't think? So, like I said, even if she doesn't say anything, even if the cops believe the story in the first place, and they were like, well, let's just follow up, and they go to all those houses, you telling me not one of those cameras going to catch something?
It's just a bad idea. This is my thing. The biggest star in the world, WAP is the biggest song in the world right now. It has to be. Like,
facts.
We were just watching, we're going to get into it, we're just watching. What was it called, Joe?
Mom's reaction videos to WAP.
So they're really funny. We'll talk about those in a little bit. But anyway, this lady has the biggest song in the country right now, most controversial song in the country, and no news outlets are talking about this shit.
Yeah.
Maybe they just People, the PR.
Oh, you ready?
Yep.
Ready for the Mind Your Manners? Get your Mind Your Manners ready, babe.
I'm
You
ready.
ready for the Mind Your Manners? You got it ready?
It's black on black violence.
If a white guy shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot, it would be all over the news.
Mind your manners.
Manners.
I knew it was coming, people.
Well-
I knew it was coming. You did too.
If it was Eminem.
If it was
Or you think if it was a black man and a white artist, so if it was like Izzy Azalea and Troy, it'd be on the
yeah.
news.
We're going to get into this earlier, but just in case we get high and drunk and forget, please go to Cypress Hill's Instagram page right now. Is it the latest? It has to be one of the latest.
It's like 3 or 4.
It's like 3 or 4 back. You'll recognize it. It's Simpsons art. Indo Joe did it. I'm going to show it to you real quick.
Oh,
but
right here.
Show it to people.
I'll show you the real one.
I think yeah.
So Joe has the real one right here. So Indo Joe did this for Cypress Hill, a Cypress Hill collabo, and he put Bobo in there because they did this episode before Bobo was in the group, and he put Homer on the mic.
I love it.
Well, I kind of I modernized Be Real a little.
Be Real looks really good.
Well, I
For real.
I put,
For real, Be
I
Real.
put the glasses on him because he wears glasses everywhere now.
Yeah, he rocks it.
You know,
Yeah.
like and the episode he didn't have them on, and then he had the Jerry curl in that episode.
He said Jerry Curl.
Well, remember he had the
Yeah,
big
yeah,
ass
yeah, I know
like.
something, yeah.
I just took it off because
Yeah,
it didn't look like him anymore.
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
So I think Be Real. That's the first thing that stood out to me. This is a great likeness of Be Real.
But you notice they're all. If you look
Yeah.
at their eyes, they're all
Show it again to
looking
the
at
camera.
they're all ashamed of Homer. Besides, Be Real hasn't noticed it yet.
They're all ashamed of him.
Well, because he's screaming on the mic, they're like, "Oh Jesus, this guy again."
Be like, this
That's so
guy's
funny.
ruining our
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So this isn't a giveaway. This is actually
No,
going
no.
straight to them.
Yeah. I wanted to
Straight
do Prince,
to the
but
goats.
We'll
should-
make it
we
a
see
one.
the other one?
Oh yeah.
I just want to talk about little convos in the chat. DJ Big Red says, H-Town is real with the gang shit and robbing for swangers.
Yeah, for sure.
Bun B
H-Town's a
makes
hard
shit
place,
happen.
Yeah.
Trill OG.
I've been there. That
My
shit's
god
hard.
brothers went to high school with Bun B and Pimp C, aka UGK.
So let's try to get this up. Let's try to get this Indo Joe Cypress Hill thing on their page to 10,000 likes.
I think it's almost
Let's
there.
do
You know
it.
what I mean? Like, if you could do that, that'd be
Almost
awesome.
there,
I mean, it's
yeah.
just one at a time. Every vote counts.
Vote
So-
or die, motherfucker. Vote or die.
And then he
Yeah.
also did this one.
Yeah. Not as popular, but I like it.
This
It's,
is a Cypress Hill Rick. Here, just tell me.
Yeah, Cypress Hill times Rick and Morty. I put a couple extra carrots. I threw in Mr. Meeseek, some
That one looks awesome.
Mr. Poopy Butthole.
That's definitely some original
then,
artwork right there.
The guy in the bottom, Squanch. That guy's a party animal, basically.
So it's
They
cool.
fit very well in.
Can I see the other one?
Scenario.
Oh yeah.
And
So
drawing number.
like they have different in this one he
It's
used
completely different style.
he used their style.
Yeah.
He used the Rick and Morty style in this one, and then this one is just Simpsons style, kind of little
Yeah.
take on the Simpsons style.
Yeah, I tried to I did one before for the Cypress Simpsons, and when I did Sendog, because the 10+ years I've known Sendog, he doesn't wear a hat. You know what I mean? But I drew him bald because that's what every time I see him I bald.
That's how.
Yeah, he always wears a hat on stage.
Everybody
and that's what it is.
commented, "Who's that? Tupac?"
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So I was like, "Oh man, I gotta draw him with the hat." But then the Rick
Draw him
and
with that bucket hat.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
drew with
yeah, yeah.
the
The ones we were
Simpsons.
wearing for the
But when
for our
I did it with
homage.
the Rick and Morty, it just looked stupid. So I was like, I'm gonna give it the modernized with the Rick and Morty,
Hmm.
because Rick and Morty's now, it's came out now. If they were on the episode, they wouldn't be showing the '90s Cypress Hill. They'd be showing the
point.
now Cypress Hill.
So
you
let us
what I
know
mean?
in the comments section.
Logic was on Rick and Morty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments section which one of those you liked better. Like
Oh,
me,
yeah.
I'll
Simpsons,
Numero
I'll go
yeah.
The
one
Simpsons. But
or
I'm gonna be
numero
real with
two?
you. I really like this Rick and Morty one. I'm gonna switch the screen so you guys can see it. I really like this Rick and Morty
Yeah, it
one.
came out dope.
Yeah,
I did that today.
I think this one's super
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
And what's the DJ thinking about? What's all that? Up
Oh,
there?
he's smoking the bong with the fart.
Wow.
Yeah. If you watch the show, you know exactly what that cloud is. His name's Fart.
Oh my God! I have to watch more of this.
No
show.
wonder he likes it.
Yeah, no, it shows
Because
awesome.
what the world needs is more dick
So
and
you
fart
wanted to
jokes.
say something else before we moved on from
WAP?
these people here?
I did?
I thought so. Did you want to say anything about the reactions you were watching?
Oh, I think we all wanted to talk about the reactions
Yeah, the
we were
reactions
watching.
were
Throw, throw it up on in the background. Just put it on mute.
Well, like the
Okay, hold on.
mom
Good, you guys talk.
reactions were like I was like embarrassed. I'm like, we were talking about it earlier. I'm like, like it's funny, but I'm like, I wouldn't disrespect my mom like that, not at that age. Like now, as an adult, I would think, hey mom, check this video out, you know?
So
like,
I think the opposite of
it's
me.
like the 14-year-olds, like showing, hey mom, check out this video, and it's all about, banging a dude, and you know what I mean? It's just like,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm still old fashioned.
Nah, we want the lady.
Yeah.
No, we want that lady that was.
There were some good ones that they were like, holy shit, dude.
We want her. I think it was her. Was it this lady? Click on this lady.
I'll tell you what though, they all had the same reaction when the beat dropped. They all did this. Oh shit!
Remember the lady? She was making fun of her kid. Her name was Queen something. Is that the channel name? Queen something.
No.
Hey guys.
So sorry, we're gonna load one of these up
because
because
Yeah.
we
Hold
talked about WAP
I know
a few
which
weeks
one it
ago. Hey, my manners. I thought you couldn't say that word. We talked about
It's
WAP.
this one. Because the mom started bopping her little head, and then she got a dose of reality.
Remember, she was making fun of her daughter.
Oh,
maybe this is the one. I didn't see this one. This is the one you saw.
This is the one we saw.
I didn't see this one.
No, Tanya and I watched it. You were
So,
taking a
yeah.
dump.
Oh my God, my manners. So I just think it's funny because, man, imagine when I was a kid, I was an Onyx fan. We had Sticky Fingers on the last episode actually, and
That's what I'm saying. Like
my
I wouldn't
mom
have
took-
played that album.
my mom took me to the mall.
Look. Look at the mom at the beginning.
All right, so my mom took me to the mall. Oh shit, she's already not feeling the words. My mom took me to the mall to get the Onyx tape, and she bought it at the counter. And I was 12 years old. I wasn't selling crack yet. But so whatever. She buys me the tape, and then it's all good. And then my dumbass stood in the store and was just looking at the other new releases, and it gave my mom long enough time to pick up the tape on the display case, and she's looking at it, right, and she's figuring out that it says "back the fuck up."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So she made me play that tape in the car.
Oh, embarrassing.
And we made it.
Oh, the first song.
Yeah, we made it pretty far in, but right away the first song, she had my mom when she was mad, she put her tongue through her cheek like this.
Yeah,
And she
shit,
drove-
I look.
I think that's good. At least
you
had a warning
you had this
sign.
first, and then once you bought the album, you gave me this.
Yeah,
and
see, they didn't swear
I
in
was
this song,
hooked though.
but I remember seeing on the back of this tape, be like,
so
oh
you
shit,
could see it. Yeah,
it says "back the fuck up."
I was hooked once you gave me that.
So
shit.
basically, this is what's happening now
This
on a
is my
much.
favorite one that I've seen because the dad is feeling it.
On
And
a-
the mom...
Of course, the dad's feeling it. You crazy?
No, but like in the beginning, you know how the song goes, "There's some hoes in this house, there's
Yeah.
some hoes." So that's like a really popular
Look
song
at the
back
mom
in
is
the
mad
day.
that the dad's liking it.
So the mom was like feeling it. No, these two have a conversation. I even wrote down some quotes because I was dying laughing. All right. The first thing that gets me, she's already shaking her head. As soon as she sees Cardi B, she goes, "Oh," and then covers her daughter's ears.
Oh shit! Before she spit a rhyme or before?
But before she's like right when you
She knew it was coming.
When you go through the
I think it's the second bar. You're like, oh shit, dude. You know what
with
I
a
mean?
leopard nipple covering.
Oh, that's a
She's
great
like,
scene.
"Oh." Then
I don't think I make it past that.
this is what's funny. The dad says, "It's the truth. You don't want it dry."
Oh my God!
And then the mom's like, "It's supposed to be private."
Yeah.
Look at her. She's so
And then
embarrassed.
the husband goes, "Mom, you can't handle it. Like, you can't handle the video. You can't handle it." And she's like, she's saying, at the end, the mom is going off on the dad, and she says the P
Look
word.
at the kid, like, but don't you feel as a parent though? I mean, these people are old enough to remember
She's saying there's
vulgar rap.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like that's the first time they ever heard a person say pussy.
right.
But when you see someone with a voluptuous ass and
No.
huge fucking voluptuous titties all smashed together, it's just a little
Well,
different.
think about it. In
The
'91,
mom's saying there's no hoes in this house.
91, Two Live Crew, as nasty as they want to be, they banned it in Florida, dude. They banned the whole album in Florida. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's a true story.
You know, so it's like this song is just as
This song's way worse.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
what
why
I'm
it's
saying.
worse? Because girls are saying it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's not even I'm saying that, but that's just what it is.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
girl saying I wanna slide on a dick, not a guy saying
Yeah.
I wanna slide my dick in you.
yeah.
Well, any of the moms that are upset about it, guess what? Your mother's fought for equality. So there you go. Can't complain about it.
That's so funny.
yeah. Is it
You
a
got the
quality if
vote,
I throw dollars at
And you
them?
got the discretion to
What'd you say, Joe?
talk about your genitalia.
What'd you say, Joe?
Winning.
Is it equality if I throw dollars at them?
If that's their job, yes.
What
If
if
they're
it's not their
walking down
job?
the street, no.
I think sometimes it could be. If you saw someone like
Yeah,
that,
it's called
walking down the
buying you
street,
dinner.
Cardi.
If you want to throw $100 at me, you could buy me dinner.
I shoot videos for a living, so as far as just the video itself, not even
Yeah.
just the titties and the ass, just a video, it's a good video.
It's a good video. There's a lot of color.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
house was nice. The way they shot that beginning
The
scene where
whole
they go
set
through the
is
gate.
dope. You
But
could
this
tell,
shit
like-
has taken over America because we talked about this shit 2 weeks ago, late.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we were a few days late on it.
And America
sure.
is still talking about it.
So
It's
I
a
mean,
hot topic.
You know why? Because everybody loves some wet ass pussy.
yeah, it's true. And you listen.
Everybody
Well,
does.
let's keep it real. Sex is something that sells in everything. So,
Sells me everything.
I mean, if the senior citizens gotta get STD tests because they be passing it around, it's gonna be around forever. So
who has
the
STDs?
senior citizens, the senior citizens.
Well, I shouldn't drop the British accent
I'm
again.
just saying, everybody is getting it on. I guess it's just time for us to face it. If you didn't know, people have sex.
So Joe found this. Joe comes over and he'll come and be like, "Bro, you know this shit I'll be watching on the YouTube this week." What was it? Rage. What was the people die inside or something? What's that?
Oh, no, yeah. What was it?
He'll
What
get
you
on
guys
these.
talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, watch
Yeah.
people die inside.
Yeah, he'll get on these things, and today he came over and he was just like, "Man, you guys been watching reaction videos to WAP?"
WAP,
I'm like,
yeah.
"No, we ain't even on that. What's
I
up?"
saw this I saw this older mature lady that like
Older, mature.
they weren't even watching the video though. She was like the girl was like she's filming like here. She's like, "Mom, come in, listen to this new Cardi B song," and she plays it. She's like, "Okay," and then like I said, like the second bar, she goes, "Oh," and then the whole video she just kept going, "Oh."
I liked it because a lot of the videos that we watched, all the minority moms were like, "Oh Lord,
Yeah, they
oh
just, like-
Lord,
they just
oh
kept shaking-
Jesus."
shaking their head like,
My bad. Mind your manners.
Shout out to Nah Bitch.
you know what I mean? They just kept
What up,
shaking their
nah,
head.
bitch?
Yeah, you
Like
know.
this.
Yeah,
A
they're
lot of
they're
these-
embarrassed, man.
They're
You
like-
know.
Let us know in
Like-
the comment section.
I guess that's what we fought for.
Let us know in the comment section with either, I guess, a thumbs up or a thumbs down what you were thinking about WAP.
We got a thumbs down already. We have
No, in the comments. Make sure you hit the like on the video.
Say, man, we have
Really got to hit the like.
haters that love to follow.
It's easy. You just go out of live
Hey,
chat.
haters
hit
gonna
the
hate.
thumb up.
As long
boom.
as you watch us.
I guess
Hey.
You don't miss
so.
nothing. But
we
get
that view, I guess.
we
right?
get a little help when you hit that like button.
Yeah,
It
like,
goes out to more
subscribe,
people.
and
Well, like the
share.
people on your chat that subscribe to you, be like, "Man, what's this guy watching? Oh, what's this? He likes it." Boom.
Well, I gotta say, is like this video was funny because like the mom and the dad had a totally different reaction, and then in the conversation,
Oh, yeah.
the girl turns her to her dad and she's like, "Can you do that, Dad?" And like all this stuff, like they're having like a conversation without having a conversation, I guess, and in a good way. That I think that's in a good way. It's like you're comfortable enough to be
Yeah,
like,
for sure, absolutely.
"Listen, parents, like
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily doing this, but this is the kind of music that's
I
out
got some
there.
bumps
This is, like,
downstairs. You
yeah,
know
and
what
I
to
think
do.
that's a perfect example. That those parents is a perfect example of a girl who likes the song.
I'd be so
you
embarrassed
know?
to play the song from him. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah.
If you could put me in a more embarrassing situation, I'd give you $1,000 to play this video, and not even the video, just the words in front
the
of my
car,
mom.
in the car where you're stuck. You
When
have
I was
to
a
listen to
kid,
it.
when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been as embarrassed because I was a little punky ass kid.
Yeah,
But you know what I'm saying? Now
that's
I'm
true.
now I'm an adult and I'm just like, oh my god. Like a sex scene, and if I watch a movie, okay, with my mom that I've seen before, and I know a sex scene is coming up, I'd be like, I gotta pee real quick, or I gotta go
My
get a
mom
drink.
used-
I guess
my
it's
mom used
different
to
for
do
me 'cause
this.
I'm a girl.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
it's
can
different.
still
Yeah.
It's
see,
different for me.
dude.
Like I'm a
It
girl.
wouldn't though be if you were watching with your dad.
Yeah.
When you're watching with your mom, it's not a big deal.
But I don't have to worry about that because that's never happened to me in my
Yeah.
whole entire life. So you know what I'm
I'll give
saying.
you this.
But I'm just saying, it'd be different if you.
Shout out to all my uncles out there. Thank you for being my dad.
I don't have my dad can beat up your dad.
All of my
uh,
stepdads can beat up your dad.
Every time my pops ever took us to the
Weekend
movie theater,
Warriors. Amazon
not
Prime.
even 5 minutes into it, during the credits, he'd be like this.
That's so funny.
So we would be like, yeah, this isn't a bad movie. We know it had titties in it. We're like, yeah, we know he'll fall asleep 5 minutes into it. So.
I don't think my dad ever blocked. But okay,
Your dad thought Porky's was a zoo movie.
so, but yeah, I could never. Oh my god.
No, my mom
Me-
used to do that shit, but it would be like a bloody ass scene.
I
Yeah.
watched Moonlight with my mom, and I'm watching it right, and the hand job scene comes
Oh,
up,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
forgot to get up. I was doing like I think I was scrolling on my phone, and it came up, and it was happening,
Oh,
and I just
I
looked
bet
up.
you just put your phone down too and
I-
stopped looking.
I just looked up at the ceiling fan,
Oh,
like I was like this.
like you were ignoring it.
Something's wrong with ceiling fan up there. Don't know what's going on up there. I was like,
you know what you should have done?
mind you, I was like 38.
Yeah, I was gonna say Moonlight just came out like a couple of years.
You should have said.
ago.
You should have said, Mom, what's he wiping off?
Is that
Right?
better?
Oh man.
Did you say that to her? Hey, Mom, what do you think he's wiping off?
Get say something else, babe.
Check.
Oh, check my mic. Make sure everyone can hear me.
Yeah, we're doing a live mic check on the thing, but yeah,
My mic
That's
sounds
what I mean.
nice.
That's a good
Check
movie,
one.
but that's an embarrassing scene too. Like to be with like especially.
Oh,
your
yeah,
mom's
for
super
sure.
old fashioned too.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm a girl. I don't know if other girls would
It's
be
awkward.
embarrassed with their mom. I'm just not. Like,
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I hear
yeah.
you. You're definitely
I
not.
don't know.
You're definitely not.
Yeah, your mom's more hip.
my mom's a cool
Your
mom.
yeah, your mom's a cool mom. Like
a
not
cool
to say my mom's not cool, but
Yeah, your mom's cool too.
Your mom's awesome. Yeah.
my mom's
Yeah.
like that kind of cool.
She's
You just never had that type of
old-fashioned,
relationship with your mom. Like my mom was the type of mom that, like, I remember at one point in our growing up, my sister's boyfriend like
Ooh, your
slept
sister,
over.
my
but,
pants
like,
are growing up.
I guess she was already in college or whatever. Mind your manners. And my mom like put condoms on the refrigerator. She was like,
Condoms?
just in case. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. but,
Hey,
like,
she didn't want grandkids that early. I
No,
feel
she
it.
didn't,
Yeah.
and she didn't
My
get
mom
them, so
instilled
I guess
that
she
shit
got her
into
wish.
us.
Yeah. What you say?
My mom instilled that shit into us.
Yeah.
She made us fear. She goes, look at these pictures. See all these bumps on your dick? You don't want that shit.
Oh.
That's why you wear a condom. Not just because I don't want any grandkids yet.
You got a Bumpy Johnson.
Yeah.
No, my first talk was actually, I
wanted to
remember
burn
it
one
was
of
like the
these?
official talk was my aunt, and she busted out like,
Hold on, I'm turning Tanya way down.
Way
So
down.
let us know in the chat if you can't hear her.
My uncle was doing his residency, and they lived in New York at the time, and she busted out like the medical book. And
Uh-oh.
it was like the whole like female anatomy.
Holy shit.
It was like the whole kit and caboodle.
Dude, you just made me
But I also was still
flashback.
not embarrassed about it. I was just like, oh, okay, we're doing this.
Do a dab.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, you know, I have life sciences, right? Like they
Yeah,
teach
yeah.
us this stuff.
See,
but like,
I-
it was
I
cool. At
can't-
least that she.
That's
wanted
cool.
us
I
to,
had the
like,
opposite.
know.
I can't
Not to get
remember.
in. Hold on a second.
yeah.
You got that story, Joe. But not to get into the things about my shit. My mom would throw my condoms out.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like, oh,
what?
what? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll throw
'cause
them out.
he-
That'll help.
Because she's very...
That's
Well,
worse.
she's...
That's worse.
No, she's very Christian, so
Yeah.
you're not supposed to have sex till you're married.
like,
you know
that's
what I
not
mean?
how-
That's how she sees it.
I'm a 15, 16-year-old
Yeah.
boy. I'll get a fucking store bag and use that.
Oh my
if the
God.
you know what I'm
Thank
saying.
God I did not drink because that
Oh
would have
my
went
God.
everywhere.
All right, what are you gonna say,
No,
Joe?
when
He
she
said
was
a
saying
store
about the
bag.
anatomy books, I can't remember who it was, but somebody when I was growing up, they had the Joyous Sex book. My God, we used to study that thing. It's like it was like fucking comic books.
What was the
dude.
joy of sex? It sounds familiar.
It was all illustrations, but it was all positions and like how to do them.
It was
and
like
shit.
the Kama
Oh,
Sutra
okay.
book.
It was
but not
it was like a
Kama Sutra.
dictionary on how to fuck, dude. It was awesome.
And it was all little drawings.
Yeah,
Did they have
yeah,
a
it
flip
was
book,
awesome.
flip pages? So
No,
they would
that would have
fuck?
been great,
All right,
dude.
this thought just popped in my head. I'm gonna mind my manners right before anything.
I'm sure people will remember that book.
Do you
though.
think now that both male and females have access to the internet, that these younger kids are better at having sex? Boom!
Yes,
Mind your manners.
absolutely. Absolutely. Not
I just had
only
that
are they
random
better at
thought.
it, they're having it earlier. They're learning positions before trying because porn's more accessible. Like I said, we had a book. We were all getting all horny over a book. These motherfuckers get porn when they're 13 and shit.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
they-
see a porn
Yeah,
till
but
I
let's
was
keep
Hold on,
it
hold
real.
on, hold
Not
on.
all sex is porn.
Yeah, that's
is
what I was
you
gonna
see
say.
in
No,
porn.
you're
Like you
absolutely right.
can't go up to a 15-year-old girl and be like, "I spit in your mouth and
no,
fuck
but
you."
no,
Ah.
but, no.
Mind your manners.
No,
you're
you're absolutely
gross.
right.
I hope you're not getting any
You're
pussy as
absolutely
a
right, but I
15-year-old.
grew up like
You little
like
dick.
the first porn I watched, there were girls in the house with us. You know, we were all watching at the same time. So if you kept watching porn with this girl you were growing up, eventually you're gonna start smacking her ass and banging her in the asshole, dude. You know what I mean?
Could be.
Spewing all
But
over
she
her
was
face,
like, "Ow,
dude.
that hurts." Mind your manners.
Hey.
Let's try something else.
We can't figure Tanya's mic out tonight, or she can't figure it out. I think she's gonna need to
Or
get
I'm
headphones.
Just, I'm just being too loud, maybe.
No, you
pulling
just
the
keep pushing your thing on the mic, and it's
She's
just
pulling
loud,
that
loud for
PR
them.
out.
But
Mind your manners.
I don't know. That's a good question, babe. That's a
I
good
know.
one.
Just thought of that, like, but because I'm trying to think, like, again, my first experience looking at porn. I think I was watching
I
Playgirls,
still remember it perfectly.
but it wasn't like what you're talking about. It wasn't like a dirty porn, you know.
Oh,
it was
mine
more
was.
like a little more of like
Oh, yeah, I
at
can
that
remember that
time.
right
Let me mind my own manners. It was more at that time, like what they made female porn like, you know.
Yeah.
It was like a story, and I think it was like
Well, so female
the gardener.
Female porn is hetero porn, but different
No, I'm saying
it's more like story based, romantic based,
that's
or something.
what it was then. I'm not saying that's what it is now. I think now female porn is like basically whatever, just as much options as men have. I think for female.
Do they just watch? Do they just go to the same websites as men go to?
They have to.
I don't know actually.
That's my question. Is there hetero porn that's made for women, for straight women?
Well, here's my question.
I think that there is porn made for all kinds of women that like all kinds of things. Like if you're like into BDSM, there's porn for you as a woman.
There's porn for
if you like storyline porn, that's the. If you like straight guys, one girl, there's like, you know what I'm saying. I think
there's options.
I think that there's a lot of options, and if it's not mainstream, you can still find.
Fetish, and you can figure that you're not weird.
Yeah, because you can find something now. That's another thing.
Yeah, you can be like, oh, look at this, has 1 million views. I'm not weird.
If you're into crunching food,
here's my question though. Like, I love lesbian porn. Do women love gay porn?
No.
You know, is that like, do they like watching the scissor and sword fighting?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna say for me, no.
No, you don't like that.
But I'm just one woman.
I don't think so. I don't think.
That might turn someone on. I don't
maybe.
know.
So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like you guys just said, something turns out. Like this red button turns. It's like someone's watching
Damn,
a
don't be
podcast
showing
being
me
like,
that.
"Oh, that looks like a nipple."
Or they're saying, "Oh my God, look at her hand.
Oh, look at the way she
touching
rubs
the
it."
red button."
Yeah, push it.
There's a flavor for everybody. Good for you. Find that other flavor that likes you.
I mean, people that like feet is weird as shit to me, man. I don't like my feet touched and none of that shit.
But that's why maybe you don't like feet, because you don't like your feet being touched.
I just don't like.
But maybe your feet are an erogenous
I don't like
zone,
looking at
so
people's
that's why
feet.
you're into
I don't
feet.
know that shit, man. I like sneakers are cool to me. I like sneakers.
I like what's inside the. I mean, outside of the feet, but not inside.
I like women's shoes too. Women's shoes are cool.
Joe likes to wear women's shoes.
No, I don't like wearing. They look cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, feet. Never. I never got feet. I don't know. People that
Just
are
like,
into feet.
my God.
I never. Hold on a second.
See those feet?
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say something, but then I corrected myself right away because I was gonna say I never saw being so attracted to something that you also had. But then I'm like, oh, I like butts. I have a butt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
it just depends. It could be
Mm-hmm.
that it could be something that is like not even your type or your thing that you're into, but you happen to be into it on that person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's things that have happened to me where I wasn't necessarily into like men with nice calves, and then I went out with someone who had nice calves, and I was like, ooh, calves on a man, that's nice. You know, whatever it is. Even same thing about the toes. Maybe you weren't into toes, and one day you had a lady that sucked your toe, and it was good, and you liked it.
You know what?
And now you
into
toes.
I think got me off of feet was you ever seen Don't Be a Menace to South Central?
Oh, where her toes are all fucked up?
Yeah, and he puts hot sauce on them and licks
part.
them and shit. Oh my God.
I will say this before we move on. I will say this about toes. Like you do see a girl and she got nice shoes on. She got the toe cleavage popping. She got nice.
I like a good toe.
She got nice. Like she looks good, but never once did I say, "Oh, I want to come on
That's
those
what I'm
feet."
saying, yeah.
Like, you know
I
what I'm
want
saying?
those.
Then I would guess that you're not a toe guy.
I want to lube those up and make love to her feet. You know what I mean?
Redman loves feet. He always raps about that shit. And makes videos about that shit.
To each his own.
I mean, I don't know if he does in real life, but at least in his persona,
I like
he
booty,
does.
man. So
There could be weirder things, like let the man live with the feet.
So,
what about y'all? What about y'all? What do y'all like out there? Huh? You like some toes? You like the ears?
Oh, you want to hold it in. Some ears?
Mind your manners.
she like the ears.
The ears.
So what are we gonna give away? Let's give something.
Oh,
away.
those ears are very erotic.
Give it away now. What are we giving away, gentlemen?
I don't know.
The giveaway committee.
What do we got to give away?
Give it away now.
Let's give that bag away.
The pot holder.
So what is this,
Oh,
babe?
that's
Let them know
already-
what this
we
is. We're gonna
already
give
gave
that
that
away. We didn't give that away, did we?
Last week? No, the pot holder.
Oh, the pot holder. Yeah.
This says I run on weed and gangsta rap.
I run on weed and gangster rap.
Cause I'm hard.
You hold your weed in it?
You can put your weed in it.
What is it supposed to be?
You can put your dab pen.
What's it supposed to hold? What is it made for?
I think it's supposed to be maybe a makeup bag.
Oh, it zippers up. Oh, okay, I
But
see.
like-
Oh, it is for weed. I got you. It zippers
I
up.
think it's for weed, but
yes.
like I think you can put anything in
said
here.
makeup,
You know
I
what I'm
lost
saying?
me.
You put your weed in there. Oh, you put your weed in there. There's everything you put your weed in it. I got this. I got this shot glass. When there's not liquor in it, I put my weed in it. But we're gonna give this away in the next couple minutes when I think of a question. And just something to put your weed in. This is kind of cool. I like the little jar on it.
Yeah.
It says I run on weed and oh, they can see it better on this side. I don't know if you guys can see it. I run on weed and gangster rap. We're gonna give that
Weed and
away.
gangsta rap. I don't know. You can put anything in it you want. It's a little
You wanna get on- you want-
stasho.
You want to get onto the subject?
You
You
can put
guys
your
want?
pens and pencils in it.
You can put your colored pencils in.
Put your colored pens. You can put your crayons in it if you want.
I said colored pencils, and right away I just thought of Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
You could do it if you want to.
So we're gonna move on to our next subject. But like I said, after we watch the podcast, when you go to follow all our social medias, go to Cypress Hill's Instagram, hit like on that video, man, on that picture by Joe, because it's cool, man. They share his art quite frequently.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
But this one was a request.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that was this. I think this was the first request.
Yeah,
I
for
like
sure.
that.
Yeah.
So
everyone out there, go hit Endo Joe 710
INDOJOE
710.
Yeah.
Hit him on the
I
hit him
love
on the
doing things for
DM.
Bobo just because he appreciates him. You know what I mean? Like, well, it's just because we know him better. And
You have
like,
a friend, a family, birthday.
It's cool that Bobo's in there because you know what?
Anniversary.
Oh fuck yeah!
Surprise present.
He missed that by like a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He missed that Simpson shit by like a year. Not even, dude.
That's so funny.
But everybody knows he's part of the crew. You know
I know,
saying?
but you gotta be on the Simpsons.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
Listen, the Simpsons are still on, so
Now
there
he
is
is.
time.
You look at
You know what?
most
Let's
their
start a
art.
campaign.
What?
We want Cypress Hill back on the Simpsons.
We
We
do.
want another Cypress
That'd
Hill
be awesome.
Simpsons show.
Yeah,
Let's
we do.
see.
And we want Cypress
Lollapalooza 2, whatever it was, right?
and we want Cypress Hill on SNL.
Yes.
Hashtag
Bring him back, dude.
lift the band.
Gotta
That's the
stop
band.
screaming.
My
into the
bad,
mic.
I'm
Just
just
stay. You
mad
don't have
excited.
to lean into the mic no more.
Okay, cool.
You're not as loud as us,
Alright, cool.
but I just wanted to let you know.
Oh, I am loud.
Because it's just going bam 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 over here. So
I get
just
it.
wanted
The people get it too.
to-
But anyway, lift the SNL band for Cypress
Yes.
Hill. I'm
Yes.
on that campaign, and I'm definitely
sir.
on the Simpsons Cypress Hill 2. Like we need another episode.
yeah, I think that would be awesome.
Well, if you
Come
look
on.
at most of their art, their fan art, it's mostly the three of them. Bobo, Sendog, Be Real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless it's like an old pick, because like Muggs doesn't travel with them. You know what I mean? Even with the new album, you know what I mean? He did all the beats on the new album. What is it? Elephants on Acid.
Yeah.
And,
he makes.
he didn't
he's-
tour with them.
He's really ill.
You know
though.
they the hell.
Who's ill, babe? You say DJ Muggs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ Muggs
He's
is-
in my top 3, dude.
is the GOAT. He's so
Yeah.
slept on, but come on, man.
Yeah, he's
Stop
really talented.
it. Stop.
He's
If
got
you
his
don't
own
know him,
style
look
that he's
him up.
kept for years.
He just has like this way of pulling you in and showing you something different from him.
I said it when we were talking to Sticky Fingers.
Mm-hmm.
His fucking beats was my first. What brought me in first.
That's what drew
You know
you
what I'm saying?
in.
Like,
Yeah,
what's
you
the-
were like, I want to recreate this.
I was like,
I
what
want to
is
be able
this?
to do this.
And then I obviously love the rhymes, but the beats, like when you play Black Sunday, I know that's the second album, but that shit starts with the siren. When we were in California, we used to say that was the Sasquatch scream,
Yeah, yeah.
and just way in the background. And man, there's something about that, like you
Yeah,
know,
see, I got introduced
and,
on
and,
Black
and like
Sunday,
Cock
so.
the Hammer, for example, on the same album, is really just drums and bass and a.
But it rips, dude.
and it's
dude.
just
so good.
so crazy. Don't want to get too far down a rabbit hole, but we
Well, we love him so much.
we
so.
went to see a show of theirs at the House of Blues or somewhere. I don't think it was Hard Rock Cafe in Boston. This was a few years back.
Oh yeah.
And that song came on, and I lost it. I never lose it. I never lose it.
Well, that was the anniversary tour
Yeah.
for that album, and like they started playing all some classic songs, and you were like, I bet they won't play it. And they hit that beat hit.
was like-
Dude, this dude jumped up like a fucking 15-year-old kid.
He was
dude.
like one of those
Just-
boys that screams like
Yeah,
girls.
some girl just was like, yo, you're about to get laid. I'm sucking your dick. He was like, bah! He starts grabbing both of our shoulders, shaking. Oh my god! Then you rap. I never see you rap a song.
Mind you, we know these people.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We know these people.
Like,
We're like the picture with Homer, and they're looking at us like.
yeah. Like you never really like you'll rap a few lyrics here and there, but you never really rap along. You rap that whole song.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit! I wish I wasn't into the filming back then. I wish I would have filmed that shit.
I rapped that whole song like I wish they saw me and were like, oh, you want to do it? Come on,
Yeah.
come on. do
Yeah,
it."
like that's what I'm saying. Like if we didn't know them, because if we didn't know them, we would have been in that front row at that time.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially because it was the anniversary tour. And then if they would have saw you, they probably would have gave you the mic, dude, because you legit know that song
I'm
lyric
about
for lyric,
that,
dude. You know. Well, I'm saying some people do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They
I think
do that.
Where's that sound?
Some songs pull you in because
Oh,
not
you're
only
dripping
you
out.
like them, but they
okay.
also bring you back
Oh, I cleaned
to
this.
a moment in time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like that memory. Like
When
I
we
think
when
that
we went to
the songs that I like the most are the songs that I have lots of memories of that song just being in the background. Or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
the when we went to the Temple of Doom anniversary tour, you were filming most of it. So her and I, but we were together a lot. But
That the big
Joe and I were on a date.
dude, we were fucking. I was like, cause that like I said, like when I got introduced to the Hill, they already had 2 albums out, and so I was like, I became a fan, and then the first album that came out while I was a fan was Temple of Doom, so I was such a big fan of Temple of Doom. So when we went to the anniversary tour for that, that's when like they played so many classic songs that they don't play on their normal, because it's like an old album. They don't really play, like, you know, they were playing Illusions, all them fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I was blowing my mind because I'm like I know those songs and I'm just like I'm seeing these live. You know what I mean?
I know.
They put such a killer show on too, dude.
Yeah, no, that's a great show.
Yeah. That last one we went to that we smoked at, you were filming again. Like they passed that big ass like ounce joint around.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about. Yeah,
we were all, everybody's hitting it. It's coming towards us. Tanya's going to grab it. I go, no. She's like, what? I go, herpes.
You know, it's kind of a natural reaction if someone like passes, especially if you're a smoker, that someone passes you something,
and it's
that
Be
you just
Real's
like
joint.
naturally grab it. But like obviously thinking back, it's like, yes, 100 mouths on this. No, I don't want to put my mouth on this.
And like, trust me, you
Joe
and I were
saved
blazing.
me. Joe saved
I just kept
me.
rolling joint after joint
Yeah,
after
that's
joint
true.
after joint.
So what's going on in the comment section?
Joe was like Mary Poppins of joint rolling that night.
Trying to get
It
in
was
there. I'm
great.
trying to see what's going on with everybody in the comment
see.
section.
Quarantine Cody, when she was up on her mic, her level is fine. LOL. Frozen Daiquiri. Thank you. I appreciate that, Quarantine Cody.
Please hit that like button, please.
DJ Big Red says, no doubt, Cass. Endo is right. But still, Quarantine Cody, 4K at 60 FPS. We're looking good, basically. Different from a Playboy from 1990. LOL. When we were talking about porn.
Ooh, yeah.
DJ Big Red says, everything seems good. Jared Sosa says, I hate hammer toes. I feel, you know what? See, some people like nice feet. That's just a thing. DJ Big Red says, as soon as they shared it, I liked
Frito
it.
chip,
It was dope. He's
Hills?
talking about Endo Joe's artwork and Cypress Hill. By the way,
Thanks,
Endo
man.
up, what's with a DJ Crew art piece?
Oh yeah, hit me up on the Instagram.
He says, hit him up on the DM.
Hit him up.
DJ Big Red finally says, I feel that. I was the same way when I seen Ice-T and Ice Cube the same night.
Oh my god.
Oh
That was
my
nice.
god,
That's
that
a good
must
show.
have been dope.
Yeah, that must have
That's a
been
good
dope.
show.
That's a good show. I think that not all artists that you love their music are good performers, I guess I would say.
For sure.
So when
I've
you
been let down.
Yeah, when you go to a performance and it's dope, it likes you even more. Like for instance, I love me some Posty, some Post Malone, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And I
Yeah,
wanted
she
to
does.
go to see him. And I didn't care if he wanted to go, I was going to go with my girlfriend, or I was going to go by myself. But I was going to go see Post
I'm
Malone.
walking there. I'm going now.
Meanwhile, hey, I got a car. I drive. I got a job, okay? Mind your manners.
Dabbing a shot?
So I was like, I'm going. And I took him. And after that, I mean, you speak for yourself.
I didn't not like Post Malone.
No.
I just wasn't a Post Malone fan like that. I did like that song White Iverson. That was like the only song that I knew that was him. Like, but when he performed, I pretty much knew all the songs.
Yeah.
You know, except the new singles or whatever. But I thought he was dope.
Yeah,
I think if you're hating on Post Malone, you probably never really paid attention
He
to
put
him.
a great show on. He went acoustic. Like, it
He
was
sings,
great.
like he sings, he raps.
He's talented.
He plays instruments. You know, like, I mean, what's not to like? Like, you know, to say he sucks, I'm just like, all right, come on, man. What are you talking
Yeah, like he's
can say-
very talented.
you
You could say you don't like how he dresses or whatever, something about his style or something like that, but the man's got talent. Hashtag Post Malone. Anywho,
Hold on, gotta do the shot.
do the shot, do the dab, then exhale. He's on it.
I don't
He's
know.
on
just,
it.
like, when I was younger, those shows were so much better. I was just so much more into it, and like,
They were better. What do you mean?
well,
Your experience? or?
Well, put it this way: I would always go to the shows early, smuggle my weed in. Didn't care about like oh, I gotta blaze right before. I would hold it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait till I didn't care, dude. You know what I mean? I wanted to be right up front so I could be rapping the lyrics to the person. You know what I mean? Because if I'm going to the show, I know the songs. You know what I mean? Example: Dilated Peoples at the Middle East, dude. They put out their second album, The Expansion Team. I was so excited for it, dude. I stayed in line the whole time. We were right on stage the whole time. I rapped that whole album with them. You know what I mean?
That's so funny.
But like, once we started getting backstage with all these famous people, and like getting VIP access, and like not having to, like the lines didn't matter, but just not having to like sit in the crowd, like, you know what I mean? I got spoiled. I'm like, I don't like going to a concert now unless I'm backstage or on stage. You know what I mean? It's just not as fun to me anymore. I'm just like, if I'm in the crowd, I'm like, damn, I should be upstage.
No, I totally don't feel that way because
like
sometimes
spoiled.
the crowd energy
Unless
carries
I'm
a
going to the concert
vibe
for that.
and elevates the concert
yeah.
experience.
So that's what I'm saying. Unless I'm going, like, I'm
It's
going
almost
to a
like when I
311
went to
show.
like Derek Jeter's
Different.
last game. Like it could have been the worst game each of those teams
Well, that's
ever
baseball.
played, but
It's a
the
different story.
energy in the stadium made it feel like a different experience. I said, like,
you
now I
feeling?
can imagine like what a playoff game feels like, or like what a World Series or something like that feels like, because the energy in that stadium was electrifying. Like it literally was bouncing off of
Well,
you.
put it like this. We'll use Cypress Hill as an example because they're awesome. And
I like being in the crowd watching that.
all right, so when we saw any Cypress Hill show except one, it was this great time, right? It was this great experience, right? And then we saw that one show where the crowd was lame. Not even because of Cypress Hill, because they wouldn't let people smoke. They kicked out
Not
600.
Cypress Hill, the venue
Hold on.
wouldn't let
The
it.
venue kicked out 600
Sucked,
people that night. 600 people were kicked out of this venue for smoking weed.
People we know.
So the crowd was just lame, like, and it wasn't anything Cypress was doing. They were just lame because everyone
got to smoke.
everyone wanted to smoke, and you're watching a guy on stage smoke an ounce joint, you know, and you're like, fuck, man, I want to smoke. These guys gonna be on for an hour.
Yeah, and they were just plucking people out of the crowd, like
And
as soon as they saw that little smoke come up.
so it just it's just a little example,
sucked,
like
yeah.
of the same that Cypress Hill did the same exact shit, but it was a totally different experience because of what was going on in the crowd.
See, the first time I saw them, I didn't know them. It was Rock the Bells tour. I think it was like 03. We went to Randall's Island, New York. Me and my two homies, we went the night before, slept in the car. First people in line, like legit first people in line. There was like 40,000 people at the
That's
show.
something I've never done.
Like we stood on that railing, like we were so dehydrated. Like most of these concerts we used to go to, like big concerts, they used to have hoses,
So dehydrated.
and they'd hose you down because it was so hot. You would stand there, and like we couldn't move unless we would jump over the rail. Because there was literally 40,000 people behind us. There's nowhere to move. You know what I mean? We were just like, and like the lineup, if I can remember it right now, it was so sick, dude. Okay, the hosts were Supernatural and Rozelle. So they were beatboxing,
Freestyle and
freestyling.
beatboxing,
Yeah, the whole they were the hosts. Okay, and then like Jedi Mind Tricks were there. Mos Def and Kweli, which I was a fan at the time. Pharaoh Monch was there. Public Enemy was there. What's it called? Black Dot. The Roots were there, and then Redman showed up when Wu-Tang went on.
Oh, that's cool.
It was the headliners were Wu-Tang and
What about Gangstar? Was Gangstar there? Did you say Gangstar?
No, Gangstar wasn't there. The headliners were Wu-Tang and Rage Against the Machine. But before they went on, Cypress Hill came on, and I was so blown away. I'm like, dude, because you would
Cypress Hill were booked to play, or they showed up?
No, they were booked to play, but
okay.
but they were like they went on before, you know what I mean, like before the headliners there. But like you had knew Be Real at the time.
Oh, really?
You had done the song with them, so I'm like, oh my god, I wish I knew them, dude.
Shit.
You know, I'm blazing the same kind of weed they're blazing, dude. So that was the first time I saw them, and I saw Eric Bobo hit the Excalibur.
And you didn't know him either.
I didn't know him either, but I saw him clear the Excalibur like a pro, dude.
I don't think I knew Eric Bobo.
And I was like, holy fuck,
if
dude,
you
I
don't know
wanna
what an
hit this thing.
Excalibur is, it's a huge
Bomb, dude, where you
Like,
can't light it yourself.
Huge.
You can't light it yourself.
And one thing I
Lots
gotta
of smoke in the chamber.
I'm not even gonna say it because I'm not even gonna say it because I'm
Crazy
not,
show,
I'm not a
though, dude.
jinxer.
Yeah, don't jinx
show.
nothing.
No, I'm
Don't jinx
jinxer.
nothing.
I'm not a jinxer.
But let me tell you, one of the last concerts that I went to down in Florida, because in Florida they're always having concerts. It's great weather. There's so many places to have
You
the
mean
concert.
Flo Rida?
No, I meant Florida. We drove from Miami to Tampa to see U2. And I don't know
nice.
what happened that I hadn't like eaten or whatever. We get there, we had these amazing like floor like standing seats, but it was the kind of floor standing seats where like literally the stage is like right
I wouldn't
here.
mind that.
So we get there early enough where we're just getting there. We get right up to the stage, and all of a sudden, it was the only time I ever fainted in my life. I got
Ooh,
tunnel
shit.
vision where I
She
had
saw Bono.
like he was literally like right there, standing right there, and like there was a lot of space in between me and the other people. But when I got tunnel vision, I felt like I was in a packed stadium and I like couldn't breathe.
Oh,
And
yeah,
basically the whole concert, I spent it sitting on a wall, drinking water out of a top of a water cap with the EMT like giving me an
Yeah,
IV,
yeah.
and he's like telling me you have to drink it
Yeah,
very
that's
slowly.
how this concert was.
I don't remember anything.
We
other than
legit
that.
like stood in line at 8:00 in the morning. They didn't let us in till like 10:30, 11.
do it up, Mr.
Right?
DL.
We ran to the front, so we stayed on the railing from
Double
fucking
exhale.
11 o'clock.
He just
till
took a
11
shot,
at
a
night.
dab.
Like Rage went
and
on at
enjoying
10
it.
o'clock, so I got halfway through Rage's set and I'm like, I'm about to pass out. I and like that Rage is like the reason I went. They just got back together and shit. So I'm like, that concert was crazy. So I feel you about
So
like
what
people
you
were
learned
like
from these
people were
stories
crowd
is
surfing over us and they were
Hydrate.
limp. They were limp. Passed
Hydrate.
out.
What'd you say, babe?
I
Say it
said
again.
what we've learned from these two stories is make
Hydrate.
sure you hydrate
100%.
before you go to a
Well,
concert.
well, this was the thing too. They wouldn't. They would let you bring in one bottle of water, and you couldn't have the cap. You couldn't bring the
Really?
cap. So we smuggled the caps in. I put my caps in my. I put my lighters in
That
my
is the
caps.
funniest
in the
thing
shoe.
I've ever
And
heard.
you know what I
That's
mean?
funny.
And
Mind
then-
your manners. You gotta
and
bring the cap in.
I was the smartest person. I go. I know we're gonna stand there all day. I brought a pocket full of cherry lozenges.
Ugh.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
nice. Those
it
are
was
good.
perfect.
Like the
though.
Ludens?
Yes,
Ludens? Oh, those are
perfect. They
so
were
bomb.
exactly. So it was like just randomly, the three of us. I went with my two homies. The three of us, I'd be like, because we'd be dead, dry mouth and shit, smoking blunts. All of a sudden, I'd pop out and go, "Here's." So I don't want people around us seeing us. We were like, "Oh my god." We were just
These
getting our
candies are
mouths
amazing.
back, you know what I mean? This photo, there was like this was like the MySpace time, but there were like
your top
photo
eight?
people like journalists taking because this was a huge
Top 8,
concert.
then top 12.
They got pictures
Oh,
of
I
us.
remember this.
Yeah, they got a picture of the guy pouring water in my mouth because they finally.
Yeah, like the guys like this.
yeah, they
and
finally
Joe's
got
like this.
water, dude. They finally
Like
got
Joe is like I feel like he's like leaned over the gate.
Yeah,
trying to
I
get
was right on the
water.
railing. Yeah, I was right on
Yeah.
the railing. Yeah.
That's
a
wild.
photo, there's a photo of the three of us leaning on the
Can I
railing.
take a side note, break real quick while we're talking about concerts? Because last week I wanted to tell a story that I didn't tell.
Well, let's tell it now.
And I feel like I'm a video editor, so I feel like I can edit this into to the episode that I want to tell it in.
Why don't
Bring
we
it
start doing
back.
this?
Bring it back.
Last week we were talking about Jam Master Jay,
Oh, rest in
Rest in
peace.
peace.
and I had all these notes in my phone, but I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't
like,
look at your phone.
No, I did look at my phone, but it was just like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. This week, if you've subscribed to my channel and rang the bell, you're here. You're the only people that know we're live. We
Yep.
didn't post it nowhere.
Special night.
So I just wanted to do it that way. If you're paying attention and doing what we're asking you to,
That's the story.
you can see the podcast. No, that's not the story. So
Oh, I'm like, what does that have to do
Anyway.
with Jam Master Jay?
He knew that last week.
anyway, so I wanted to tell a story. We did a fucking 2.5 hour podcast, and I actually fucking met this person,
Oh, yeah.
and I never even told the
That's
story.
one of
You
these.
know what? I forgot all about that.
So
all right, tell us the story, Mr. DL.
So when I was like 20 years old, 19,
Yeah, I think you were younger.
I smoked weed. So when I was
Oh,
19
yeah.
or 20 years old, I
Okay.
went to a concert in Worcester, Massachusetts. It was Run DMC. They had a concert at this college, right? And there was a good amount of people there, but it wasn't like sold out like it should have been. You know what I'm saying? So me and this friend of mine,
That'd been like 01, 02 then.
me and this friend of mine went up to the gate, the front of the stage, and the whole concert fucking they performed for a long time. Like they did hits and they did songs that they liked. That saying
Nice.
they weren't hits, album cuts
Right,
that
right.
they thought should have been hits because
Or like that's
every
what they
rapper
just like, 'cause they-
every rapper disagrees with what the label
Yeah.
says is the single most of the time. But so whatever, we're front row and they're doing Down with the King, and I for the whole concert I've been doing word for word this Run DMC concert front row, you know what I'm saying, like going crazy, and during Down with the King, DMC, he comes, he puts the microphone in my face.
See, that's what I was talking about
What?
earlier. Like at the Cypress, like if you were there with the cock to hammer,
Yeah.
They
Oh, yeah,
They
exactly.
would have gave you the
Yeah,
mic.
that's what made me think of it when we were
All right, so what happened
So
next?
I'm doing DMC's doing fucking
Down
with the king,
Yeah.
and he's going like this, like. So I'm
rapping with
fucking
him.
rapping,
What?
with DMC front row at a random college concert, whatever. Boom, fucking time of my life. You know what I'm saying? I still remember that shit. It was 20 years ago. You know.
20.
So whatever. Concert ends. I'm hype. I'm like, dude, I was inches away from DMC. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. I'm gonna be huge. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking with this kid, and I'm walking past a limousine, and we're like, yeah, it's probably them. They're probably them in the limousine. And we didn't knock on it or anything. We just kept walking by, and DMC was like, hey, and he yelled to me from a limousine, and I walked up to the limousine, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm looking at my feet. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, and he's like, oh, that was cool. Run DMC, yeah. He's a really cool guy, and they're all there. Jam Master Jay, Run, and DMC. And some other people that I don't know, they might have been someone, but I didn't fucking care. They could have been the president. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to DMC, you know. And so Run DMC, I had a black Adidas shirt on, kind of like this. You know what I'm saying? But it was a black Adidas shirt with yellow.
I was gonna say, I remember it being yellow.
A yellow Adidas logo, and Run DMC and Jam Master Jay signed that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, my God. So I'm wearing a shirt that Run DMC and Jam Master Jay signed. I'm 19 years old. I'm trying to get into the hip hop business.
I remember being very jealous.
This is a second biggest thing that's ever happened to me besides meeting Busta Rhymes randomly on that. You know what I'm saying? And but anyway, I have this Run DMC shirt. I'm telling everybody I met Run DMC. And luckily I was with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
this was before you had cameras in your pocket too.
Luckily I was with someone.
You got autographs.
So they were like, we met Run DMC. Fucking, if this guy still has autograph, I'll be pissed. So anyway,
Finish the story.
I'm telling everybody at school, man, I met Run DMC, man. They signed my shirt, and everyone's like, okay, cool. Some people believe me, some people didn't. And a friend of mine, he said he believed me, but I didn't think he believed me. So I was like, I'm gonna show it to you. So we went to my house, and my room was in the basement. Went down the stairs, and I'm looking through the closet, and I'm like, what the fuck is my Run DMC shirt? And I'm like, where's my shirt? And she's like, oh, I washed it. It had pen marks on it. And I was like, it's one of the most fucked up.
I remember seeing it. Because it was on here. And it was still so faded.
Yeah, it was all like spread out.
It looked like it sat in the sun. It just was like, you could still see it a little bit.
That is a sad story.
You could see the DM like fade of a C. You're just like.
So if you're watching this show, please hit like, please subscribe, please ring the bell, and please, this is a separate channel. Go to this channel, the Mind Your Manners podcast clip channel, and subscribe there. You can see the show there, but what you can also see there is the show in smaller doses. You know, like say I just told that story right there.
I'm too much.
I just told that story right there. You know, a little 5-minute story. It'll be a 5-minute clip instead of watching the 3 hours again. You know what I'm saying? The
3
right
hours?
there, boom. Well, whatever, 2 hours, whatever.
How long have we been on here, man?
We've been on here for like an hour. We've been on here for an hour and 8 minutes. We're an hour and 8 minutes deep into the podcast.
We're deep.
So, all right, we're going to move on to the next subject, which was suggested by Indo Joe and extremely voted upon in a positive way by Chef Tanya Nicole. Who are we talking about, babe?
Aaliyah.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, what?
AKA the princess of hip hop.
Yeah.
That's her
I
nickname?
thought we skipped over it.
Yes.
What do you mean? What did you say, Joe?
I thought we skipped over it really quick.
No, we didn't talk about it.
It's unfortunate because it's the anniversary of
her.
her.
I have so much love for this girl.
Of her passing.
So let's stop before we get into this. I just said it. Joe suggested this subject.
Yeah. Well, it was a couple days ago, right?
No, it was today, I think.
No, it was a couple days ago.
Oh, the anniversary, yeah. But Joe suggested this because it was her anniversary. She was in the news.
Yeah.
Tanya was all about it, obviously. I liked Aaliyah, but I was never a big, I know her songs and this and that. So they're gonna be steering the ship, and I'm gonna be just looking handsome and cool.
I was like, it was the only time in my life where I was ever jealous of R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Well, he had her, you know what I mean? He had her wrapped around her finger.
Mind your manners. Thank God she got out of that cobweb.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, well, they made some good music.
All right, so here's the
though.
lucky thing about that statement that Joe just made. At every point in Joe's life, Aaliyah's been older than him. So when he had a crush on her at any point in his life, what he was saying about the R. Kelly stuff,
Joe is
I
safe.
still said it.
Yeah.
I said it recently to her. I go. Still to this day, if I see that chick my size, like thin with the baggy pants, with a cut off shirt and just the long hair, it blows my mind, dude. I'm like,
that's your
So
look?
any ladies out there, if you
instantly,
got
dude,
your
it still-
eye on
it blows me
Endo
back to
Joe,
Aaliyah, dude,
If
you
you're
know?
down
is
with cosplay,
single,
you want to be.
And,
no, cosplay's a different
you want to
story,
get
bro.
at him, just wear some baggy pants, do the Aaliyah style. They
Damn.
do
That
say
shit
that
just
she
blew
is
my
still.
mind, dude. I don't know.
You know what happens when?
inspiring
Hold on,
people.
we're talking about Aaliyah still. We're still going there. But you know what happens when three potheads run a podcast?
We talk over
we
each
talk
other.
over each other.
Yeah, that.
Jinx.
But we forget to give away stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
guys, you should have reminded us about the giveaways. I have to stop going into the
like-
mic. I can't remember.
I remember.
So in the
being
comment
like-
section,
Oh yeah, there you go.
where was when Megan Thee Stallion got shot? Where were they? Where were they? Boom. That's you right here.
That one's easy.
Hit us in the fucking
Flip it
comment
the other way,
section.
please.
You
Ready,
win this.
go.
And sorry to Megan Thee Stallion if we're making a mockery of your shooting. We're not
No, we're
in any way.
not.
We
Me
just
too.
we just have a podcast. We're talking about
Actually,
it, and we're trying to make.
100% believe Megan Thee Stallion.
I do believe her. We're just trying to give stuff away on the podcast, and you just happen to be in the news, and I think you're hot.
I think she's talented.
I don't think she's hotter than what's her name?
Cardi B.
Yeah, Cardi B has it.
No, but like
Me
when
too.
you listen
I said
to her on her Instagram live, you could hear it in her voice. Like when you could tell she was
Exactly.
like there was like a
She ain't
crackling
lying.
in her voice. Like
She's not lying. You can.
She's not lying.
If one
Her
thing.
story doesn't skip.
All right, here's a better way to put it. If anything, Megan Thee Stallion 100% believes that this guy shot her.
Oh yeah, there you
There's
go.
a better way to
Yeah,
put it.
yeah,
I think he
yeah.
shot her.
Well,
You
she
heard it here
believes her
first, folks.
story. Yeah, yeah.
allegedly,
What's
right?
It's not a lie.
What's Jay
if
Prince
you
have to say
believe
about it? What's Jay Prince have to say about it? Go to his Instagram, see if he said anything.
Oh
about it.
yeah, 'cause it didn't happen in his town, but it
Didn't happen in
in
Houston, but yeah.
Yeah, it happened in Houston.
I don't think he. I don't even know if it was.
I don't know.
Just Jay
Bun B
Prince.
said something about it. He's
Bun B
from
did.
Houston.
Just, I don't know. Are we still on Aaliyah?
Yeah, we're back to
Of
Aaliyah.
course, we're back to Aaliyah.
Let's remind people where we at. Boom, Aaliyah.
So Aaliyah,
So Joe, let's
Well,
start
I
with
had,
Joe.
Like,
'Cause you got a
I
whole
was
list.
sad.
Yeah.
I was sad when she first died, dude. I was just like, I don't want to believe it because I was like, I still had it in my mind that one day I could woo her, and fuck, I swear to God, I was like, one of these days I'll be at her concert. I'll start fucking.
You can put something up there in the background. if
Start
you want her,
moving-
maybe
start
something.
moving my
I don't
hips
know, video.
around.
You don't have to.
I'll sing. I'll be like, this was before all Chris Brown and shit. I was like, I'm gonna woo this girl whenever I see her. Like,
he was
it
gonna.
was
pep you
weird
up to
ass
her.
like fanboy shit.
All right, so stop there then. That's his first time. What did you think as a woman the first time you saw Aaliyah? You were a little.
I was like,
I love the Leo. She dressed like I did. I would wear like the boy baggy pants. You know, it has similar like that hip hop. That was like a hip hop style.
She
That's
did
like
set a style. Joe
oh,
did
especially
say that,
when
yeah.
the thong would peek through.
Yeah.
I didn't do all that.
Yeah,
I wasn't
that
all
was
there.
good.
But she had a banging body, so you know.
I did
she
like
could
the,
do that,
the
but-
underwear popping up
Of
like a
course
little
you did.
rainbow.
You were a little 16-year-old little. Well, no, you were probably like a 13-year-old little. You just found your balls then.
Yeah.
My pants were
I'm
standing.
sure you did like it.
Yeah. She.
But I had big boobs, so I didn't need any extra attention
That's
on me.
What else, Joe? About her when she first came? I just want to stay
Just
on
her
when she
music
first came
was
out.
dope though. That's why I was like originally attracted to her. Like there have been a few artists that are like Maya, like she got dope songs that like you can groove to. So like and
Yeah,
and
that's one
she's
thing.
hot.
That's
And
the thing
Joe
about
likes
Alex
to
I wanna
and
talk
Joe
about.
likes to dance.
That's
what
what
I'm
I just
saying,
want to
like,
talk about before
if
we.
you're talented and you could like she may not have been writing them songs, but she was killing those songs.
I just
dude,
want
you know what I mean?
before we go too deep. I just first want to just really talk about what you guys thought when she first came out because I don't really remember.
The first
I just know her
album-
hits. I'm gonna be
yeah,
honest
yeah.
with you guys. I just know her hits.
I think her first album was 1 in a Million. No, right?
I just know her hits.
Oh no,
Like back and forth was like what 19? That was
Back
like
and Forth, I love that
1994.
jam,
I think
yeah.
that was around the time that she came out because
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was like At Your Best, which is like top 10.
Yeah.
So I think that's around the time that she came out, which I was sexy. You know what I'm saying? At that age, like liking boys and
So,
like being into like the time you can buy your own clothes.
Was she an instant hit like Alicia Keys? Was she instant hit?
Yeah, she was instant. Like as
She
soon
didn't.
as
She wasn't like featured on a song and then featured on another song. And then she had her own song.
that I could remember, no. And from what I can always remember, like she was always working with like the Timberland and the Missy.
Yeah.
So she already started on the
Timberland
top.
found her.
Yeah.
And then Timberland found her, and then like well, obviously R. Kelly did too, and then like they just had that connection. Like they made good music back then, dude.
Yeah.
You know, they made a sound that was like dope.
So
It was
Timberland.
unique.
I mean,
Timberland
Timberland
did
and
most of
Missy
it.
Timberland
especially.
was the first time you ever heard Aaliyah was with Timberland.
Pretty sure it was
Yeah.
over his beats. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's genius.
And
He is a genius.
dude.
Put it like this: Timberland is so
She was
good.
like 14. Dude.
Timberland is so good that Magoo had a fucking #1 hit record.
Yep. It was good too. So did
Anybody
Bubba
he
Sparks.
like really put his hands on, like
You know?
he's
Bubba Sparks is Timberland too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was his artist.
He's
me get some
very
of that?
talented.
That was that whole white hypes time where like I'm
Yeah.
a white
but
dog.
they
What
were
was his?
good.
What was Bubba? I know who he is, but what was his big song?
Can't remember. It was something hillbilly shit. It was catchy though.
Oh, I think you know. It was like a big about a girl, right? It's about a girl song, I think.
Probably.
Miss Booty Hose or Big Booty Miss Miss Big
Big
Booty or something.
No, that's
Miss,
no.
no, that's Most Def.
Yeah,
Miss, something like that. He had something about chicks. Let us know in the comment section before we sit here
Don't
and think about it
remember.
for the next 8 minutes.
8 minutes. I'll think about it until I
Aaliyah
know
had
it.
jams though. I'm telling you, dude.
I'm trying to
Still
think.
to
Of
this day, like when we last year when we did
I need
the
some more weed.
I did the
He
music
did
mix.
have a good one because I remember I used to like chill to Bubba
Miss,
Sparks.
damn, it's something
Yeah, I don't remember.
fucking.
When we did the Halloween party last year, when I made the jam mix for the party, I put Aaliyah all over that.
That's true.
Yeah.
I do like Aaliyah. Her songs that I know are really good.
Yeah, they're club jams still to this day. Like if you go
That's
to a
Timberland.
90s party, you're gonna hear them. Yeah, Timberland. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dude.
But I mean,
that
it's
club
her
style
too
in the 90s.
because no one's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
saying, "Oh, the beat for this song." No, they're singing Aaliyah's lyrics.
Yeah, and just
Like,
the way she
The
killed
songs
them.
are
so-
If your
Miss
girl
New
only knew,
Booty,
that's Aaliyah, right?
Country folks
New
and ugly.
Booty.
I found you.
Oh, Ugly
Miss
was the
New
one I was
Booty.
thinking
Okay,
of.
something like
Bring it
that. So
back.
I said Miss Fat Booty, Miss New
to
Booty.
me.
That's good. Bang. Thanks to Tom.
I think the ugly one.
So
was the
perfect
popular one.
example. Timberland made the dope beats for her, but when you talk about her, you don't say, "Oh, the beat for this song was great." You
No,
say,
but
"If your girl only." You sing her rhyme. You sing her
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You don't talk
say,
about the beat.
"If your
For example,
girl
with like
only
like Justin Timberlake, for example, with "Cry Me a River." A lot of people be like, "Yo, that beat is so crazy." They don't really say that with Aaliyah.
But he kills that song though too.
Yeah, no, 100%.
yeah.
But the beat is also
Timberland made me like Justin Timberlake. Straight up.
I bet
You know?
you be glad.
Like I didn't like NSYNC, but when Justin put out that Timberland shit, I was like, "Yo, you can't not like this shit." Because I'm in the club at that time. I'm in my 20s. You know what I mean? And they're playing these songs. I'm rubbing up against these hoes. You know what I
hoes,
mean?
mind your manners.
No,
Well, they're
mind your
club
manners.
hoes. I was a club hoe too.
But
So, ain't no wrong being
Aaliyah
a
was
club
that
hoe.
like so slow sexualization, the love with the sex,
Yeah,
the you know the
slow,
like
slow dance.
I'm keeping it real and I'm like showing you what I want kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like that was kind of like the a version of women's like independence
Yeah,
in
yeah, for
music
sure.
and in R&B. You know
It's
what
cool
I'm
to be
saying?
sexy and shit.
Yeah, it wasn't always just about heartbreak.
Let us know in the
Yeah,
comment section if you liked Aaliyah, that's something you were into. I liked Aaliyah, but I wasn't like these guys. Like
See,
I
I
never bought her
remember,
album. I never did that.
I remember going to school dances and like, you know what I mean? Like, and like when the lead came on, you're like, yes, I get to get close with this girl. You know what I mean?
I get to try to
Yeah,
pretend
yeah,
like
it's
I don't
not
want to
just
touch
like
your
I'm
booty.
not just going out on the dance floor fucking trying to make somebody make a way over there. You know what I mean? Because it was, you know how school dances are. They just like stand on the side. But like that Aaliyah shit came on, I was like, all right, back, forth, then forth. It was like too easy
Bring
not
it
to dance to
back.
it. You know what
All
I mean?
right,
Yeah,
so we're gonna
just-
move on a little further. Not gonna go all the way into Aaliyah, but
Well,
we're gonna move a little further into. All right, now she's been out for a couple years.
She's been
Who's
out for a
fucking with
couple
Aaliyah
years.
in the game, in the
Yeah,
R&B
see,
hip hop
she's making
game?
that Missy hits now.
In the R&B hip hop game, who's fucking with Aaliyah? Who's on Aaliyah's level right now? She's 2 years into the game. She's a sophomore. She's a sophomore in music. She's not a new artist. She's been out. Who's fucking with her? Who are her peers? Missy Elliott, I think, is probably
I think
one.
Whitney was still
Destiny's
out, too.
Child and then Beyonce.
Yeah, I think
at
Whitney
some
was
point.
still out.
At that
too.
point, I don't think so. 2
Well,
years.
no, not like what 2000. I thought you meant like 5 years later, because Beyonce was like out already in 2000.
Well,
Right?
she was definitely with Destiny's Child
So
by
I
then.
feel like that was like.
yeah.
If you're talking about, but like what?
All right, well,
With Aaliyah, I guess
Beyonce-
it was like Brandy.
Beyonce
Monica.
wasn't Beyonce yet. She was still Destiny's Child.
No, but like I guess Brandy, Monica would be
Yeah.
like on that
Yeah,
same Aaliyah
yeah, exactly,
level.
exactly.
Like I was saying, Maya.
What's her name? Maya. I was just gonna say that.
Those are all. They're all out as she's out.
Yeah.
I think
You're
so,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
And those ladies
She
were
started
hot.
doing movies too, though.
But yeah, she started blowing up.
Yeah, yeah.
She did.
She was good in that vampire
She
one.
was in Romeo Must Die
Yep.
with Jet Li,
Yep, that was good.
and she got really good reviews in terms of like
See,
her
oh
acting.
my god, I watched that. I'm like, oh, you instant
What were you
crush,
saying?
dude.
And she always had like she was like the story of like a Selena, where she was like this sweet person, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah, that's
that
one thing I thought about
talked
her.
Everybody
about
loved
her,
her, yeah.
was like she's
Yeah.
like this sweet person, like not that she was innocent, but like she was a sweet person. She was genuine. She really had this like passion for music and what she did, and
Passion
you
fruit?
know. Early on in her career, like let's say at least 5 years in, she was already doing movies. She was already
Well, how long did her career? No, never mind. Don't answer. Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
What's the one where she was the vampire? She's so
That's the
hot.
one she
Queen
is.
of
Queen of the Dam? She was
Queen
so
of the
hot,
Dam,
man.
and
Yeah.
she was the.
People-
I think it was like
people,
Queen Sharika or something. She was the queen of all the vampires. She was a
I
bad.
see that cosplay to this day, and I'm like, boing.
Yeah, she was a
Fuck, man.
very pretty girl. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? She was. At that time, she was going out with. Oh, should we go into that or no?
Well, she's been going on with R. Kelly. We didn't know it at the time, but
No,
she
that
was,
was like when she first.
She's
came
been going
out.
on.
Let's not get into R. Kelly yet. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a whole
Mind your
fucking thing.
manners.
That's all. I'm just trying to set the story here.
Set the story.
All right, so, she's
it was
famous
a cold
instantly.
day.
Boom.
Yeah.
She already has a successful
hits.
producer. She has hit records. Now she's starring in movies. Is she still putting out music while she's doing these movies?
Yes, she is, because the
doing
dam
soundtracks,
of the Queen of the Queen of the Dam, her song from that soundtrack went to the charts.
Yep.
Do you know what the song is?
You know it if you heard it. I can't
Okay.
remember it.
No, hold on.
I know what the Rush Hour one was.
So did she ever have any? Oh, the Rush Hour. Yeah, she was on the Rush Hour.
Back,
Was it
forth, and
We
forth.
Need a
No, not that one. Yeah,
Resolution?
What do you think? Yeah, Chelsea Carter.
Yeah, Kelsey King.
Yeah, wasn't it We Need a Resolution? Maybe?
Yeah, no, that was that
that was
the
2001.
that was one of her last videos. I'm trying to think of the damn one. I know the
I
one.
can't think of it. I really can't think of it, to be honest.
There was the one on the Nutty Professor too soundtrack.
Oh, that's true.
She had mad soundtracks.
Yeah, she. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she was known.
She was
in
big.
the-
She was
in,
big.
in like a almost like one of those
I
like
just had that
common
bad
household
before, so in
names
my
where
head I just
housewives
brought it
knew her
back.
name. Type
It's,
of
it's
thing.
hard to explain. I liked all her songs, but I wasn't searching out her songs. Like I didn't buy her
Yeah, yeah.
singles. I didn't buy her
See, at the
album.
time too, like I was listening
also
to
not a
like
girl.
hardcore rap a lot.
No,
and,
but
like,
it's not for girls. Like it is for girls, but it's
for
also
girls,
for
it's
men.
R&B
Yeah,
hip
She
hop.
she was a, she
I was just
appealed
about to
to
say
men.
Of course
I
she
was-
did,
see,
because
I
she
was
was
just about to
hot.
say that like my crew, you weren't supposed to like be bumping R&B.
No.
That was the
Hold on.
shit that like, you know what I mean? Like we used to bump hardcore hip hop.
Say that again.
So you know what I mean? So we
got
would
you.
like, if you got an Aaliyah CD, you got an Aaliyah CD in your collection, bro. What's wrong? They call you soft and shit. You had to switch that cassette out with a different tape.
Say
you
that
know?
thing.
I said she was hot. She was talented, but she was hot.
Yes,
Yeah.
she was hot, 100%. But Joe made the perfect argument. Okay. Jessica Simpson was hot. I didn't have her CD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But she made
so
dope
Aaliyah
hip-hop
had
beats.
She
music
had
that
an
men.
appeal. She had
Exactly.
an appeal.
Aaliyah had music that men could enjoy.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
and bump, not even just like, oh, I miss my girl and play this song right
Well,
here.
like I'm
no, it was
saying,
like it had a beat that knocked, and it was like it was
Yeah.
a rap song, but this girl's singing and she's hot and she's my age.
Well, like I was saying, it was part. You could buy the soundtrack, and there was hip hop songs in the soundtrack, and then there's an Aaliyah joint on there, and
like,
it fit
hold on.
perfect.
But
You know
this
what I
is
mean?
when people made songs exclusively for soundtracks.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
could
yeah.
only
Sure.
get it on the
Yeah,
soundtrack.
yeah, yeah.
They made it
And,
for the movie.
like the internet didn't exist, so it's
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
couldn't just go get Aaliyah's single. You had to buy the
yeah.
fucking Bulworth soundtrack
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck.
Or wait
You
for
know
it to
what I'm
come
saying?
It
on
wasn't
MTV.
Yeah, you know, but for real,
Yeah.
you know, skip it boo.
Yeah, that shit was crazy though, man.
All right, so now you
She
know.
definitely did her thing though.
All right. So now, does she have any any drama. This is before TMZ, before the
drama
internet.
was the R. Kelly shit.
But was it drama then?
Yeah.
She had drama with the R. Kelly thing.
All right, so
because
He was a lot
Look
older.
up how old they were when they
I
were dating.
believe she was 15.
I think she was 14.
Let's see.
She was 14.
He was probably peeing on her. That makes me so mad.
Oh God, mind your manners.
Well, man, come on, you know the guy.
Yeah, but hopefully
Come on,
it
man.
wasn't the pee. Like you went straight
You
to
know
the
he
peeing.
was, man.
There's so many other things. He
That
went
was
straight to the
definitely a piss
peeing.
joke.
Mind your
He
manners.
has been peeing on girls his whole life, dude. Remember the Chappelle skit? You know that's true. His grandmother was there, watching him pee on people.
What?
Are you serious?
The Chappelle skit, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I think this is one of the. I remember R. Kelly.
It says she was 15 and he was 27 when they got married. So
See,
that
that's
doesn't mean that they
crazy,
weren't
dude.
whatever before. But
Yeah,
like,
when they got
That's
married.
too
you see
much,
this
dude.
picture of her and him. She looks like basically she could be his daughter.
Okay,
Like,
see-
and she could technically.
12 the 12 year
25,
difference?
37,
27,
different
20.
story.
Yeah.
If she was 25, he was 37, I'm cool with that. That's fine in my book. 15, you're just too young, dude. You know what I mean? I don't care what your experience is. You still live
So
your,
how old is
live
she in
your
this
life,
picture? When
dude.
I'm showing right here, I'm sharing this picture, babe. How old is she right here?
Probably like 17.
No, I think she's older in that picture. Actually, I
Oh.
think that was a little bit older. I'm
I
gonna
hope
say
so.
she's
That's
like
on my
at least
bathroom wall.
20.
Oh my God, mind your manners. All right.
Well, she's dead. She can't be upset.
Okay, so
Like there, you could tell in her face that she looks like a woman, especially because you guys didn't see the other picture I saw when she was
all
like
right.
15.
All right. So
legit.
when this picture is I mean, I'm sorry. When she's with R. Kelly, when it's public knowledge that her and R. Kelly, do people care then? Is it a big deal?
Oh yeah, it was like it was a big deal. It was on the news. I remember it was on the
Not
news.
that it's a famous story. Are people outraged?
People
People
were
were mad,
outraged,
yeah.
and that's why they ended up getting a divorce
Yeah,
because people
Kurt
got
Loder
outraged.
was
I
pissed,
feel like
dude.
that saved her. Like the people's outrage, kind of saved her a bit because like she wasn't dating R. Kelly anymore. Eventually, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what he said.
Joe
I don't
said-
even know
say-
if I want to know
say
what
again,
he
Joe?
said.
Oh, it's like Kurt Loder. Kurt Loder was pissed.
He was pissed. Kurt Loder.
Mind your manners.
To throw that
Oh,
for you.
Endo Joe and the names.
So okay.
I smoke a lot of weed, but there's a lot
So
of
I
memory
mean, there
up
was
there.
enough outrage where she stopped dating him.
So say it again. He was
Like,
27 and she was
You know what?
15.
Yeah, when they got married.
I could tell you
They
exactly.
got married.
Yeah.
See, I can exactly.
So
they
that
got
could have been a
married.
26-14 thing.
No, they got married, and that's when he brought up the pee-pee thing, and she was like, "Okay, I love you," and then he was like, "I can't bang you unless I'm peeing on you," and she was like,
I think
done
what
with
happened
this.
was
I'm done with this piss shit, dude."
I don't know what happened, but I'm glad she got out of it.
He peed on her in his sleep, right?
That's what it was.
Well, not in his sleep, in the
Mind your
bed.
manners.
And he aimed it, so
You
he
know
didn't get
what?
wet.
Yeah.
I ain't going dirty Aaliyah's name
You're gonna
like
piss
that.
on your homie
I'ma
at a
mind
cake
my
party? That's
manners.
one thing.
Mind him, babe.
I like her too much.
No, she's
Yeah.
good,
And
but
I
I'm just
respect
saying.
her. And you know what? She was 15, so no matter what, like
Yeah,
I
that's
would
why it
never
was
even
bullshit.
blame her on
15 is
anything.
like-
Because think about it, you're in your music career, this music
Hold
mogul
on.
guy. Like
Hold on a
God knows
second.
what the hell he was selling.
What
her.
were you guys doing when you were 15 in the comment section? Let us know when you were 15. Be real. You
I
don't have
wonder
to
if
be,
he told
you don't
her.
have to be. You don't have to be crazy. Just let us know what you were doing in the comment section when you were 15 years old. And I bet you we
You
can't
know
get
what I was
one.
doing.
I bet you we can't get one person to say, "Oh, I was marrying a superstar."
Yeah, and I don't like. For all we know, he could have been like, "Here, sign this."
Unless
This
you
is-
were Lisa
say
Marie
it,
This
Presley.
is
Be
a
lying.
contract for Coca-Cola.
Unless you
like,
were Lisa
know?
Marie Presley, you could say that.
Yeah,
But
I
I don't think you're
know.
watching. You might be watching. Skip. I think you did though. Skip.
Yeah, I don't think that was something that she wanted to do.
And if you're not-
how about that?
Sorry.
Shout out for watching.
Mind your manners.
All right. So okay, cool. Now let's talk about the sad shit. Because are we there? Did anything else happen? Because you
Well,
guys
that's
know
what
more
she
than
was. She was peaking, dude. She was just.
She was
just-
getting older.
was
Like
she
the
just
R. Kelly
put-
thing
yeah,
happened
yeah.
when she was 15, all right?
Okay.
So
Starting
like
to get
now
more
she's getting
mature now.
older. She's
Yeah.
like, what, it's like 6 years later. She's probably like 21, 22. I'm
Yeah,
not really sure
I
how
think she was like
how old
22.
she was.
Okay, before we stop, boom. I have my notes, and we didn't name it. We didn't do a couple of things.
Okay,
All
go
right.
ahead.
So Aaliyah, she's out there being unfortunately child married to an adult.
Oh.
Okay, she's
Facts.
child married to an adult, and she's rumored to have been wooed by Jay-Z also at this time. So he,
No, later in life.
later when
No,
she
that's
when
not
she was dating
15.
Dame Dash. I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys
so
remember
she
that.
was-
Her boyfriend, her public boyfriend, like it was public knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Was Dame Dash, her Rockefeller Records.
Should have been Indo
That was
Joe.
public at the time.
Yeah. So what happened was, Aaliyah was chilling with Jay-Z and Damon Dash at their beach house because you know they're like really good friends. So they were chilling, obviously, because they work together and they have contracts.
Who work together? I was making an off-color joke.
Exactly, that's what you didn't mind your manners, and that's why you didn't know.
If you rewind it and turn it up, you'd be like, "Oh
Jay-Z
my god, what is wrong with this
and Damon Dash were renting a house in the Hamptons, and Aaliyah was hanging out with them. This is the story. And apparently everybody was out after Aaliyah, of course.
Hold on, sorry. I stopped it again.
Are you still not paying attention?
No, I'm not. But okay, you're talking about when they're there shooting a video.
No, I'm talking like right before this.
Okay, boom. Never mind. She's on it. Boom. Because I was confused with what you were saying. I was like, wait a second.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Okay, marijuana affects the brain.
Marijuana affects the brain and alcohol and dab shots.
I know the people out there are paying attention, and I apologize. I have to say this for a third time. So let's start the story again. Right when she was going to go out with Damon Dash, right? Before she decided to go out with Damon Dash, she was single.
Damon.
She hangs out.
Dame Dash.
Dame Dash. I don't know why I said that.
It's okay.
Anyway.
His sister's hot.
Matt Damon Dash.
Matt Damon.
Hey, bro, your sister's
Dame
hot.
Dash.
Oh, yeah.
Can you let me get through the freaking story, mind your manners?
Go ahead. Sorry, man. You're on it. Skip-a-doo.
I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am.
Yo, she was dating Dame
No,
Dash.
she was single, and they were probably like, "Yo, why don't you come out to the house in the Hamptons?" Because they're both trying to get their foot in the door. This is what I'm imagining, all right?
Jay-Z and Dame Dash.
Because right now, Aaliyah's a grown ass woman.
She's grown up.
She's hot. She's doing her thing in music.
She's
doing her things in films. She's about to like blow up in the TV or something. Like she's hot. Everybody wants to be.
She's hot. She got the panties pulled up over the waistline.
Exactly. She's popping. So I guess they invite her over, and they're trying to see like who she feeling. So apparently, Jay-Z was trying to get with it, but Dame says I was trying to get with it too. Like, but
he's
you know
like,
what?
I'll cut you off.
Ultimately, it was her choice, and she picked him.
She's like, I'm gonna go with the guy who's not so ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said,
she was like, this guy's.
And then she said, fuck.
I don't know.
Well,
I
she
like him.
probably looked at both of them and said, do I want my kid to look like Jay-Z?
Mind your manners. Mind your manners.
I don't know if y'all seen Blue Ivy, but
mind your manners.
Mind your manners.
That is a female Jay-Z.
Mind your manners. Children are beautiful.
All children are beautiful.
Oh, I'm telling you.
So anyway, fast forward.
You like Jay-Z's look.
Her and Dame Dash been together for a minute.
Oh shit.
She goes to film this video. Her album's out like a week. Her self-titled album, which is her third album. Exactly, it just dropped. So they're gonna shoot this video in the Bahamas. Was it the Bahamas?
One of them.
Yes, something like that. Something where the water looks nice and the palm trees and the sand. One of those places.
And they were gonna, exactly.
Light it up.
And
I think
she told
Hype Williams did the video. I think.
Yeah, Hype Williams did the video, and she told Dame
like,
I don't like the way this plane looks because it was one of these small planes, and I'm with you. Like I flying like okay, you're in a machine, it's in the air, like that doesn't sound weird to anybody. It does to me. But then you're in a little ass plane.
So you're in a little ass plane. Sorry to cut you off, babe, but we can keep. Well, I'm not gonna go away from the little ass plane, so it doesn't matter.
No worries.
You're in a little ass plane and you're a celebrity. And if I was in a little ass plane like that and I was a celebrity, I'd be like, oh, the Big Bopper, Richie Valens, fuck. I seen La Bamba. I'm not getting on that plane. I'm never going to get on a plane like that ever.
Every time I've been on a little plane, it was a scary flight.
I'll hike through the jungle before I get on one of those. You know what I'm saying? For those people planes.
I'm just saying, I don't like little planes. Fact.
There's a flight from San Francisco to Humboldt, but it's a small ass plane.
Yeah.
We never do it. We always take the drive.
I did it once, but this plane that I was on, it was I think that could at least fit 60 people on it.
No, this is a little plane. I think it was like 12. It was 12 people, I think.
Yeah.
So she calls him and she's like, "I'm not really feeling this plane, like getting on this plane." And he was like, "Well, then don't get it on. Don't get on."
Do you think that really happened? He seems like a bullshit artist to me.
I don't know. I think that sometimes things tell you things, and maybe that was like her intuition, her gut, the beginning of the gut story, because nothing happened on the way.
Like to get on those
maybe
guys.
I don't know, but like her spidey senses went on, and he was telling her, "Listen, if you feel like don't get on, because she was afraid of flying anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And there was like a storm coming in.
No, well, this is before they leave. This is just going there, like, and then when they got there.
They got that. They were there for 4 days.
They were supposed to be there for 4 days, but they were only there for 3 days because, Hype Williams says, like the weather was perfect, everything was flowing. Like they basically got it done in 3 days.
And Aaliyah wanted what really happened was Aaliyah wanted to leave and go back to her family and her. No. Yeah, that's what they said.
No, they said they got it done in 3 days, and she wanted to
Google
head back.
Right
she didn't
now,
want to
on the
stay
MySpace.
No, this is what they said.
Google.
The plane that they came on.
Do your Googles.
I'm gonna tell you my Googles right now because I researched it. Okay, so hush your mouth and listen because you be having a problem today with listening. Apparently, mind your manners. Okay. So what happened was since they got done early, the 12-person plane or whatever to go back was not available. It was going to be available the next day, and she didn't want to wait because she wanted to go back to her man and her family. So the other plane that they got was a smaller plane. So whatever her spicy senses were telling her before, I can only imagine what they were telling her. Her spidey senses were telling her before. I can only imagine now being on a smaller plane.
All right, so if you're that worried about your spidey senses are all up, and you're that worried about it, and you're calling Dame Dash on a phone call that really totally happened in real life. No, but that was
the first flight.
It totally happened in real life.
Yeah.
Why are you jamming fucking mad fucking clothes in the fucking thing?
Well, I don't know what happened. They said that they were overweight
in
by hundreds of pounds.
It was before like in ship stuff, Chief.
No, but maybe they didn't tell her.
Mind your manners. That's going on the clip channel.
Maybe they didn't tell her that they were over the weight.
No, they told her.
Yeah.
They 100% told you. And it's like, all right, cool. You're that worried that you're calling Dame Dash on this real phone call that really actually totally happened in real life, and then you're still gonna jam fucking.
No, but I think he said that that when she called him, that wasn't on the way home. That was on the way there.
Gotta get to these chats. What's going on in the chat?
That's when she first called.
But
let's see. I don't know.
Yeah, we're still on Aaliyah.
Let's see. Right now.
Well, dude, I remember like Kurt Loder coming in and saying, "Fucking Aaliyah's dead. She died in a plane accident."
Was he pissed?
No, he wasn't pretty. He was more.
No, I'm saying that's what you said earlier.
He was more upset about the R. Kelly shit. He was.
Yeah.
DJ Big Red says, "Feel you, Joe. The woods are deep and humble, plus a small plane."
Yeah.
That shit's no joke.
Shout out to DJ Big Red.
Dude. And like, if you go down in those woods, no one's.
Damn, DJ Big Red, you got Zoom. You should just zoom in and hang out behind us in the background because you always hanging out here, man.
Facts. What up? But also, like, you could get eaten by animals too out there.
Yeah,
like,
all
it's
I can think
a
of
real
is
woods.
DB Cooper out in the Oregon redwoods.
What is it?
The DB Cooper out in the Oregon redwoods. They never found him.
DB Cooper, I don't know what that is.
You know the FBI guy that he jacked the plane. He got on a plane and gave him took the plane hostage.
Huh. I don't know this story. I don't know the story.
He landed the plane. You don't know DB Cooper? Jeez.
No, honestly, I don't. Yeah.
Keep telling the story. So what happened? So they landed the plane.
He landed the plane and then held it hostage. Said, "I want this X amount of money, or I'm killing all these people." The FBI gave him the money. He took the plane back off, and then he took the money and parachuted out of the over the redwoods over in Oregon. And they never found his body. Never found him. It's this.
Is there a movie about this?
It's brought up in a lot of movies. You ever seen?
It's about to be. Mind your manners.
No, you ever seen? What is it? The paddle up.
Paddle up the creek.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about with Seth Green, Dax Shepard. There, they go to find DB Cooper's treasure.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's like this big folklore. Like he died out in the woods somewhere.
That's the movie. They meet girls and they have like hairy legs or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
they make girls in the wintertime.
That's why I would never want to take. That's why I never wanted to take the plane though over the redwoods and to Humboldt because I'm like I don't want that shit crashing and being like a folklore like hey you remember those people that.
I got a big old joint right
I'd rather take that drive's awesome too.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. That drive's awesome.
Sorry to just go off on random.
Yeah, we went off,
paths,
but it doesn't matter.
If you ever have a chance,
if you
ever have a chance in your life to drive the Redwood coast, Northern California, from San Francisco to let's just say San Francisco to Oregon, just do that shit. Make that shit happen.
It's so
DJ Big Red says I do.
I do what? Oh, he says he has Zoom.
I don't know. I think he says he has Zoom or he has.
It's like, it's definitely a back and forth like drive trip.
No,
LML. So that you can see everything.
I don't. I would.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, DJ Big Red.
That trip, so you can see everything. But you're not really missing everything because every corner you're like, oh my god, it's the best thing I've ever seen.
What about
and then you turn the corner and you go, oh my god, it's the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
you know
it's one of those nature jaw droppers. Basically, like how he says every turn, you're like,
you want to take a picture.
You feel so small and so big at the same time.
That's the problem. You're like, you want to every turn, every bend on the road, you look, you're like, wow, I'm gonna get out and take a picture.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna get out and take a picture.
Yeah.
And then you get back in the car after 10 minutes taking fucking photos, and then you take the next turn. You're
Especially
like, whoa.
the first time we went.
It's gonna be one of those vacations where all the pictures kind of look similar, but they're all different.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So many pictures.
The second time we went, we filmed for Sea of Green. But the first time we went, you, me, and LA Fresh, it took
Sea of Green.
It took us
Check
so
it out
long
on this
because
channel.
all you wanted to do was take pictures. We stopped at everything. Take pictures. Take pictures.
Me?
Yeah. That first
Really?
trip, yeah. Because
I didn't have a good camera.
No,
then.
you had the flip, and you wanted to get all the B-roll that you could get of everything.
If you've ever seen a Sea of Green by it's a shirt I'm wearing right here.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. It's on this channel. It's a free movie. It's a cannabis crime drama. Can you grab that DVD up there, Joe? It's right above your head next to Conan.
As
Or
he
over here,
dabs,
yeah.
that's
It's free on
Mind your
YouTube.
manners.
A Sea of Green. The only thing I have it right here it's on DVD. I probably wouldn't sell you one because I only have like 100 left and I just want them. I'm so petty.
He wants to
But,
keep them all. Maybe
You
we'll
can
give
see
one away.
you can see the whole movie on YouTube, minus the tits, the nipples. They're just blurred out. You can still see the scene. The nips are just a little blurred out, little blurred nips. And
Mind
then
your manners.
there's a couple. There's only one little frame change that I didn't like. And then what's better, in my opinion, to watch the YouTube than watch it on DVD is on
New
YouTube.
cameo.
On YouTube, it's in HD, and a
There's a
DVD.
new cameo
Yeah,
too.
DVDs are in HD. So we're all in
There's
it.
a new cameo.
We're all in it. You should see it. It's free. I mean, if you've probably seen it, make sure you hit like on this video. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, because tonight we went live surprise. We didn't tell nobody.
When,
Live surprise.
when
I
she
like
was
that. We should
talking
call
about
it that.
Going up to Humboldt, feeling small. When we hit the Avenue of the Giants, we turned this corner, started going down the street, and you could see them, but you couldn't see them. And then all of a sudden, it felt like we went into a tunnel because like the sunlight dropped. Our headlights turned on.
That was noon.
You know what I mean? Like our headlights turned on. The sun was on.
Yeah, noon.
It was so dark in there.
Noon
that,
on
like,
a cloudless day, and
we were
headlights turned
filming.
on.
We were filming for Sea of
Yeah.
Green in there, and we had to have lights, and because it was so, the trees just covered the light so much. It was like, you felt so small being next to those. They were. It's really.
If
it's
never,
really giants.
If
dude,
you've never
you know?
experienced it or have the opportunity to ever experience, don't be like me and pass on it your first opportunity.
No, you gotta
do
go,
it.
dude.
Be like,
before they take it down or do something.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's just
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like it really must feel like
she's seen it. She's like, I want to get married here. That's
So-
it. Like I
something
was
like
okay,
yeah, like the Grand
pressure.
Canyon.
Dude,
Whoa.
and
Oh stop!
right.
Well,
Being
not,
a-
I didn't want to get
being
specifically
a
get
Star
married
Wars
there.
fan like
but-
me,
Yes, in that area, it's beautiful.
that's the Forest Moon of Endor.
Yeah.
You know, that's where they filmed the Forest Moon of Endor. They filmed Jurassic Park,
The
Lost
Force
World
is
there.
strong with this
You know what I
one.
mean? Like that's just like they filmed the first Jurassic Park there too. It was more up north, but they filmed Lost World more
Yeah.
parts in Humboldt.
Outbreak.
They filmed a lot of movies there.
Yep,
See,
America
the-
has some
the new
beautiful
landscape.
But we're talking about Aaliyah. We just
no,
go
we
on.
finished it.
That's
Yeah.
okay. I
No,
mean,
we didn't
We
finish
talked
it.
about her dad. I talked about Carlota crying about her.
Let's get into her death a little bit because I have some notes on her and I just want to know
Yeah.
a couple things because you guys know more than me about Aaliyah and
I don't know if we know more than you.
I'm
but-
from a
Let's
place
start
where
talking
I
about-
want
I'm
to.
all about
All right.
Humboldt right now. I wanna
So
go.
I don't know if there is a rumor, but there has to be a rumor. I'm not supporting this rumor, but there had to have been a conspiracy rumor about her death. No, because she had just finished a documentary. Was there any conspiracy
I
surrounding her
honestly
death?
never
was.
heard anything.
Like she wasn't really dead or anything?
No, not at all.
That's one of the ones I've never heard people going, "Oh, she's on an island with Tupac."
Exactly. Like
You
it
know
was
what I
just a
mean?
sad
Yeah.
death. Like the plane took
I
off.
think they found the remains.
Then it started falling. Then it's picked
Correct.
back up and like fell in like the I don't want to say a marsh, but like something like that. And it was just a sad story. You know, she
All
was
right.
one of those where she was very talented. She was on the up.
So since
And she died young.
since she died, you know, young, whatever, before social media, before all that shit,
I had
what do
instant
you think
messenger.
about? What do you think about
I had instant
those
messenger.
those other 8 people? Like they'll be forgotten forever because no one know there was no fucking Instagram hashtag for them.
No, but I think at that point people were trying to make a conscious effort of not just saying Aaliyah and whatever.
I never heard nothing about.
But
any
at
of
the
those other
same
people,
time,
ever.
you never know if
Nothing.
those families were told the press, please don't release our family members' names because we don't want the chaos
be
of
it.
like the fans now
They don't want the media.
mourning them too, in a sense of like we want to mourn in private. Like you never know what people ask.
I think if they weren't famous enough, no one gave a fuck.
See, if the pilot was good though, here's my
think so.
question: if the pilot was good, why the fuck did he take the plane up? If he knew it was overweight, you know what I mean? I know.
You know what it could
You know
be?
they probably were squawking at him like, "You'll lose
This is
your
what it-
job. You'll
Maybe-
lose your job."
exactly.
But you know what? If you're a good pilot, you go, "You know what? I'll lose
I
my
have a
job.
theory,
You'll
too.
be alive."
It's also a cocky thing
You know
where
what
it's
I
like
mean?
it's also a cocky thing where it's like you can't take that turn at 70. You
Yeah.
can't do that. You can't you can't take that corner that fast. You can't do
Exactly,
it.
dude.
And people will be like, "Oh yeah."
Or maybe it was
You know
more
what
like
the-
they
People-
didn't.
and a lot of people are stupid.
if
Watch
you're-
episode 4
Yeah,
because
Stupid
we
people.
talked about that's about dumb people,
If-
and a lot of people are just dumb motherfuckers, and they'd be like, "Well, that's just the guidelines. We're good.
Here's the thing.
Maybe the
about
pilot
if-
said that, or maybe he just told the manager.
Here's the thing: if she was saying like,
tell her.
you know, you'll lose your job or whatever, it's like, bitch, I'm the pilot, dude. Okay, if I say when we
are.
go, you know what I mean? I say if it's too much of a storm, we're waiting, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. I'm flying. You fly yourself then. Here's the keys.
Never know
You know
how
what I mean?
diva-ish she was.
Well, we don't know, but like I said,
Yeah,
it
you
could
don't
be
know
like
the
they
full
told the
story. They all
manager or
died.
the person that she was with, and they didn't necessarily tell her.
But the
Maybe
pilot
they were like
should've
this
known.
to the pilot. They were like, "Well, do you think like is
You
it
know
like
they had
really
yes
that big of
men
a
all
deal?"
around them, dude.
You know, and the pilot was like, "Well, I've done it before." Like
Yeah.
in his mind, "Oh, I've done it a couple of times. It's been fine in the past."
In
And
hindsight,
then-
it's 2020, you
Yeah.
know. But you know, people probably take off all the time with overweight, and,
Probably.
you know, like like I'm saying, hindsight is 2020. Like,
Well,
yeah,
take
we
Kevin
should have
Smith
did it,
off.
but they probably do it all the time. And he was probably like, "Okay, Aaliyah, stop screaming at me. I do it all the time. Let's go, get in."
Yeah.
Like and just splash.
Yeah. Or he could have been a dickhead and been like, "I'll fly through this shit. Let's go right now.
Yeah.
I got that shit."
Yeah, like
Bitch,
I don't
I'll
remember
take a
what
turn
happened
at
with
70,
the weather. I don't
you
know
know?
if the weather was
You gotta
a
check
deciding
that
factor.
shit. You
I
gotta
don't
check
know,
that
but
shit.
whatever it was unfortunate.
But yeah, I remember her
Sometimes
dying.
you could do everything right, and something like that will still happen.
I remember her dying. I remember it being a big deal because Aaliyah's not one of those people who I say, like I said last week about Tupac, like gained stardom, like more fans in his death than his life. People really liked Aaliyah. Like I remember all the girls liked Aaliyah. All the guys had crush on her or that style, like Joe was saying, like the panties pulled up, the baggy jeans, the
Yeah.
fucking like you know, it really did affect people. Like, and I was at the age where people were young enough to cry about it, and they were like crying, oh my god, crying
Yeah.
over Aaliyah and this and that. But it was sad to me. I was just like, oh, that sucks. It didn't affect me either
maybe
way.
because like I was also like roughly the same age, so
She's
it was like it was sad because like wow, she was like young, like she didn't get to live her life.
So it was almost 20 years ago. So she was just over 20, a little over 20 years old then.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's terrible.
I always thought I had a chance my whole life too.
You know what's sad? You know what?
Sweet Joe.
You know what's funny? Here, check this out. How funny this is. Ready? Check this out. Aaliyah was big in the early 90s, mid 90s. Okay. Who is to say she would have remained a #1 star? Who's to say she wouldn't have fell off or not fallen off, but
stopped doing
became a
music.
B-list star,
Yeah.
and or a A-list star, B-list star, C-list star, whoever it is. And who's to say I wouldn't have directed a video for her
Yeah.
if she wasn't an A-list?
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
And she'd been like, "Man, who's
Joe
that?
could have had a chance with
Who's
her.
that guy sitting in the corner with his pants sticking up?" I'm like, "I can't help myself."
Who's
I'm
that
go-
guy?
Mind your manners.
No, she was like, "Who's
Where's
that
the
guy?"
bathroom?
She was like, "Who's that guy sitting in the corner who only puts his glasses on to roll weed
Mind your manners.
I do it to read, too.
and to read and to look at the tablet?"
Usually to read.
So here's something I wanted to announce. I'm surprised we forgot to announce this.
Are we done with Aaliyah?
No, I don't know.
I'm done.
You got any more notes? Let me just
I
check
think
my
that
notes
was
before we
it.
move on with Aaliyah.
And then your announcement?
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, one more question about Aaliyah. Bam, bam,
One
bam,
more
bam, bam.
question.
Here's my last question about Aaliyah. I saved this for last. Who filled Aaliyah's void? Who came in and filled her spot?
I can't even remember, dude.
Bionichi.
Bionichi?
I guess.
I'm going with Bionichi.
What year did Aaliyah die? 2002?
2002, I believe.
And what year did Bionichi come out?
2003. She was already out with Destiny's Child, and then she went solo.
2001.
So
2001.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess it was Bionichi. Who else was out? Christina Aguilera. When did she come out?
Yeah, around the same time.
Yeah, but so did Britney
was
Spears.
that kind
No,
of-
she
and
came
all
up
that.
before them. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
with the Britney Spears, but she was starting to be big around then.
Who was the girl that sang with the song with ODB? When did she come?
That was
out?
Maya.
That was Maya.
Yeah, she's around that time. They were all big.
So
Like Mariah Carey was still big around then. Too.
So she left an opening, and a lot of people jumped in, but no one could really fill it to her capacity, where she was the only one doing it.
For me, no.
Yeah.
Just in general, because who else was doing Aaliyah shit? I mean, Mary J, I guess.
Yeah, no, there was a bunch of people. A lot of people.
But
bit her style.
Mary J's the queen of hip hop. Aaliyah's the princess. That's how it is.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like it.
Yeah, Mary J's the queen, though. You can't front.
So Mary J and Aaliyah were, are in the same class. Like they could do a versus battle.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would have been awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mary J has a lot more because her career was longer.
yeah,
That would be dope.
Mary J got some dope.
Someone put that out there.
Mary J got obviously dope songs, but she has some songs that are dope rap beats.
Yeah.
Let's do a shot.
You're all that I need. I'll be there for you. Keep it real with me. I'll keep it real with you.
So, babe, did you see that shit with Kevin Hart?
Hart.
I saw it.
Why don't you let him know about it while I do this shot and this dab?
No, because I'm gonna mess up that dude's name, and
This just came out today.
I don't want to be embarrassed because I'm gonna mess up that dude's
What, that
name.
meme where they switch him with
Usain Bolt is his name.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy. Just remember Usain Bolt. If you guys didn't see this came out last night.
So it came out.
Remember today? I forget when it came out.
I don't want to say the news channel, but it was
NBC.com.
Okay, he shouted it out.
NBC. What was the announcement? Is this the
So
announcement?
they're announcing that
You'll love this.
Usain Bolt has the coronavirus and is now self quarantined.
Who does? He does?
And
Usain Bolt.
And what happened was they populated a picture of Kevin Hart, not Usain Bolt. Now, obviously, the first instant is for everybody to be like, black people don't all look alike, blah, 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 blah.
I called it, though. I was right. But go ahead. Keep going.
But there's also a counterpoint out there saying that there's a lot of people saying that, hey, we tried to put this out, and there's like basically an algorithm glitch where the picture you put is not actually the picture that populates on, because I believe it was on Facebook, right? It was like on Facebook but through the news channel.
Blame it on an algorithm.
Right.
So I don't know which one to believe.
I believe them. I don't want to side with them, but I believe them. Because my friend shared this link super early. It was the link had been posted like 11 minutes ago or whatever. And he shared it. And I clicked on it. I said, oh my God, I have to click on this. And I clicked on it and I read the article. I didn't read it. Let me be honest. I can't read. So I'm scrolling through the article.
Mind your manners.
And there's no pictures on the article. So I comment on my friend's thing just to troll everybody in the comments who are calling these people racist. I say, I just read the article and there's no picture of Usain Bolt. This is probably a generic thumbnail that is loaded because they didn't load a photo for this article. And whatever their last article was, or maybe next article is going to be, is their thumbnail because, obviously I don't think that's possible. If you work for a news channel and you don't know who Kevin Hart is,
you don't think it was someone's mistake.
But I just
think it was like a glitch in the Matrix.
You know who that is?
Yeah, that's who it was supposed to be.
And it was okay. So the headline read this, in case you guys are lost: Usain Bolt sick from coronavirus, and the photo is Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the picture didn't match the title. So that's what they're
we're
saying.
done with Aaliyah. Rest in peace to Aaliyah.
R.I.P.
That was the announcement, you know?
No, I didn't do my announcement yet. She has fans. She's one of the few people. I mean, obviously, if you're famous, you have fans. Like, I don't think Tupac didn't have fans. Like, that's not like that's not
crazy when you
that's
say,
not what he's saying.
Like he had 2 gold albums, and then he had two platinum albums.
He had fans,
and then he died.
But he has people who like him because
absolutely.
of his
I'll give
the
you that.
lore of his death.
I'll give you that. He got a bigger and a wider fan base after.
Why does a 20-year-old kid in 2020 like Tupac, but he's the only fucking rapper from the 90s or 20 years ago?
I 100% agree with you. There's like a 25-year-old that's Tupac's favorite rapper.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, man.
You're supposed to like
go listen to Lil Yachty.
Lil Queef there. What's his name?
Lil Queef.
Yeah.
DJ Big Red saying that he had it at the same time Tom Hanks had it.
Who had it?
Well, don't zoom with us then. I don't want to catch
Who?
that corona.
I forgot who was talking about. So drunk.
You saying
so high. I mean,
what's his name? You saying
he said Big Red had the corona at the same time.
What was Quarantine Cody
DJ Big Red said.
Quarantine Cody in the spot?
Oh, maybe that. No, like he typed out he had it the same time.
I see a
No,
Quarantine Cody in
not
the
the
spot, man.
quarantine. Not that DJ Wright said that DJ Red had
Quarantine Cody in the spot. If you have Zoom, call
Can
in the
anyone
show.
else follow this?
Hang out in the
I know
background.
DJ Big Red knows what I'm talking about.
Excuse me, sorry.
I've been drinking too much.
Why? Okay. All right. So, are we done with Aaliyah? Rest in peace to her.
DJ Big Red said that Lauryn Hill is the queen of hip hop.
Ooh, that was a good one
No,
too.
I can't give it to him.
See, she would have been.
She only got a few songs, man.
See, she got.
Oh, he
like,
says that Kevin Hart had it the same time Tom Hanks had it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for clarifying.
Lauryn Hill, I can't hate on Lauryn Hill, but she only
That
had a few
first
songs.
album was like, well, she did her thing with the Fugees and everybody loved her.
I love that
and,
you
like,
brought that up.
And then she
Now
dropped
we can
that
talk.
first
Oh, I
album,
thought it was
and
the
it was
Fudgies.
dope. That first album was dope. You can't front. Like, it definitely went platinum. It definitely hit. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
She
absolutely.
had two number 1 singles off that album,
Absolutely.
right? And
Which
then-
album? Sorry, her solo album or the
Yeah,
Fugees
yeah,
album?
the solo album.
Not the score. Okay.
No, I'm
The
not.
solo
She
album,
had
which
this
is
after
the
the
one that was the
Fugees.
biggest.
So she had all this, and then
The
she started doing that.
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I think
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
called.
and then she started doing a lot of acting, which she was really
Acting?
Yeah,
She was
she was
good.
really good at
What
acting.
was she in?
Good. She was in
Sister
Act
Act.
2.
She was in something else. too.
Yeah, she was
Oh.
good.
And then she dropped that one thing about the white people, and then people just like instantly
Didn't
started
react
hating
well.
her.
She
It was
don't like
before.
crackers.
It was before like all the internet where you could just like
Because she might not even have said it. Who
yeah,
knows?
exactly. She might not even have said it.
I think she
Like,
said it.
and she just took it was like, all right, fuck it. I got my money, and she started having a family.
If there was an
She had like
answer,
9 kids or something.
if
like
there
that.
was an answer to get into heaven, and the correct answer to his
Yeah.
question, did Lauryn Hill say that shit? I'd be like, yeah, she said that shit.
Well,
And they'd be like, welcome to heaven. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. Boom. Bam, 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 bam.
yeah, but
Imagine they were like, you're like, man, oh, fuck.
But I will say that she
Yeah, she probably
is
said
very
it.
she was very talented.
Yeah, yeah.
Who knows
yeah.
if she
she
still
still
is?
is.
Who knows?
I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
It's
she
not
did that
like
block
it'll
party with
disappear.
remember she did the block
might
party
not
with
be
Dave
something
Chappelle?
Yeah,
that's
she
like
got cheers because she's
mainstream.
Lauryn Hill. Though.
Yeah, yeah, but she still killed it.
Well, I'm
She
just
could
saying.
have came out and said bam 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 bam. People would be like, oh my god,
I would've.
oh my god. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Just
you know,
because
and
she's not
even-
mainstream doesn't mean she's not
But
talented
that's
anymore.
respect to her because of how big she was. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? That she could just come out and do what Joe did, and people would be like, dude, did you hear Lauryn Hill went on the
She
microphone? Oh my god,
started
I got it on tape. I'm gonna load it on Instagram.
Totally.
So my announcement was bam bam bam. I started working with Sam Roberts.
Oh,
Sam
Editing his
That's
clips
pretty
for
cool,
his
dude.
Congratulations.
clip channel for his Sam Roberts Now shit. Yeah,
That's
dude-
really
that
good. That's
dude's a-
big news.
That dude's a riot. That's
Yeah,
one of the
yeah.
few people actually reached out to him.
Big
I
broadcaster.
said because honestly he
The last
we watch his
broadcaster.
shit. We watch his shit. We watch his shit all the time.
I do. I enjoy him.
We
I
listen
love
to him.
the eating one.
Yeah, we listen to him every day on his show, but we watch his show every
Annoying eater.
Friday or whatever. But a couple times he was complaining about he didn't have clips or something like that, and I hit him up, and I said,
He
hey
hit
man,
him up on DM.
I did. I really did. I hit him up and I said, hey man, I'll do that shit for you, man. You're hilarious, bro. Like I watch that shit anyway, and I watch sometimes I watch his shit a couple times, and
fan.
Yeah, you and me will watch it.
yeah, like and I'll be like, dude, I'll fucking do that. So he was like, oh cool, I'll keep that in mind. So I was like, all right, tight, bam, here, thumbs up, ba-bing. And then
By the way, like, subscribe, share, hit the notifications. You're
make sure you
watching
do that
Mind
over
Your
here.
Manners.
And then I don't know, a month or so passed, and he said something about it again. Remember on the show?
on
He said
another
something-
show.
He said something about not having clips or something. I was like, bro, what's this guy's
He
problem?
said, I'm going to make it happen.
I said, he probably gets mad inboxes though. Like rarely do
I'm
Yeah,
surprised
yeah.
he answered
you know?
the first time.
Yeah, rarely would he go and check. Oh, maybe this guy might just be a weirdo. You know what I mean?
But I like artists like that, or people
So-
who are of another, I guess, stature, if you want to say.
I'd be like, check me out, bro. Like I'm asking. I got a picture with Chuck D on my shit right now. Trust me, I ain't no fucking.
He's like, I ain't no trati.
Yeah, so I hit him up, and honestly, it went really smooth. He's really funny. We got the same sense of humor, so I'm really excited about that. If you guys don't know who he is, Jim and Sam, they're Sirius XM. He got Sam Roberts now. I'm just doing Sam Roberts now, but make sure you go subscribe to that
This is
channel.
mad funny.
He's just hilarious,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
If you think we're funny, you're gonna fucking think this guy's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
that's all I wanted to say. To me, that's a big deal.
Come on, man.
it is.
Um,
Come on,
on,
man.
So, so go check him out, man. Subscribe to his shit. Man, he's funny as fuck. So that's all I want to say.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
We
Mind your
got,
manners.
do we want to do another giveaway?
Bam, 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 bam,
I just want to make
bam.
sure we said everything about
Yes.
Aaliyah. We talked about Joe's Cypress Hill stuff. Let's show that one more time. If you guys haven't seen that, Indo Joe did this for Cypress Hill.
Did it?
He did don't
He
do
did
it.
it.
He
I
did
gotta
don't do
find
it.
it right here.
He did don't do it.
This is the Rick and Morty one. I'm not sure if they've shared this one yet.
No, probably
So
not.
you might be seeing. They probably will because Rick and Morty seems to be popular and it's a dope ass piece.
Rick and Morty's hilarious,
you're
but you
seeing
gotta
this-
also get that kind of.
You're
humor.
seeing this here first. If you go to IndoJoe710 on Instagram, you could like it right there.
Yeah.
But Cypress Hill might share this one. They might not share this one.
We're
What they-
sharing it.
But what they did
Bam,
share
bam, bam,
today
bam.
was the Cypress Hill Simpsons collab right here.
Ooh.
I don't know what it has right now, but in this photo it has 9,300 likes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Who wouldn't like that picture?
No.
Come on. It's
How many pictures do you really
and
like
Cypress
when you scroll
Hill.
by?
Go.
so that means, man, people saw this.
Really?
you know?
Anything I like.
Really? Everything you see, you like?
No. I said everything that I like.
Oh,
I
that you
like.
like. Oh, I feel you. I
Yeah.
hear what you're saying.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
know,
that's
like,
good,
you
man.
people put it out for a reason, and if I like it, I'm gonna.
That's
like,
good.
Isn't
I
that the
think,
point?
I think maybe I do that.
When you
Isn't
look
that
at
the
it,
point?
the background, do you think of the opening scene?
No.
Oh.
This is what I thought
That's
of.
what I was going for.
This is what I thought of when I saw the background. At first, what I see in the background is the crowd, right?
That's not a crowd.
No. I know it's not.
Oh.
But what I first see, like, look at it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Okay.
I see heads.
yeah.
And then
okay.
and then you
Mind
see
your
the
manners.
white,
and then you see the
and then
cloud.
the blue,
you know
the
what I'm
blue
saying?
sky. Because in the beginning they had the cloud, and then I put the red, and then the.
So make sure you go over there. If you're not following us on all social media,
Facebook.
we
You
have.
can see me post once a
IG.
month.
I'm trying to find our thing right here.
Twitter.
When you get drunk on your podcast, Indo Joe said something funny. I know it was funny because he laughed and
When
I didn't
you
hear
get
it.
No,
drunk
so
on
you
the
can see,
podcast.
you can follow me on
Mind your
Instagram and see me
manners.
post once a month.
Yeah, see, that's Indo Joe's problem. That's Chef Tanya's problem, and that's my problem. Here's my
No,
problem.
you're good at
Mr.
it.
DL posts all the time.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
post from these other accounts. So if you want a job with the Mind Your Manners podcast, aka internship,
Hit us up on the DM.
let us know because I'm not really good with keeping up on it as much as that. You know, I try not to overpost on my own shit.
I always answer everybody that like
No, I hate being
interacts
annoying.
with me.
Ready for the rant? I got a
I've
rant
done-
coming. I can feel it. I'm gonna do a shot, then do this ill rant.
I've
Oh, they said a
gotten,
rip. I go, oh my
clients-
god, I'm moving the mic.
I've
He's
gotten
about to do a
clients
rip.
off of the IG because people just hit me up on the DM and like, you know, do
I try
cooking
to
classes
comment
via
on every
Zoom. You
comment.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
she does cooking
Like,
classes. She's going.
gotta get
It's
this
not.
money.
It's not via Zoom yet, but it probably will be maybe in a week or two.
No, I already did one over Zoom.
Okay, so she's set up for Zoom if you guys want to do a medicated cooking class. They don't have to be medicated.
I did I did a medicated
No,
one, but I
medicated's
did
better,
regular
dude.
ones too.
But Chef Tanya Nicole, you know where she's at. I'll put her information in the chat.
Medicated.
How about you
Chef
guys,
Tanya
for now,
Nicole.
just hit up the podcast page, and if you
I'm-
want
Ew.
to hit her up for
The DM.
anything, dick pics not accepted.
No.
You know what? I'm happy to say I haven't gotten that one dick pic, and I'm not offended. I appreciate it.
Uh-oh, you
Me
shouldn't have
either.
said that. Oh my God. What is your problem? Her phone is gonna
Just,
weigh more
yeah.
tomorrow because there's gonna be so many dick pics in it.
I love that you said it's gonna weigh more. It's not gonna weigh more.
It's gonna weigh a little bit more tomorrow.
Full of
Totally is
wangs.
not.
all the JPEG wangs are gonna make your phone weigh more tomorrow. It's crazy. It's terrible. Why'd you say that? It's crazy. She's like, what woman would say live on the internet, I don't have any dick pics in mine. I never get
Well,
dick
what would
pics.
it matter?
Here's my Instagram.
Maybe because I didn't think that.
That's what we're saying.
I
man.
didn't think people's natural reaction is to now then send me dick pics. Although I think it would be funny if people did start to send me dick pics,
Oh
but
my
they were
God.
Yeah, it'd be
they
a
were
riot.
not their dicks. Like
Cut
you know what I'm
this
saying? Like just getting random dick pics.
Oh
on
my
the
God,
internet.
Cut this off.
Guys, come on,
Cut
stop.
this off.
Oh my
She's
God.
gonna get an inbox full of
I'm
dicks
trying to
tomorrow.
take a humorous approach. I don't think it's that serious.
You're telling you, your phone's
I
gonna
don't
weigh
think
more.
any lady gets a dick pic and is like, "Oh my God, this is so hot!" Like I'm totally gonna jump on. Because first of all, unless she really knows what it looks like, it's probably not even yours.
Unless you ask for it.
Like yeah,
Unless
but like
you're
I
asking
said,
for it.
she probably is thinking. Even if she asked for it, she's probably thinking. Unless she knows what it looks like, she's probably thinking, "This is not his."
No, see the
You know what
old-
I'm saying?
That's
Like-
why I always angle it right where I'm in it. It looks huge.
What do you mean you're in it? Like your shoe? Like I don't understand. Like you and your face.
Like this.
Okay.
With a big old hole, hard wangy.
He pulls it. He
So
flips
if-
it. Hold on. He flips it around his back so it hangs over his shoulder.
Yeah, it's right
so
here.
he's in it.
So if No one will be
I hold it like a
surprised
phone.
if pictures surface of Endo Joe.
No. I'm saying, if she asks for a dick pic,
Yeah.
I'll send you one.
Yeah,
But
you're honest.
you're gonna be seeing this disgusting naked body of mine. If you want it, you go.
You
Oh,
heard it
hey,
here
that's
first,
nice.
folks.
Don't body shame yourself.
You go say, hey, that's nice. Hey, I'll go moan all over you.
Anyway, we're gonna mind our manners.
Well, let's moan on some shit.
We gotta give something away because after that,
I can see it in Mr. DL's face.
no, it's cool. I was just looking at the sound. See, I can't wait till after this certain thing, this thing that's been going on in the world that everyone is different about.
So,
Yeah.
some of it,
Don't say it.
too.
I can't wait till after this is over
Yes.
because I'd like to just sit back in the podcast like this. Check it out. Sit like this and talk in the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm always worried about the mics. I'm worried about the
Yeah,
camera. I'm
This
worried about
is a
this. I'm worried about more about
podcast.
posting. That's why tonight I thought was cool, man. This is for people who subscribe.
Yeah.
You know, if you subscribe, we didn't share it with anybody.
There's a question about that stuff you didn't want us to talk about.
You have a question?
No, I'm saying
We have a whole. We're gonna say the word
No, I don't
because
wanna say
we have a whole topic to talk about it in a second.
Well, I don't want to say it yet.
Yeah.
But the stuff that we're going through.
Yeah.
Do you think we'd be able to have a Halloween party this year? I think it's gonna be able
No.
to put in the
Nah, that's where we're going with our next conversation.
It's crazy. I don't want to. Fucking sucks, man.
We if you
So
didn't know, if you're just
sucks,
tuning
dude.
in, if you're just scrolling by, please click the like,
Click it.
click subscribe, ring the bell. You'll always know when we go
Yo,
live.
click that like button.
This was just for our subscribers tonight. This was just for the people who clicked the bell on YouTube and saw us that we went live. This is all this who this was for tonight. We didn't share anywhere else. We didn't make a post about it or nothing.
A post.
Did you? I think she did. Look at her face. You made a post? Oh my god! What was the post? What was the post?
I just deleted it.
Oh, you did? That's okay, baby. It's all right.
But I don't think it works because you have to approve the post. Like
It's okay.
No one can just tag you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Well, I didn't make a post, and the show page didn't make the post. So
You see, I can't tell a lie.
it's all good. But if you're just tuning in or you're just scrolling by, please like, please subscribe, ring the bell. Tonight we talked about Tory Lanez shooting Megan Thee Stallion. We talked about Aaliyah. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. They Indo Joe and
We
Chef
forgot
Tanya.
to talk about one of our subjects.
And-
So
yeah,
we
yeah.
got on
Indo
topic.
Joe,
That was
Indo
nice.
Joe, and Chef Tanya Nicole were really big fans of Aaliyah.
We talked about the WAP.
So we talked about that. We got off topic and talked about. No, we
we
was
talked
on
about
topic.
WAP. The
Yeah,
WAP. The
it was on
moms.
topic. WAP.
Mom's
And
reaction.
the mom
We got on
reaction.
topic a few
Everywhere.
times.
We got off topic a few times, but not really. We kept it
Fun-
crazy.
fun-
We kept
fun
it nice
off topic.
and tight. We talked about Indo Joe and Cypress Hill's art collab that's going on. Next, we want to talk about. We have two subjects left, babe. Where do you want to go? You go.
We have two? I only
Fuck
remember
that.
one.
What's
I
yours?
keeps it real.
No, hold on.
This
Let's
one.
not. Let's end with yours. Yeah, we'll end with yours.
Okay, so then you say yours.
The
'cause
next
I don't-
topic we
I don't
want to talk
remember.
about. Everybody knows what's been going on, man. You're stuck in your house. You can't go out. You can't do this. You can't do that. You're scared to be in an elevator with
It's coming back to me.
You're scared to be in an elevator. Or
Carrying
maybe you're not.
hand
Maybe
sanitizer
you
everywhere.
think what's going on is bogus. Maybe that's true. Sometimes I'm on the fence with it. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
it's a little column A, a little column B.
But I want to know what's going to happen with entertainment. Are movies gonna come back? Are live concerts gonna come back? Are comedy shows going to come back? Nightclubs, the club scene, not the bar scene necessarily, but the club scene where they jam,
This whole summer, like
where
I've
they
been
jam-
wanting to go out.
they
to.
jam hundreds of people into a club. Is this coming back? Because certain states they're allowing it. Because right now this is what your movie theater looks like right now in your neighborhood. You know, if you live in a couple states, maybe tomorrow or the next day it might look different.
See, I
But
wouldn't want to sit there. Would they make you wear your mask?
I don't know.
I wouldn't want to sit there.
Because some of these states
Yeah,
The laws are different, right?
are doing their own thing. So I'm just curious because all right, check this out. You
Let me check out.
You think, homie?
you make a Marvel movie. I'm gonna make Iron Man 6,
Well,
or whatever it is.
The
Four.
Black Widow one. It was supposed to come out in May.
Well, hold on. We're not even talking about Black. We're talking about a movie that doesn't even exist. Iron Man fucking 5 doesn't even exist. Not even 4 is even out. So Iron Man 5, it's sometime in the future.
Iron Man 16.
Are you really going to pay $700 million?
Hold on.
You know,
What's wrong with?
I just want to make sure we're connected.
Yeah.
3 stories while he said no connection.
I'm still
I
live
just
over
want
here.
to know what he's talking about.
Okay, now I'm making Iron Man 5. It cost $700 million. How am I going to make my money back if you're only allowing movie theaters to open at like 25% capacity?
Or like you
are
saying,
people going to pay $50? Is a movie experience going to become this fucking new thing where, you know, they somehow upgrade your experience at the movies? Like maybe you know. You have like your own section.
Yeah. Or you get an exclusive print or something.
Yeah, like how are they gonna do this to make their money back?
That would be cool if they like entice you
Mind
with
your manners,
something
Joe.
else. Maybe instead of like buying everything a la carte, it would be like like let's say, I know this is gonna sound like a lot, but let's say it was like $100, but it was more like when you fly first class. Where they have like, it's not just like chicken tenders and like, you know, some movie theaters.
Chicken teriyaki boy. Chicken teriyaki boy.
You know, some movie theaters, they have like fried chicken and pizza, like
Ooh,
maybe
I
like a
love
more
fried chicken.
elevated like dinner menu or something, or like some movies out there. They have like full scale bars in there.
I would
So
just
you know
wait
what
for
I'm
it on
saying?
DVD.
Like,
and buy it
basically,
on
it's like
DVD.
almost
See,
like a
they can't
5-star
do
dining
that.
experience. But
This
like,
is the problem
at the
with
movies?
everyone's like
I
Joe
don't know.
just said. Oh, why don't they just release it on DVD? Why don't they all right. The problem is it with this is you release it on DVD, boom, you have released it digitally and it's gone.
Don't release it digitally.
Well, once it's on DVD, I can just rip it.
That's
you know what I'm
true.
saying? So I'm saying once you've released it,
Make it unrippable.
it's over. Like once you release Iron Man 5,
unrippable.
once you release Iron Man 5 on DVD and some fucking bootlegger goes to Walmart and buys it, you're done. That's it. It's on the internet forever. It's free. Boom. How are you going to make $700 million back? Or is this new CGI technologies, deep fake type shit, the wave of the future where they can just put whoever they want in a movie, throw Woody Harrelson in a vocal booth somewhere and say, hey, Woody Harrelson, man, here, read these lines, man. We're going to put you in this movie.
Along that same line, I was thinking of what's going to happen with all these actors, or even like extras, like people that are trying to get their break. Because now you maybe trying to make movies with like less
That's
cast. So now you're only using the big name stars, so maybe they're safe.
It's
but then
true.
you don't need extras. You don't need the next person's not going to get discovered
Think about all the
because
people
you already
working on
have
set.
an oversupply of actors.
Well,
Like, you know
people
what I'm
working on
saying?
set too. They're behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
the
you know?
union guys, like the
that
people that
list
build.
of people working, those aren't
after.
people just sitting behind computers.
Those,
you know what I mean?
those people gonna lose their jobs too if we don't do this. Like, I get it, but
Well,
like,
see, you know what I think?
we
There's
have
gonna
to
be
realize it's a domino effect.
there's gonna be more drive-in theaters because they're already starting they're
whack.
starting to open more.
I like drive-in theaters.
I like it for movies, but all these comedians are out here doing drive-in comedy shows, and like they're up here on a stage, and when they say something funny, people are like meh, 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 meh,
Oh,
meh,
that's annoying.
or flashing their headlights and shit. It's just the timing.
I think
That's
I
annoying.
think you should have a laugh button. Like, maybe it could be like how, you know, in the drive-in you go and they give you the little box, and then everyone has their own laugh track, and you can press
You
it.
can't tell jokes to car horns. You need
Yeah,
I just told you it's not a car horn; it's a laugh track.
anything.
So like you have your own
need
laugh.
you can't tell jokes to anything that aren't people laughing.
Well, maybe.
There's no jokes
don't
in the
know.
champagne room.
There's no jokes in the champagne room. You hear it hit the Mind Your Manners pancakes. But babe,
I don't know.
I don't think all right, so how?
They could do it
That's
in
what I'm
a
saying. We were saying
stadium
about concerts,
where
too.
you could social distance the seats.
Say it again. I couldn't hear you.
Like, they could do it in a stadium where people could social distance in the
But
seats.
there's the issue. Boom. Does Post Malone want to go from making? I'm Post Malone. Look at my face. Am I gonna make $1 million tonight, or 100,000 because coronavirus? And people gonna make their money too.
That's the problem. You gotta,
Yeah.
like, nowadays
Yeah.
people don't understand, like, the hustle is real, because now you gotta
listen to
work
that shit,
3
dude.
times as harder,
Oh, you
because
said it.
if you're in any kind of
You
business
said it.
where space is going to affect how much money
Said
you
corona.
make, you are automatically affected
yes.
by what's going on, because you've already cut down 2/3 of your profits already just when you open your doors.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. And then everyone's like, "Oh, all these movie theaters are gonna close." All right, cool. All right. Let me put it like this. Okay, I'm some rich guy. I'm some billionaire company, and I own this AMC movie theater in this random town, this big, huge theater. How am I not gonna be working with AMC and the management to be like, "All right, I understand. Once we get back on, we'll raise the rent a little bit to get you guys, how am I going to shut it down? What are you going to do with that building? Like, what are you going to do with it?
Well, right now, all of that is like bad
apartments,
commercial properties, like bad real estate. Because like,
what are you gonna do with a
multi-million
multi-million-dollar movie theater? Unless you just work with them, like work with these motherfuckers. But me personally, I ain't going to the movies till they have a coronavirus cure.
See, here's my thing. See, you
like
said it
I
again.
said before,
that's what I wanted to say.
You worry about coronavirus. What would happen with all those germs before coronavirus that were on there?
I'm telling you.
People
after November, telling you right now.
Mind your manners.
All of a sudden, after November, it's gonna be December, right before Christmas, so where everybody can go out shopping. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah,
be gone for shopping."
We were way off on that.
Way off on that shit. Well,
COVID-19 shit.
It'll either be. Hold on a second. Sorry,
people
Joe.
were infected.
Mind your manners, Joe.
A lot of them weren't.
It'll either be in November or in November 2024 that this happens.
Oh my god.
But either way, the coronavirus will be over.
I didn't even think of that. Fuck you, dude.
Mind your manners.
Yeah, either way. Yeah.
Anyway.
No, because I think they'll want to, even though they're trying to.
He said, "Fuck you."
No, because they're trying to do it because of the. They want to do it because they're saying the economy's bad. Look, the economy's bad. It's because of this guy. You know what I mean? That's why they want to keep it going. This is my theory. Only my theory.
Yeah, Quarantine Cody says that he'll definitely chill in the background. He just got his Zoom up.
All right, can you give him the Zoom somehow? I don't know if you know how to do it. Is this something you can give away publicly?
You know what I'm saying, though?
I could not.
Even if this guy wins.
Hold on, sorry.
That's okay. I got him on the Instagram.
Go ahead, Joe.
I'm saying even if this guy wins, because they'll just cry for the next 4 years, but they're gonna want the economy back because they need jobs too. You know what I mean? Everybody needs a fucking job. This unemployment shit's getting bullshit, dude. At least you know what I found out. There's 3 states that have approved Trump's new extra $300 on the unemployment, and Massachusetts is on the next run.
Let us know in the comment section of the video, no matter when you watch this, if you've subscribed to our YouTube channel, and if you our YouTube clip channel, and if you have, I'm gonna print up stickers soon, and I'll send you a sticker.
Sticker, dude.
Or maybe we'll send you how many we have. One of these roaches, these magnets, or these pins, these blunt roach pins, maybe. Just something because, me, Tanya, and Joe have been having this conversation, and I'm like, you know what? A lot of people like to experience their content in small doses. You know,
they take 1 hit instead of 4.
So maybe you only wanted to watch the Mind Your Manners podcast tonight to hear about Megan Thee Stallion. Maybe that's the only reason you clicked on here. Oh, I love Megan Thee Stallion. Look at that ass. Or look at that rap. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the only reason you clicked on it. So maybe in a couple of days you can just watch that part on this channel right here. Just go to YouTube, Mind Your Manners podcast clip channel, and you'll find it. You know, you better scroll down maybe a little bit. It's brand new, so just head over there, and in the playlist section you can watch the whole show. You can see there's in the playlist section there's also all the clips are divided. There's hip hop clips.
Big Red says, "What about beans?" I don't know what that means.
He's trying to win beans. I don't know. All right, maybe we'll win some beans. He's trying to win beans. Beans are seeds, babe.
Oh, Boston
you
baked
narc?
beans?
What are you, some sort of narc?
You're the one who said what it was. You're the narc.
I'm the narc.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I'm sorry if I never heard that. In the streets of the Bronx.
Oh,
unless they were talking about arroz con beans.
That's funny, man. So, let us know. You know what I'm saying? If you want us to send you some stuff when I make them, and you have to like that channel though. You know how I'll know if you like it? If you go like it and then comment on one of the videos.
Boom.
That's how I'll know if you.
He said, "What about beans?" I love it.
Because anybody can
go to the Clit channel.
Yeah, go to the Clit channel. Anybody can just
go to the Clit channel today.
Channel, CLIP.
And then what's the one you just put out today?
Anybody did he?
By the way, DJ Big Red said, "Shout out to Tanya. The last meal you posted was real. My grandpa Garza would cook empanadas every Christmas.
Huh?
That reminded me.
Yeah,
of
I got
One
them
love.
somewhere.
Thank you, DJ Big Red.
I thought I had them. Oh, right here.
I made pastelillos.
We'll give those away.
I made infused ones, and I made regular ones.
What's the Clit channel you put up there?
Good. The clip.
That's the question to win.
No. Like
Mind
you
your
have to
manners.
go to.
All right, today I put out.
You have to go to that channel and put out a funny comment.
All right. So if you want to win these right here, these.
Boom.
This is a blunt.
Joint
This is a
pins.
joint magnet. It'll stick on your refrigerator. See the magnet on the back. It's a joint roach magnet. Sorry.
Joint.
Oh, sorry. I dropped it. Give me one of the other ones.
Which one did you drop?
I see it
A
right
boy?
here. No, I got it right here.
Uh-oh. Mind your manners.
And then you got this blunt roach pin. You can stick it on your backpack. You can stick it on your
You can put it on your face, yeah.
your earring, whatever you
Why
want.
do you assume our viewers have backpacks?
What's the thing, Joe? What are they gonna say? All right, so today we released a clip on XXXX extension cord. That's what it's called.
That's what it is?
And it's called Grill Brush and XXX extension cord.
You gotta go.
Yes, but
post
that's what the
post
videos.
a funny comment there.
Who got the funniest comment? Who's the funniest viewer? Post something funny over there on the clip channel.
Show them where to go again.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show him where to go. See, Indo Joe is fucking.
He's on it tonight.
Yeah, he's fucking.
He was like, he's
You know,
production
I'm not
assistant
drinking beer.
número dos over here.
Oh wait, that's not where to go.
Oh,
see,
you hit it wrong.
Mind your manners.
Indo Joe is on it, but Mr. DL is not on it.
Mind your
We're
manners.
supposed to be going to the clip channel.
The clit channel.
Oh, sorry, clip channel.
The clip channel.
The Mind Your Manners podcast clip channel. We loaded today a thing about XXX Extension, however you say his motherfucking name. I don't know. No diss to
Mind your
him.
manners.
No hate on him. No hate on his music.
Extension
But
cord.
extension cord.
That's not his name.
Go put something funny on there, man.
It's
Let me
XXX.
make us laugh. We'll send you some
Make
of
us
these
laugh
fucking
and we will
things.
send you something good.
We'll send you something good, and if I have the stickers done in time, we'll send you some of those
we'll
too.
Give you a handful of those.
But you're watching the Mind Your Manners podcast, and what's our next subject, babe?
We're smooth criminal over here. So our next subject is Jingles.
Oh, Jesus.
This one also was not thought of, but inspired by Indo Joe. Because again, I was
Really?
like,
Yeah, I came
like,
over singing a jingle,
Oh, okay.
and I sang it like 3 times, and I'm like, God, I can't.
If it wasn't for Indo Joe, this
And
podcast
then
would have been over a half hour.
if I was,
was
a
like
cartoon, you saw a light bulb go over
I'm
my
like,
head.
I can't stand it when you have a jingle in your head and you just can't get it out. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, I randomly sing all the time, so I just kept singing it. And she's like, "That's it. We're talking about this
Hit us up
tonight."
in the comment section with your
Started
favorite,
doing
favorite
research.
or most annoying TV
Yeah,
jingle.
we're gonna give you a minute before we start
Let
the
it-
little list that
Dude.
we have all going
let
here.
us seriously let us know in the comment section, because a funny thing that the point that Tanya brought up was a lot of the jingles are area specific, like
locals.
like
Yeah,
local
like if you
videos
have
and
that
shit like that.
company in your area, and you
Yeah.
don't know what we talking about.
Yeah, remember the first one I said?
I'm not gonna say it yet, but I do remember.
Like the
don't
one,
wanna say it yet?
like
No.
I know one commercial. It wasn't a jingle. It was
Jingle.
Crazy Eddie, and he was in New York, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
tri-state area.
Crazy
And-
Eddie,
and
I'm
he
crazy
was like
Eddie over here, got my chest in.
The marshals
No
of
way
like
beats the
electronics,
Wiz.
and he would like scream at you, like I be
Wiz?
screaming. He'd be screaming at you to like come inside the store, and I got mad cheap deals on like televisions and VHSs,
VHS clip channel.
Is Store Hart?
But
Can I
mind your
come in her
manners,
too?
you can watch.
I said, is Store
the
Hart?
funny
Can I come in her
parts,
too?
The good
Hold on a second.
tidbits.
So what did you say, Joe? Oh, so go ahead, man.
I was saying you can watch the good tidbits on the Clips channel. There.
Tidbits, nice.
Anyway, mind your manners.
She said tidbits.
But yeah, I want to know about all of
Annoying
our
jingles?
viewers, our fans.
That's one
favorite
thing I'm really
commercials
interested in.
with Jingles.
If you're watching, whenever you're watching this video, just comment in the comment section, like, what are some of the local jingles that or not even local, the jingles that you remember? Oh, I remember this Chips Ahoy jingle, or I remember this Ford truck built Ford tough, or whatever it was. You know what I mean?
Crazy Eddie, insane.
Anything like that, because you're really gonna spark something in us, because we just thought of this. What is it? 9:30. We just thought of this at like 6:30.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
literally right before.
I got here at like 5:40.
Yeah, and I was like, Joe, that's a great idea. And he's like, I didn't have no idea.
So anybody saying anything good in there?
I'm ready for one.
DJ
All right.
Big Red said he just posted a shout out on the Mind Your Manners YouTube clip page.
The clip
So
page.
I gotta
Alright.
read that when we get
Gotta
there.
be funny.
Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Please ring the bell. Indo Joe is gonna lead us off. We are.
Yeah, we're gonna
I
try
got
to
a
hold
few.
on,
I got
hold
a
on,
few.
hold on. I know the one you. We're gonna lead them off with the one you want to
you want me to
say.
do that one?
Yeah, but
Okay.
we're gonna lead them off. Okay.
I was gonna hold that
we
one, but-
we live in the Northeast in the Boston, Massachusetts area. That's where we're broadcasting from. Okay, so this jingle might not make any sense to you if you're watching it in Alaska or Cambodia, wherever you're watching. But
If you've
this
been
clip,
here in the summertime,
if you've been to this, if you visited Massachusetts in the summertime and stayed in a hotel and had the TV on while you were getting ready to go out, you've heard this
the
jingle.
sun is blazing and the sun is getting hot. Water country's a very cool spot. There's no better place to feel the beat of Water country. Have some fun.
Tell me.
Come on, man. If anybody is in here from New England,
I am
Tell me,
not. So
you don't know that jingle?
I do not.
Oh, you don't know that?
I do
That
not.
is so
Dude,
funny.
every time-
We don't have cable.
Every time I heard that, I wanted to go to Water Country though.
That has been that jingle since I moved here, at least.
And before that, because I heard that when I was a kid, dude. Man, like kid.
So I moved here in this like 1992. So what is
Water
the-
Country's a shit.
And that has been because I went there that year.
Yeah.
And that has been the jingle since then. Let us know in the comment section if okay. So if you don't live in this area and what you heard from Indo Joe did a pretty good rendition of that.
Yeah.
Like no, like you know what I'm saying, like without the that's what the lyrics are. That's how it sounds. Like that's what it is.
There are some that
Let
are
us know.
classics.
Let us know if you think that is cheesy. We
Yeah.
just wanted to start you off with something.
the other one.
Yeah.
The other one.
We just wanted to start you off with something super local to
That's super local because I never heard that one.
because you know, even if you're gonna hit us up on the Mind Your Manners podcast page or whatever and say, hey, check this clip out. I live in Minnesota. Look at these weirdos and check. You know, show us because we think that shit's super funny. But what were you gonna say, Joe?
My baloney has a first name.
I was gonna
It's
say-
Homer. My baloney has a second name. It's Homer. Oh wait, I did the wrong one.
He did the wrong one. He did the Simpsons one, but that's even better.
Oscar Mayer has the best of beat.
Is the TV on? I don't think the TV's even on,
No,
man.
no. I'm trying. Listen, I'm trying to get into communication.
What did I say
It's not
earlier?
gonna be
The
on
reason
like
they made
this.
that song was
I think
because
it's turned off.
nobody knew how to spell baloney.
Oh.
Everybody's like,
Yeah,
that's
Bill-
not how you spell baloney, dude. They were like, we'll make a jingle so everybody knows.
Yeah, baloney's one of those words that I'm like, that says baloney. It's like Colonel. Like that does. How does that say
yeah.
Colonel? There's L
That
in
is
there.
a perfect example of a word that is confusing in the English language for someone that doesn't speak
Colonel?
the
That
language.
spells. That says
You're like,
Colonel.
wait, Bologna? That's
Yeah,
not how you
Bologna?
say it.
Yeah, I want that Bologna
Okay.
sandwich.
Bologna.
Okay, my bad. How was I?
Give me.
supposed
I
to
want.
say
I want Bologna and salmon.
What
Just
is
like
it?
plumber.
I feel like chicken tonight.
Like chicken tonight. Like chicken tonight. That was a big
You
one.
are a bunch of chickens.
What was the other one? That was a
Oh,
big one.
here's a local one.
Hold on,
Hold
no,
on.
wait, before you go on from Chicken Tonight. That was on The Simpsons. That's
Yeah,
how
that's
big
why I
that.
know that
That's
one.
how big that jingle was. No, I knew it from before The Simpsons because that's why The Simpsons did it. Because it was. We're going a little too fast. I think we're
I'd have a
running.
giant big old penis.
I think we're running-
Mhm.
Okay,
I
that
think-
is not the
I think
lyrics,
we're running out
Mind Your
of.
Manners.
But did
We're
you?
not running out of things. We have a ton of ones.
I got
that
another
we
local
didn't
one
even-
for
Hold
you.
on. Local?
Yeah.
What's
Okay,
local?
go
It's
ahead,
on your
Joe.
list, I think.
Oh yeah, this is on my list. Hold on, this
I'm
one.
scratching off Oscar Mayer.
I'm not sure if this is even local. This might.
This might be. Yeah,
this-
it might be.
th-
bigger.
I'm not
So-
sure. I'm not really sure.
1-800-777 car for kids. KASS car for kids.
wrong.
No, I think he's right. I think it's cars with a K.
No, he said KKRS.
No, I said KARS.
We're gonna have to bring it back on the
I
Mind
thought
Your
Indo
Manners.
Joe
I think I
was
said
right.
AA
I think I only
twice.
heard
Yeah,
one
let
K.
us- let us
I
know-
only heard one K.
Let us know in the comment section if you
I think I said
if that's
AA
a-
twice.
if that's a global if that's a nationwide commercial
You
because
damn laughed.
I don't think
You
it
cut
is.
me off, man. I was singing the cars for kids.
KARS cars for kids.
See, we'll have to
Donate
finish
your
the
car today.
Boom boom. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
if you guys know that one, let us know. That shit is so
Yeah,
terrible.
It's fucking annoying.
It's when it comes on, it makes me uncomfortable. I'm embarrassed. Like even if I'm by myself, I turn it down. I'm like, oh my god. I hope no one saw that.
What about give me a
Should
break?
make a. Oh, yeah.
Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat car.
I was just. I was about to say.
Oh my god.
I had a Joe moment.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
That's a
awesome.
jingle they've had for years though.
That's
I
a
got
big
the
one.
car
You know
from
what I
Cars for Kids stuck in my head.
That's a big one.
I'm gonna cross that one off the list. I know.
That's a big one because honestly, like you're right, they did have that one for years.
They've had that for
They
years, yeah.
what you should we're not gonna get there yet. We're not gonna get there yet. We should load up that commercial. Remember the commercial from 1981 that we were talking about earlier?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna
You know what I'm
start saying
saying?
that.
I'm seeing if it's on your list here.
Okay.
I think it's this one.
Let me write it
Which
down.
one?
I know what it is.
It's DM. The initials.
Nope. The one that we just watched the commercial from '81.
Yeah.
No, it's Juicy Fruit.
Oh, Juicy Fruit. Okay. I can hear that you heard it, so I just said it out loud.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
I
gonna
was
talk
trying to
about that.
whisper it. I threw my mouth.
We're gonna talk about that in a little bit, but that Cars for Kids one. Let us know if that
Holy
one is
shit. Yeah, that was
local to
crazy.
us or because it doesn't have a local area code or anything.
What's that other
So
local one? It's the phone number. We were just watching it earlier.
I don't think that's local. The Empire.
Yeah, yeah.
How's it go, babe?
Today.
Sing it, babe. You got it written down. The Empire one. You got it.
So on the screen it says 1-800.
Yeah.
So then you go. It goes 1-800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Is that a
That
local?
was good. We didn't even practice that, guys.
Hit us up and let us know those, because that's not a local area
That's
code
like
to us.
like a rug place, right? Like they
Yeah,
take
something
rugs.
like that.
Yeah. That's not a local area code to us, so I'm just curious in the chat if
1-800 is not a local area code?
It's 877. It keeps saying 877. Both of those last ones, I think. I'm drunk on the Mind Your Manners podcast, so it might have not have said that. So, but I think it was. The last ones were both that.
I think on the internet, if you ask the internet, it would probably be like a Coke commercial, like the most popular, like.
On YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to look
Or
at
the,
it?
Yeah, we'll just play it because the TV's not on still in the background, just to let you know.
Yeah, I know. I did that on purpose, so while I
Trying to
searched,
think of some more.
the fans are not watching.
We got
Tough,
some more, but
yeah.
I didn't want to
Search
just blow
while
through
I'm,
them because
well,
Has
I'm
anybody
inebriated.
said
Well,
anything
not
in the
really.
I
comments?
gotta check the comments to let us know about their local ones.
I didn't really do any research on this. We were just trying to wing it.
Absolutely.
But we were thinking, there's some funny ones.
I think he
dude.
wants me to play this one because we
Play
were
it.
like singing this, like.
Yeah.
You guys know about this one. I don't care where you're from. Please hit the like button. Please ring the bell. Please subscribe. Please do all of that. I'm just gonna
This one, though.
scroll through the comments here. DJ Big Red is still here. Quarantine Cody is, I think, trying to get into the chat, but Tiny can't figure it out. Or I don't know if that's what's happening. I'm not really sure. Sun B was up in here. He said, nope, this is what Sun B had to say.
Oh, this is the one.
No. Sun B earlier had to say, oh my God, Illmatic from Canada, shut us out. Don't rewind this. Sun B said, mind your fucking manners. That's what Sun B had to say in the chat. Then Sun B said, no one wants to smoke with Tony Ortega. And I guess that's true because Tony Ortega be killing people.
He's a scary dude.
If you ever seen A Sea of Green, the movie, you'll know Tony Ortega's a fucking guy that you don't want to fuck with.
No, he's not. That's his cousin.
So
Okay,
is
hold
this
on.
our commercial up here?
You're lying. That's your movie.
Gotta
You got
rewind
all wrong.
it.
Huh?
Tony Ortega is in As Thick as Thieves.
Yeah.
No,
His
Tony
cousin
Ortega
is in
Tony Ortega is in.
As Thick as Thieves, and his cousin
Nobody
is
knows
in.
nothing.
His cousin dies.
No, Tony Ortega is in a Sea of Green. And
I don't
Okay,
know
I'm gonna
about that.
unmute the TV.
What's the new guy's name then?
You let
Hit
me
us
know
up
when
in the
you're
chat.
ready.
What's the new guy's
You let
name?
me know when you're ready.
As Thick as Thieves.
I'm so high.
It's Tony.
No, it's not Tony.
I'm gonna
telling
take
you.
control over this.
Some B, you still here?
We're going back to
Orlando.
the Juicy Fruit commercial. We're talking about Jingles.
Orlando.
When
You
Jingles
sure?
gets
Yeah.
stuck in your head.
Okay.
All right, so if you know this thing, if you guys are old enough like us to know this jingle, hit us up with a like. Hit us up
If
with
you
a.
start singing
they
along,
still
let
use
us
it.
know. I want to know. Ready?
Oh shit! She's playing it. I'm gonna talk over a little bit. That's hard.
It's gonna move you.
That's gangster. That's gangster.
We're
Look at
gonna
that.
get kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah. Look at them haircuts.
Gonna
though.
move you.
Look at the hair. Look at her hair. Look at this guy doing a little
Juicy
360 thing.
fruit. The taste is gonna move you.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Does anybody remember that?
Look at this picture
I still know
right
that.
here. That's the picture.
That's that bitch's hair. That
That is someone enjoying a piece of gum for the
That
next
lady-
5 minutes.
That lady had the crazy hair. Oh my god.
Wait, let
All
me
slick
turn
back.
it
Juicy fruit's
Sort of
good for
fucking-
like 5 minutes.
Juicy fruit still exists. Yeah.
What's
Oh,
coming
hell
next?
yeah,
I
Juicy
just
Fruit.
turned
What
it
about
off.
what about Quarantine Cody? We gave up on him.
Oh no, we're working
Does he
on
got
it.
juicy fruit?
Huh?
I
Does
said
he have
we
juicy
working
fruit?
on it, but you
I don't know
wanted
if he
the
has juicy fruit.
fruit.
I don't think he's bringing up. Please, if you're in here, please hit like. It takes you 1 second. Why?
And send me
why-
juicy
Okay,
fruit.
he said he's in the waiting room, so hold on so I can get this set up.
Quarantine Cody is one of our first viewers. Like I think he was on our episode when we had this idea for the Mind Your Manners podcast a while ago, but we didn't do it. And then we spaced with stoners, and then Corona hit, and we're like,
we
oh
were working
fuck.
on other projects too.
Yeah.
So we were
then-
finishing up other things.
And then Corona hit, so it's like, blah, blah, blah. And then we were just like one day, like, hey, let's just let's just go live from my YouTube channel and see what happens. And when we went live, I mean, it was always the Mind Your Manners
Well,
podcast.
you were doing beats live, and it was getting a decent amount of views.
But when we went live and talked about the Roro, I don't even think we called it that. I think we just went live. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, it was supposed to be that, but
it was the Mind Your Manners podcast.
Yeah, but I don't think it was.
Jake is in the chat, and he says, "Roll up."
We're rolling up. I got a joint right here. I'm gonna spark it for you, Jake.
I'm doing bongs tonight.
Jake, if you hit like right now, I'll spark this. Boom. I'm gonna spark it anyway. Hope you hit like.
He said, "If."
Boom. So, sorry about that dead air. Everyone decided to get high at the same time.
Let me go here. All right, so Cody, if you're listening on YouTube, my advice is to put your headphones on because that's the best way.
I want some juicy fruit, god damn it.
And don't look at the YouTube, just look at us on Zoom because it'll get confusing. In my experience.
So Jake, man, shout out to Jake. He told us to roll up. We already rolled up, but if you're gonna pressure me, I will roll up.
I know. I'm doing a dab now. I just took a bong rip.
Well, he's gonna. All right, this is for you, Jake. If you're still watching,
there, Cody.
You're still in the place, man. Wherever you're watching, if you're watching, here we go. I know we're the only place you're watching. We got some people in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, she says she's new here, babe. We got a new female visitor, Chef Tanya Nicole. She's the hottest in the game.
Larissa.
She says she's new here. We're doing a dab for you.
Welcome to the chat. This is the Mind Your Manners podcast. I'm Chef Tanya Nicole, Mr. DL, and Dojo 710. And we were just talking about commercials and jingles. Here we are up on the screen trying to get Quarantine Cody up. My bad.
If you guys want to zoom in, let us know. Quarantine Cody's first because he's our OG.
Oh, let me unmute
Shit, Quarantine
him.
Cody is here.
Hold on, let me unmute him.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
Where can I see him? Like, right, he can see us right there.
He can see you here,
There
but he
you
can
go.
see us there.
I'll
I
put
think.
it
Yeah.
up.
That dab was for our new female visitor.
Can
and,
you hear us?
And for
I
Jake.
love it that he's on here.
Quarantine Cody, what's up?
I can't hear him.
How did you find us, Quarantine Cody? Can he hear us?
Let's see here.
Can we hear him? I mean,
I don't know. Oh, I think he's muted. There we go.
Can you hear us now?
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Oh, that's so dope.
Quarantine
What's up?
Cody, how did you find?
I can hear you.
How did you find out about us?
Yeah, we have someone in the chat that's brand new to the show.
We're just curious. Like, how did you find out about us?
I heard about you guys through the Weekend Warriors, and it just kind of randomly got suggested to me. And then I found you on YouTube, and I clicked that subscribe button, hit the bell note, and then one day I was like, podcast, let me check it out.
That's amazing. That's cool.
Yeah, I love your background.
Because there's one thing I can say about Quarantine Cody is I pay attention to all the traffic on my YouTube channel, and I never saw him. That's why I know the first thing that he interacted with was the podcast.
Yeah,
that's why I wanted to really know how he found us.
That's great.
Been with us since the beginning.
But I follow this guy now. We follow him from all accounts. This
absolutely.
guy's like one of us. This guy's part of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Every week we're talking about, if you're new to the podcast, hit us up in the live chat or in the comments section, interact with us.
Absolutely.
Because
That's
I
the
think
best
it's
part
fun.
of the show. You guys add a little spiciness to our podcast because sometimes we're not even thinking of the things that you guys are thinking of. And then you comment.
Oh, for sure.
And we get sidetracked, but it's like a good kind of sidetrack.
Jesus.
We all enjoy it. It's like
No Quarantine Cody.
It's true.
And then when he's not there, we go, oh shit, no Quarantine Cody tonight. You know what I mean?
That's
always like,
100% true.
Where's this is like our biggest fan? Like,
Do you
love
remember
it.
the first episode you saw by any chance? I know it's tough because it's 20. This is number 20.
Are they really?
This is the 20th one.
Man, I'm gonna get naked.
he said the Rona.
See, he's been here since the first
Yeah,
episode.
nice,
That's
like,
dope.
So I think that's really cool. Like, I don't know, because
I missed 2 episodes, right?
you missed the first one because we just tried it. We were just gonna try it, and then the one you missed was we knew you weren't gonna be here, so we just did that dating one. That evolution of dating. One.
Don't get the
Evolution of
single
dating.
guys aspect, right? Yeah.
Like television.
Like the
shows?
game, the dating game, and how they've
I'm
evolved.
trying
Which
come
I
up-
don't watch, so.
I was just trying to come up with a clever title.
Quarantine Cody, what are some of your favorite or most memorable moments so far, or things that make you laugh?
Jesus, dude.
I definitely printed out chronological timeline of the Marvel movies because I have not seen most of them.
No shit.
And I'm currently trying to watch them all in chronological order.
Nice. I like it.
That's cool.
That's great. If you guys in the chat, especially,
that would be cool.
For those of you who have just joined us today, we did Avengers, basically Marvel movies, and we rated them. So definitely check that out as well on the playlist. That's dope.
Especially now where I'm unemployed, all I do is watch movies and do art. And like the Marvel movies, I'm like, I got a boner over those movies. Dude, you know what I mean?
Mind your manners.
Well, like, as bad as like, there's parts of them that are bad, but like, they're not made for people that like want to talk shit about them. They're made for people like me who are like, yes, I love these movies. You know what I mean? I love them. Even like, I'm not a big fan of Black Widow, but I was looking forward to go. I mean, personally, I think it was gonna be good. Obviously, you were gonna hate it, but I was hoping you were gonna come back from the movie and we were gonna talk about it and be like,
well, I think
you were gonna be like, oh, you know what? It was okay.
Everyone wants to see Scarlett Johansson.
Well, they'll make it okay.
She's she has a hot body, so like
it's a $400 million, $600 million movie. They'll make it okay.
I hope it's okay.
So we got a couple of chats going in. Jake, man, you can get that insane OG right here. Shout out to Be Real. Shout out to Cypress Hill.
Jake says probably spicy.
You can get that insane OG. Just go to sweetwaterbrewery.com and type in your area code, zip code, or whatever, and it'll pop up the closest place to you.
Yeah. Quarantine Cody got a comment back from one of our viewers, Larissa DE93. I'm hoping, or maybe it's Larissa Day 93. I'm not sure. She says, you know it's real when you print a list.
That's true. You have to print a list out. That's how many movies there is.
So that's dope that she's commenting back on your Avengers list.
That's funny.
But
hey,
that was
great. Let us know what you guys are smoking on out there.
What is everyone in the audience smoking or drinking?
I don't know,
whatever
man.
You prefer.
Jake has a pretty good comment that kind of might sum up.
My segue.
No, it's not even a segue. It's pretty much the best comment that exists. Where is it?
Well, Jake says, I like bitches, big booty bitches.
That's pretty good.
You and Endo Joe 710 could be besties. We could start a bromance right now. I'm sure.
I got a bad habit of doing this when I walk by.
Comment popping up.
DJ Big Red says, man, San Antonio, Texas needs that insane OG brew, that apricot gelato.
It's available in 27 states. I'm not sure what states those 27 are. I know it's available in my state. Yeah. But Texas is pretty small, so you can probably just go to the next state. It's not that big.
Texas.
Oh, yeah, it's real small. Texas is real small. Don't sleep on Texas. Mind your manners. But anyway, definitely go and check out the Mind Your Manners clip show.
Yeah, we got Jingles.
Cody's definitely going to be on the clip show. I guarantee that.
So I think it's cool that Quarantine Cody is here because he's at least been mentioned in every episode. I'd say,
OG
right?
fan.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of jingles,
he might not have been here.
Cody, do you have a favorite jingle, maybe from like where you're from, or something that stuck in your mind, whether it was from when you were a kid or something current?
Dab in a shot. We're doing a dab in a shot, babe.
Okay.
Shout out to our new visitors,
I'm waiting
please.
for quarantine.
Well, I don't know if it's true or not, but it's that McDonald's jingle.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that Timberlake wrote that.
Oh, I'm loving it.
No shit.
Yeah. That's definitely
that's news to me. That's
you
awesome.
automatically know what it is. You don't gotta say
that's
McDonald's.
You
can go to a different country.
I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, well, you can go to a different country and be like, if you're hungry looking for McDonald's, you go ba da ba ba ba. They'll go down the street. You know what I mean? They'll know what that is, dude. You know what I mean?
That's a good one.
Everybody knows McDonald's. That's a good one.
What about you guys on the in the fans out there in the chat? Because like the one that I thought of was when I was growing up. It used to be like Big Mac, filet of fish, quarter pounder French fries, icy drinks, sundaes, and apple pies.
That sounds
terrible. You deserve a break today. Get up and start your day with McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Well, back before the television was invented.
Oh, shut up. Mind your manners.
That was a radio jam.
Mind your manners.
Back in the 30s.
What else?
See, I remember a different
we got good ones, but
different McDonald's ones. I can't remember.
Which one? You don't.
Can't remember. It was a filet of fish one, but
what about the one where they just describe what was on the hamburger?
Larissa Day says
special
Mickey
sauce,
D's,
lettuce,
baby.
and a sesame seed. I don't know how it went, but
Jake says
she
play
say?
some Rusco. She says Mickey D's, baby. And then Jake says play some music, y'all tripping. Play some Rusco.
Rusco.
Play
Mind
some
your
music.
manners.
This ain't a fucking music
You
podcast.
didn't do it right.
This is the Mind Your Manners podcast, and right now we're talking about jingles.
I didn't do it right, so I gotta do another
Well,
dab.
give me
One of
that.
our fourth MCs of the Mind Your Manners podcast.
Shout out
One
to
of our
Jake.
fans, Quarantine Cody.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we're talking about jingles.
Jingle,
What's
jingle.
the next jingle?
Man, this
We
guy
talked
just said
about
play
Mickey
some
D's.
Rusco.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't even
know.
know that guy.
Playing jingles.
I know who he is, obviously. But
What, you got any more jingles on your list?
Oh, I
dude?
got plenty of jingles. I got a jingle right here.
Jingle
Yo.
me up, I'll sing it.
What about Boom, Toys R Us?
Oh yeah. Oh,
hold on. You gotta
Yeah, I gotta think of it for a second. Jesus.
I don't wanna.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't wanna grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's old games. There's a million toys. I can't remember. Woo woo.
There's the
Can't
million
remember
toys.
the rest, but my penis is out.
That
There's
is
a-
not how it goes. I don't want to grow up, because if I did, I
I
wouldn't
would
be
be
a
Toys R Us
kid.
kid. Woo.
Toys
More
R Us
games,
is
more
nationwide.
Toys. Oh boy.
Toys R
You
Us
should have sang it.
Toys R Us is nationwide, right?
No,
Oh, yeah.
Toys R Us is, I think,
Well,
like bankrupt.
no, I mean,
so-
it was a nationwide company.
yeah, it
Dude,
was
that
the
shit
nation.
pissed
It was
me
a
off.
franchise. That is correct.
But I gotta admit, like, I stop by in low end toys like that. Like, I'm an action figure collector. I've always been. But I stopped by in the low end toys, so I stopped going there. And when they closed down, I was sad. But I'm like, it was still like I don't really go there anymore.
Quarantine Cody, did you have Toys R Us where you lived? Do you know that song?
Of course it does.
Yeah, Toys R Us is everywhere. I
Oh,
think.
let the man
Oh,
answer.
yeah. Absolutely. Jeffrey the Giraffe.
Okay. He was like, "Yes, Tanya."
That's hilarious.
Getting high with Jeffrey.
All right. What about? I know.
I got more on my list,
Oh,
but it just,
I definitely have more.
Okay.
I have so many.
you got the one that sounds like a sex act.
Which one's that one?
The Stanley Steamer.
Oh. It's like 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley gets your home cleaner.
Nothing like that. Get your whole cleaner?
Your home.
That sounds like a.
Oh, your
Your
home.
home.
I don't
Oh,
think that's what he says.
Are you too good
I
for
I
your
heard
home?
steamer and I automatically thought a rim job. So
Are you too good for your home?
thought I was getting a blowjob and a steam. And a
You
rim
see,
job.
that's because y'all went there. But yes, it just sounds gross.
We got a comment. You signed in a little too late, but Indo Joe is gonna sing you the Oscar Mayer Wiener jingle one more
Oh,
time because
is
you
it?
missed it, but he's gonna do it.
But
Did
you're
I
right
say-
on it, Larissa Day.
I wish I was an
You know
Oscar
what?
Mayer
Put how to
wiener.
enunciate your name
Hold on.
because I
That
feel
is
bad
what
that
I
I'm
truly
killing
wanna
it.
Sorry,
be.
Oh, from the top, from the top.
Oh, from the top.
Don't do that though. But you
So
got
was
Quarantine
an
Cody, I don't know if you can
Oscar
see, but
Mayer
Indo
wiener.
Joe was making love to the
from the
mic.
top, Joe. From
Oh
the top.
man, come on, you're killing me here.
Yeah, Tanya keeps talking over you. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. Here we go.
This is like
Stop,
when
stop,
I
stop,
was
stop.
trying
Here we
to
go, here we go,
explain
here we go.
something and you guys kept cutting me off.
Cutting them off, dude.
Boom.
So we're doing the Oscar Mayer wiener?
Yeah,
You
Oscar
going
Mayer.
with me? From the top, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly want to
Wish I was an
be.
Oscar Mayer.
Yes. As if I was an Oscar Mayer.
Oh my god.
Everyone would be in love with me.
Boo! I love the other one.
That shit's hard. I'm gonna sample that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sample
It
that.
is hard, actually.
Can't think
That
of the
people would
baloney
love
one.
that.
Make the dick song. Make the opposite of WAP. Make the
Oh.
Oscar Mayer Wiener song. Be like, she don't want my
Yo,
wiener.
that's what I'm saying last week.
Is it gonna be a corned beef
I'll put the
wiener?
pasties. I'll put the
What kind of
pasties
wiener is
on
it
my.
gonna be?
I got a dry wiener.
Sauerkraut?
So it's DAW. I got the
Yeah.
The doll?
So I'll cut out the crotch of my pants and I'll put the pasty over my head and my balls.
Wieners and podcast.
We'll do it just like Cardi B, dude. But instead of her titties out, it'll be my balls out.
Ain't nobody
You know what
want
I
to
mean?
see that.
Why? They want to see. I mean, yeah, maybe not.
Ain't nobody want
I
to see
shave
no
them, so.
jaw. I'm telling you right now.
Keep
Keep it in your pants.
That's so funny.
Well, it's our 20th episode. I might get naked.
Oh, I didn't know that was the thing on the tour. I didn't know that how you
Larissa Day
celebrated.
says, ha ha ha, hit that note. Jake says, who's the background that's purple?
That's
Oh, that's
quarantine.
Quarantine Cody.
Quarantine Cody. That's one of our viewers, man. We
This is what happens when you watch 20 episodes. You
Right.
get to chime in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
when you watch 20 episodes of the Mind Your Manners podcast, you get to hang out with us in the background.
Larissa
Oh, you wanna
said
do
he
this
said
now?
just like Cardi B. DJ Big Red says he's laughing his ass off for real in
I
kindergarten.
just saw on YouTube I look like Barney. That's awesome.
I love that purple from Barty, so don't worry about it, Quarantine Cody.
That's
Let
hilarious.
him hate.
That's awesome. That's funny.
All right, so we got Oscar Mayer Wiener. We serenaded the Oscar Mayer Wiener. I got other. Jeez, that sounds so funny.
He said he sampled the
What about
Oscar
this
Mayer
one?
Wiener.
What about this one, babe?
Mind
Do
your
you
manners.
remember how this one went? Can you see it? It's right under Oscar Mayer Wiener.
Oh, I feel like chicken tonight.
No.
Like chicken tonight.
You didn't do the right one, but we already did that one. But that's chicken tonight. We'll bring that one
We
back.
already
because
did that one?
Yeah, we did that one.
What was I doing?
I don't know. Eating chicken. We were.
Oh, maybe I was setting up the Zoom.
Feels like chicken tonight.
Try one more time. It says it's right under Wiener.
Oh, I don't know that one. That's not.
You don't remember how that
my
one went?
Like I know how it goes, but it's not my area one.
The JG Wentworth 877 cash now. See
He's
all
like
these,
an attorney at law.
That's why I want to know if these are local or not, because our local area code is an 877.
Yeah, but you also like to sing songs and things like that don't sound nothing like the song, but he swears he's singing it how it sounds.
I'm a great singer. Listen to me.
I am in the shower.
No. He'll be singing the
I swear to God, I
Fresh
sing in the
Prince
shower, I go,
song,
damn,
like
I'm
3
Usher.
beats and 4
Look at him.
tones off. But yeah.
Usher.
What about ones that everyone knows? This was a national one. Nationwide is on your side. Especially when Peyton Manning
That's a good one.
is saying it.
He was good.
Nationwide. Like his voice is very just like.
What's
sticks
the
out
one where
my
he was
head.
cutting the meat? Was that
He's
that
cutting the
nationwide?
meat.
Cut that meat. Cut that meat. You remember that commercial?
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
Are you
me-
sure that was a commercial?
That commercial. Yeah, that
Does
commercial was.
anybody
That
know
shit
what
was.
Mr. DL's talking about?
That commercial was funny. I don't know if
Sure,
it was
I'm
for
thinking
nation.
of whoop that trick.
No,
He said, "Whoop that trick."
it was cut that meat. Quarantine Cody said he looks like Barney. That is the funniest fucking thing.
Mind your man.
Oh my god, you alright over there? babe?
No,
You
I have
drink?
the smoke deep in my lungs because I'm laughing so hard.
What else we got for jingles, babe? What are you thinking?
Jingle jangle.
Oh, what about this one?
What one?
You love that one.
No, that's you. You sing it.
Sing it.
When you're hungry, you know everyone knows that this is a nationwide. This is a national one. Do it, babe. What you got?
I want my baby back, baby back, baby,
Baby
back,
back.
baby back.
Baby back.
Chili's,
Baby
back.
bag of ribs. Chili's baby bag of ribs. Barbecue sauce. Get in my belly.
Chili's been around for a minute.
Hell yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah.
When I lived in New
You
York, I
can't
don't
front
remember.
though, like 2 o'clock in the morning getting some Chili's. Man, that shit is bomb.
Where in the
God,
fuck
it's
are
so
you?
good.
Hold on.
Mind your manners.
Where are you getting Chili's at 2 o'clock in the morning?
No, I
No. That's what I mean. Like you're picking it up at the end right there. Like to go. Chili's to go at the end of that shit.
I never got to.
I want this Chili's. I want wherever this Chili's is, I'm moving to that town.
I do remember.
You never got
Chili's
late
was
night
like the
Chili's?
margarita
2 o'clock
spot.
in the morning? I don't
When
think
you
so.
first started
maybe
drinking
one.
too, you go to Chili's, have some margaritas.
It was one.
be chilling.
No, it's one.
Dude, we used to have this
Damn, I
ill
want some
spot
Chili's.
that we knew the owners and like they were sucking during the day with their food. They were doing these bomb ass breakfast sandwiches. They just weren't selling. I was like, yo, straight up, if you open up at 2 when the bar's open, I'll fill that place. I filled that place real quick, dude. But then I had a fight with the guy and threw a sandwich at him.
Threw a sandwich at him.
He made bomb sandwiches.
Was it a chili sandwich
No,
to keep
no,
it
he
to
made
keep us on topic?
It was egg, cheese, bacon, home fries. On
He knows what was on it, too.
From over here, from afar, I see people are in our chat. I can't read what they say, but you're gonna handle that, babe. But I can see the last one. It says Jake. He says, "Mr. DL, don't ignore me." So can you start?
Well,
Can
the
you scroll
comment
up?
that he said before was, "Y'all need a Xanax bar." So I don't know. I wasn't trying
I'm
to
just a
ignore
little
you.
tipsy.
DJ Big Red says something. He was.
Drinking for a
He
while.
says kindergarten. Oh, he was.
Need a Xanax.
Christopher Savage says, "Any new music out?"
Christopher Savage. Yes, I have a new album out. I'm looking to see if the box is over here. Is it over there?
Right behind you,
Oh.
dude.
I have a new album out. You can hear it free on all platforms. It's Mr. DL. It's actually Make 'Em Pay and Mr. DL. The
hardest
cost.
shit right now, dude.
I produced every song. Make 'Em Pay.
Quarantine Cody, do you have one of these albums? If not, so we could send you one.
You know who said that? Who said that in the chat? Any new music out?
Oh, that was Christopher Savage.
Christopher Savage, man.
No, I
where,
don't.
where do you live, Christopher
All right,
Savage?
we're
You
gonna
live-
send you the album.
You live in America? Who? Quarantine Cody?
yeah.
Quarantine Cody gets this album right here. Christopher Savage. Where do you live?
Awesome.
Let us know in the comment.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
we'll send you one too. If you live in America, I ain't spending fucking $20
Absolutely.
singing this shit.
Christopher Savage, send us your info in the DM, and we'll send you the album as well. DJ Big Red says, smoke some herb. He's peer pressuring us. Okay, we'll smoke.
That last dab.
Sorry.
Shot just kind of hit me.
Oh, word.
I got like six left, and then I'm gonna eat one.
What else? Oh, I have that the free Reddit. Where was it called? The freecreditreport.com. It was like a bunch of different commercials with the same guy. His band in the car, like he was strumming a guitar.
How does Meow Mix go? How did Meow Mix go, babe? Remember that one?
Meow 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 meow.
That shit's hard. Cardi B should have sampled that.
Tell me you wouldn't want Catwoman doing that on you, though.
I think that's Cardi B's next song.
Yeah,
I think you should make the beat and send it to her. I love you, Cardi. Do
what
it, girl.
What about Mount Splashmore?
100% feminism right there, girl.
What about Mount Splashmore?
I don't know what that is.
I want to go to Mount Splashmore. Take me now. Now. Mount Splashmore, take me there right now. You don't remember
a song? That sounds like a kid whining. What do you think, Quarantine Cody?
You don't remember that shit?
That was a song?
That's from The Simpsons.
That sounds like a tantrum. Oh, okay. I was like, that sounds like a tantrum.
That's that real joint. That's that real song.
That went like, right past me. Sorry, Super Simpsons fans. I bow down to you.
That's funny.
So do Simpsons too.
Yeah, we still need to do a Simpsons 2 episodes. Joe, can you grab the Simpsons piece? I want to show everybody this. Huh? We keep we're gonna do a Simpsons Part 2 episode, and we're gonna give this away on the episode. So make sure you watch. We're gonna give something else away tonight before we sign off too. So don't worry. This is a tell us what it is, Joe. It's the mic.
I gotta talk. Yeah. It's like a pre-production sketch for one of the episodes.
Show Quarantine Cody.
It's from Fox.
Joe's really talkative when he's trying.
He's also choking, and so am I. So we're not helping while you're trying to show it. DJ Big Red is excited.
Original, though. That's like legit.
So it's an original drawing of Homer Simpson before it was aired. Here you go, Joe. This is there's a certificate of authenticity. I want it. But Tanya
We'll show you in a minute, Quarantine Cody.
Tanya made me feel... Oh, shit, sorry. Well, he can see it on YouTube.
Oh.
Tanya made me feel bad about saying I wanted it. So now I'm going to be an adult and let it go.
Maybe your birthday's
As
coming up.
As he should. It should be for the fans.
I think...
I know y'all with me.
I think maybe we could do Simpsons episode real soon.
Yeah, because I got some other... I've got some custom art that I've been like holding back to give away. But I'm waiting for the Simpson episode. It's all custom
coming. It's
Simpson
coming.
shit.
I put out some.
DJ Big Red says Simpsons with big exclamation points. He's very excited.
If you're new to the channel, new to the show, I've put out some big music videos also. Yesterday, I think, put out an LOG video. It's on this channel today. I don't know if I put anything out today, except the podcast. But you really should go to our clip channel and also add that. Because there you can see short clips from the show.
And that's clip with a P. CLIP. The clip channel. As my coworkers say, what don't you want?
The clitoris.
It doesn't even exist. So, we've released some good things.
It's the female orgasm.
I don't want the T.
We have
the clip.
We have the Weekend Warriors coming out very, very soon.
Weekend Warriors. Watch it on Amazon Prime if you haven't watched the first season. So when the second season comes out, you already caught up on the first season.
Here's the thing about the season 2.
Yeah.
Season 1, we were all in it, but we were like
in it to win it.
We didn't know where it was going. We were thinking, this is just gonna end up on YouTube. We were just having fun doing it.
Yeah,
it was funny, but we were just having fun doing it. A lot of people that we had I wrote a little bit, but you wrote like 99% of it. You know what I mean? But like people would show up that people didn't show up for things that that you wrote for them. So we would have to rewrite shit on the set, which was very frustrating. But season 2, because it was out on Amazon, everybody stepped it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We know how to count. Boom. Mind your manners.
Scuba Steve. Barry's cousin Larry. Everybody stepped it up this season, dude.
I think
Alias. Everybody, dude.
I think us three. No, we're the only 3 of the 4 characters who have been in every single episode of the show.
Well, that's because we're available.
Marissa D says the custom art is fire with many flames.
Who said that?
Larissa D.
What custom art? I missed it.
What you were showing before.
So if you don't know, you should go to also Cypress Hill. Indo Joe just did a collab with Cypress Hill, and they just shared it today. I'm gonna try to show it to you real quick.
This one? Oh, no.
Because you're new to the show.
Not that one?
No, not that one. We can show them that one, but I want to show them the real one first. So, jeez, gotta move that. Bam, there we go.
Boom.
If you go to Cypress Hill's page after the podcast, you can. Indo Joe and Cypress Hill just did this collab today. This Simpsons, Cypress Hill collab. It's on their page right now. Let me see the real one, Joe, so I can do a cool transition that makes everybody say, "Wow."
Show Quarantine Cody.
So Quarantine Cody shit first because he's been around. He's already seen it though, I think. Boom.
Dude, wait, here's the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show everybody with the real camera, but do a cool transition so you guys think I'm
1, 2, 3. We can count.
Damn.
Oh, what do you know about that? Oh, what? Oh, Cypress, what? Oh, that's the real picture right there, and there's Cypress Hill. Oh my God.
Does he like do this for a living?
Does he do this for a living, ladies and gentlemen? This is Indo Joe. If you guys don't know,
I'm talking about you with the transition.
Oh, talking about me. I thought you
some
were
camera
about,
shit right there, director.
I thought you were talking about yourself. Indo Joe,
I'm not that good, dude.
Art Extraordinaire. Follow him. INDOJOE 710 on Instagram. If you're watching this video, please push like and please subscribe.
Marissa says fuego.
And
with
ring
lots of faces
and ring the bell so you always know when we go live. We might go live tomorrow night. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows when we go live on the Mind Your Manners? Still watching. What we're really doing right now is just checking to see if we're still live.
Quarantine Cody, 9,720 likes as of right now on the Insta pic.
Damn, that's good.
That's dope. Thanks for letting us know, Quarantine Cody. And DJ Big Red says tomorrow, yeah, but my end is out. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I love you too, man. Either way. Thanks for supporting the show.
We'll see if it switches over here. But if it switches over on your guys' screen, then we're still live. There we go. Boom.
Sorry about that.
We were just making sure so we didn't have to sign off on you guys.
Yeah, no worries.
But is there
I wasn't
anything?
paying attention for like 10 minutes. And then
What else you got for jingles? Because
I just have
Jingle me
double
up.
your pleasure,
terrible.
double your fun. Double makeup? No? No one knows the double
That is a
makeup?
new
no, we
Yeah.
obviously know it, but that shit was crazy.
Well, you told me what
Double
was
your
that.
fun.
That shit was wild.
The double makeup. Ooh, ooh.
So, what did you think about the Weekend Warriors though? Because Joe brought it up. Maybe I brought it up. Someone brought it up.
You brought it back up.
What did you think about working on it? How did you like it? Because I can be a douche. I'm a douche. I'm a good friend, but a director. I'm like I'm working hard, so
I think
Yeah,
that
you should work on it.
people just don't understand the difference between like hanging out and then like being on, I guess like on set.
Yeah. It would be
and
different.
being like you're actually
I know what
like
you're
you're
saying.
working.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that sometimes that is where it gets lost in translation. Like we never have a problem like chilling or hanging out. Chilling or hanging out in the beginning before we start shooting.
yeah.
But when we're shooting, it's not that we're dicks, but we're like serious because we need to get something done. Maybe
See,
we
this
only
is
have
what I was trying to
sunlight
make a point on that.
for a specific amount of time, or we
Yeah.
can only be in the location for
This
a
is what I wanted to
specific
say.
amount of time. So you just don't know with that to begin with. So I feel like people should respect the art and like just be on their game.
See, that's what I want to make a quick point. Like, if we had these people for longer times, because 9 out of 10 times we have them for a day, quote unquote, and then they show up. Like we said, we gotta set the shit up a lot of the times.
Yeah.
And that takes like an hour, and then all of a sudden we're
The production.
not even three hours into the fucking thing. Excuse my French, but. And they're like, oh yeah, I gotta leave now. You're like, dude, you said you could be here for 8 hours at least, dude. You know. So I was like saying earlier, we gotta do a lot of rewrites. Or hey, stand in front. Okay, all of a sudden, drop a line. Hey, I don't feel good. I'm gonna go stand on this fence. And now go stay the rest of your line
Yeah.
standing on
Yeah,
a fucking
most
fence,
directors
dude.
don't
And
have
then
to deal
he
with.
He has to rely on fucking editing the whole
Yeah.
thing, which is gay, dude.
Yeah.
We as actors
Much
gotta
better.
remember. I apologize about that. That's
Well,
okay.
no, and also Joe, like
God.
he also has to like most directors don't have to rewrite the script
On the that's what
when
I'm saying. That's
someone
why I
is
wanted
not
to
feeling
point,
well or
if
doesn't
we
show
had
up.
These actors say we had them
Yeah.
all weekend, we wouldn't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like think of Sia Green, how much we got done in 1 week in Humboldt. versus the rest of the movie. You know what I mean? We got like what 40% of the end of the movie, 30% of the end of the movie.
That
done in a
goes
week.
back to
That's
what
my-
we were saying.
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, Mr. DL. Go ahead.
That's my problem though. It's like I'm a good friend. If I was your friend and we were supposed to play basketball, and you were like, "Oh man, my kid had this image," I'd be like, "Oh man, that sucks, man. Hope everything works out." But when we're working, I don't give a
Yes.
fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
No, my kids.
It's like when you
here's-
tell your boss during tax season and you're an accountant, "Oh, I'm sick. I have to stay
Yeah.
home." Like he has to let you stay home sick, but he don't really care. He's got to
Here's-
figure
here's
out how to
another
like
thing, too,
solve
like-
the fact that you're not going to be at work.
And that's a terrible thing that I just said. Oh, they ain't my kids, but it's like that.
See-
that's a friend feeling
Yeah, not
to
even
care.
that. I was just
I don't
gonna
care.
get you
I'm
back
working.
on this. Like, it's not even like, hey, today, even for emergencies. So if your kid gets sick, you should already have something set up where don't have to be there. You
Well,
know,
I'm not-
it's always something fucking bullshit. You know what I
I
mean?
can't hate on parents because stuff like that does happen, but like if
I
you're so
agree.
committed,
I
yes,
agree.
hopefully
If
you
you're-
have some kind of
exactly.
like
If you're supposed to be
contingency
committed to it.
plan for either weather or your car breaks down or like something happens with the kid. Like, yeah,
The car shit's bullshit because we
Hopefully.
always say we can come and pick you up.
Got it.
We can send you an
Actually,
Uber.
there's a-
You know what I mean? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? The car shit's bullshit. We can always give you a. Send
It
you a
also
ride.
makes it interesting for how sometimes those kinds of things
I gotta fucking
change
pee.
the narrative of the
Oh god.
of the episodes, and then the episodes end up being hilarious, even though that wasn't. Not that it was not going to be hilarious, but the narrative changed because of the actor's situation.
Yeah, I've written episodes that I really liked, and 3 hours before we've had the film, someone will be like, and it's not even sometimes, it's every time. Every time I've ever
Something
tried,
always kind of
every time I've
happens.
ever tried to
That's true.
film anything with a cast more than 2 people, there's been something where we don't start on time or we don't film nothing. Even music videos. You think music? I film videos like with artists as big as Redman, that someone might have not show. I don't have a specific example for any of my Redman videos, but where someone didn't show. Maybe remember we had a bunch of girls show up for that one Redman video.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm sure some girl didn't show up. I can't remember off the top, but I'm sure some girl didn't show up.
It's like that in anything. Things always happen, even in life. Things always happen, and you have to like readjust. But when you have this idea of a vision of like what you want your movie to be or what you want an episode to be, and you have to change it not because you want to change it because you're the artist, but because someone else has like basically forced your hand to change it. That kind of sucks. But then again, it made for a lot of funny.
This guy's put his address in the...
different stuff, different things into it, Like it turns out better sometimes.
This guy's back.
And Dojo is so happy, and so is his bladder.
It's glorious.
It does, but it's
Like every
always
other episode, I gotta
it's
do
always
that.
frustrating.
Oh my god.
It's always frustrating. We put the link channel
Cool.
in the chat, so you can just type that in on YouTube and find the link in the clip
I'll
channel.
give you. We do come up with some fire on the spot when it's like
Spark that up.
we don't have much time. Let's get this going. We do come up with some fire. You know what I mean? I'll give us that.
Since you guys are watching the
You
podcast,
still talking about Weekend Wars?
yeah, pretty much what we were doing after the podcast ends, after we discussed all our topics, we just talk about the Weekend Warriors for a little bit because season 2 is on the way
It's
on Amazon
coming.
Prime.
If you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you
So-
think we're funny now,
As far as
you'll
the
pee in your
Let me
pants.
get something across. I'm not knocking anybody that was like making excuses this
Yeah.
season, but I'm like, we gave full notice, dude. We were like, come on, man. Look at we're out. We put it out on Amazon Prime. It came out. It got a good response. It got a good response on Amazon Prime. You know what I mean? So it was like, we're serious. This isn't just a joke.
Yeah.
Like, let's take when you said it to everybody. Listen, if you don't want to take it serious, say it. We'll write you a smaller role.
Yeah.
We'll put you in a smaller role. We'll still make you funny. We'll still make you do cool things. Excuse me.
Absolutely. Larissa wants to know the links. So put them up again.
I wrote in the comment section after she asked that. I said it's the Mind Your Manners podcast clip channel. Just type that in. You'll probably have to scroll down a little bit till you see the actual channel. You'll see the circle. It says Mind Your Manners podcast clip
And
channel.
that's clipped
Please,
with a P.
please, just everybody, if you're watching, just go add that because that's where we're gonna add the show in smaller doses, little things we think were funny that you might think are funny.
I don't like tooting my horn.
You don't toot?
I don't like. You know what I mean? I don't like bragging.
What are you
or
gonna do with
anything,
your horn then?
But you can ask like a lot of people that did that, because we got most of the cast
Mind your
back
manners.
for episode 1 of season 2.
What do you say?
We got most of the cast back for episode.
What do you mean?
Episode 1.
Endo
Episode
Joe.
1 of season 2. We got most of the cast back, right?
Yeah.
We got most. Who
And
did we
Joe,
got?
get your
I think
shot
we
ready
got
because
everyone.
Quarantine Cody
Okay.
said he's gonna be right back
Word,
because
word.
he's gonna want to do a show with you guys.
I think we got.
But we got okay. So just say that, but
I'm gonna
but the
open
way
mine.
honestly, like I don't like bragging, but like I got the compliments after, so I feel like I can toot my horn about it.
Tooting
like,
it.
Quarantine
stepped
Cody,
my
I got
game
my
up
shot.
on
I'm ready
episode
when
1.
you are.
Like I stepped my game up to where I was
on.
making everybody laugh. I was doing the script perfect,
doing
and,
a dab
I
in the
was
shot.
and I was improv.
Mr. DL's gonna do
with
a
with the
dab.
balloons, you know what I mean? I was improv perfect that day.
Alright.
You know what I mean? So everybody stepped their game up after that.
If
you
you-
know what I mean, for the most part.
Joe,
if-
do you have
You know,
a shot? Are you gonna do a shot
I
with
got a shot
Quarantine
ready
Cody?
right here.
If you
Quarantine
like,
Cody, can you see Miss?
if you
see
like Indo Joe in season
Oh,
1, he
man,
played
no.
Jeremy. If you've never seen the Weekend
I hate
Warriors,
my character in season 1.
if
I'm
you've
a-
never
I'm
seen
a
the Weekend
spirit.
Warriors,
Are we ready?
What's her name again? Because I've never. I don't know.
Larissa D.
Okay,
compared to
93.
season
I can't
two-
see it
Thank
from
you
here.
for
If you
putting it in.
if you've never seen the Weekend Warriors, it's our comedy show. It's like a TV show, a sitcom or whatever. It's on Amazon Prime called The Weekend Warriors. That's what
TBMA though.
that's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Now continue. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, but I
Well, I feel like everybody stepped.
No, I
Tanya,
was gonna
Tanya
say
stepped
let's
it up
do-
because like
Let's do the shot, Joe.
let's
Quarantine
hear.
Cody.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna do my dab though. I gotta do a dab
Hold
and a
on.
shot.
Oh.
So I
gotta
get my
heat
dab
up-
ready.
He's got to heat up his dab.
Tanya wasn't originally part of the original Weekend Warriors when we came up with the show because you guys weren't dating at the time.
We're
And
dating.
then we only did one
Just
episode.
in the friend zone.
Well, we only did one episode at the time, and then
Facts.
the second episode was the
Technically, hold on.
No, the second episode was the kickball episode, and she was on the rival team.
Yeah.
So now check
That's
me,
right.
check me,
I'm
check
a
me.
bad
though.
Hold on.
girl,
Well, check me
Cody.
different, 'cause,
I'm
you know,
ready.
Hold on.
You guys were
Quiet
dating, and I'm
Quiet
telling you,
on.
this
Quiet
was.
on.
You were like, I'm not sure if I'm
Oh wait,
gonna be
Mr.
with her
DL
yet.
says quiet on set.
Me and Tanya were actually dating on the first day of the Weekend Warriors. We were already dating, but
That's
she
what-
wasn't.
yeah.
She wasn't in the show though.
Yeah.
I wasn't cool.
We was talking. We was chatting.
Mom, I want to be cute.
We was chatting on the phone like a bunch of lovebirds.
I'll tell stories about
Quarantine
season
Cody's
one all
dying.
night,
I love it. I get to see his natural reaction.
dude. Shut it up, Quarantine
Here
Cody.
we go. All right.
Holy shit.
These are getting harder and harder.
I love this apple. So
like season one, too.
absolute apple.
Season 1, like
Juice.
you came up with the idea. I start bringing all these characters out, and I'm like, right away, I'm like, oh my god, I want to be Barry Bars because I wanted to work behind the scenes more. And Barry Bars was supposed to be a small character.
Wait, hold on. Time out, Ender Joe. Quarantine Cody. Have you seen the Weekend Warriors?
Yeah, that's how he
Right?
knows
You
about
said-
us.
Okay, but I don't know if he saw the whole season
Oh, yeah,
or where
spoiler
he's
alert.
at.
But whatever.
Every episode.
Okay,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
say anything, right? We don't want to spoil it
Yeah,
for
yeah.
anybody
I'm
else.
just talking about like you. I wanted to be a small character. I didn't want to be the face, or you know what I mean.
Could
'Cause
you
I like-
envision
I
Endo
like-
Joe being Barry Bars?
No, I wanted to be Barry Bars because I wanted to pop in with some dookie chains on once in a while. I'll walk in and be like, yo, I got that bomb ass weed. You
he
know what
says
I mean?
no. He
Yeah,
says
see,
no.
because I took my character a different turn. You know what I mean? I just embraced it. You know what I mean?
Hold on a second, Joe.
Time out.
Keep your comment because earlier in the night before we went live, Joe questioned his choice of
Oh, that's true.
wardrobe. He was like, "Well, I don't know, should I wear this shirt?"
This is
And
true.
and this is a.
And then she says, "I love the noodle shirt."
Oh, nice. I was to say earlier.
She likes your
I
noodles.
survived my 20s on these things. This
so
and ramen
funny.
noodles.
Quarantine Cody. That's what Joe said when he
watch-
was younger.
You watching the Mind Your Manners?
The street college.
You watching
Sorry.
The college of the streets.
But you're watching the Mind Your Manners podcast.
You know what you're watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Ring the bell, and you'll never miss this content that we're doing right now.
I'm
so
telling you
funny.
though, season 2 is gonna be off the chain, dude. And
Yeah,
like,
well, you can watch Weekend Warriors season 1 on Amazon Prime now. Quarantine Cody, should we ask him a favorite moment? Or
Yeah,
should
what
we
was
not
your favorite
spoil it?
part of the Weekend Warriors?
I guess it's been out for a
you
while
know,
now.
you don't gotta be biased that we're here.
We're-
you don't
we're-
gotta be biased.
Were you hooked on episode 1, or were you like, I'll give it a
Absolutely. I
chance?
know my favorite moment is I clicked on it and I saw the title of the very first episode was Stank on My Hang Low. And I was like, I'm going to love this. I am going to love this.
You heard it here
and
first.
Sure enough, as soon as I watched it, I loved it from beginning to end.
It is pretty crazy because we've gotten some fans like all around the states, dude. We got fans like in Ohio, Alaska.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy. We gotta hit them up. They hit us up and go, dude, you ever come around? You're partying with us. I'm like, listen, I don't really inhale bleach. You know
That
what I
is
mean?
a character that I play on
I
That's
will
just-
smoke all the weed you want to put in front of me.
That's just my TV character. We gotta smoke more weed. This is fun. I like talking about the Weekend Warriors. It's natural with
Quarantine
us.
Cody, who is your favorite character?
You don't gotta be biased.
Yeah, don't be biased. Don't be scared.
From season 1, it was definitely County Cam.
Yeah,
County
He
Cam.
reminds me of one of my coworkers.
He's one of his coworkers.
That's
Seize
what's
up, County Cam.
How so, Quarantine Cody?
Oh man.
And
That's what's up.
he loves to party. My coworker loves to party and always takes it too far, way too quick, way too early in the day.
I think that's part of what the Weekend Warriors is about. It's like a personified character, like to the extreme of kind of like different kinds of people.
There's a little bit of everybody. Like all of our characters has somebody we know in our personal life or somebody we've known.
Oh, full that though.
What?
Do you channel anybody for your character, or you just act?
I feel like I can relate to Catalina because Catalina
Medina.
First of all, Catalina's
Doesn't pay for
the
weed.
one that basically is always with the guys.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the shirt thing definitely shows up. She's part of the crew.
With yeah, hold on, let me pause right there. Crew, boom. Sure thing's with the guys. In one way, Catalina hangs with the guys. Sure thing gets stank on her Anglo.
See,
with
I make a
Catalina-
point in that
yeah,
in season
Catalina,
2.
exactly.
I make a
Catalina's
point
like
in that
one
a
of the
few
boys.
times in season 2. I'm like,
And I can
when am I
relate
gonna
to
get
that.
a
Like,
piece
he's
of this?
dying. Quarantine Cody's dying. Like, I can relate to that because when I was growing up, I was a tomboy. Even now, like, I have a lot of guy friends. Like, you work with a lot of industry people, and they tend to be men. So I'm typically around men. So I can personify, like, a girl who's like, oh, these guys thinking of some stupid ass shit. But at the same time, she be doing the stupid ass shit too. She just doesn't go to the extreme.
Damn, I
She's
did all
kind of
these
like tries to pull them back, but she goes along with it too. She's extra too. So it's always like that character that just goes extra.
Yeah, word.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like it says it on the description on Amazon Prime. It's like a comedy for immature losers. Because it's basically people who are in their 30s and their 40s and they're acting like they're in high school.
Yeah.
Like they never did mushrooms before and they're like,
See,
their parents are going away for the weekend and they're going to do it for the first time.
Here's one of my point on season 2 though. Like, we all know our characters. You know what I mean? Like season 1, we were kind of like trying to form our characters. We were just getting introduced to them. I didn't really know my character until like halfway through the season, and then. But the beginning of this season, I knew where I was going. I knew what I wanted to do with it, and then I just took it. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, you want me to say that? I'll say it. You want me to do that? I'll do that.
They're calling us out.
You want me to run down the street? I'm gonna run down the street as goofy as I can, dude.
Larissa says
you know
enough
what I mean?
said pull out the jar. No, I agree, and I think that
Let's
like
smoke one more joint with y'all.
again, like I think that in terms of acting, if you can give yourself into the character and
didn't
be
wanna do
okay
this.
with like knowing that
The whole weekend.
the
Warriors, I didn't wanna
character
do
you're
it.
playing is not you. That's not you. But you can have fun with not being you.
Yes,
You know?
absolutely.
Like
That's
actors,
how I take it.
Hold on a second.
basically-
Sorry. We're rolling a double joint for Jake because he's calling us out.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
we're about to smoke. But like basically acting is basically like people getting to cosplay.
Pretend?
Like facts. Actors are nerds. They're just as cool as us. You know what I'm saying? Like they get paid to cosplay.
Ugh.
Like,
He said
oh.
smoke a cig.
I'm Johnny Depp. Today I'm gonna be a pirate, and Disney's going to pay me for it.
Yeah, for real. That should be cool, man.
He said smoke a cig. Ugh.
I wish I would have
But we
took.
do it
I
for
wish
the
I
fun
wouldn't
of
have started experiencing pot so young because I would have took something like that serious.
What?
Like I was always a good, not an actor, but I kind of an actor. I'd always like do impersonations of people and like make people laugh. I could have been like a small time actor, you know, like a C-lister or something. Yeah, but I got into drugs and pot way too early, dude. I just like partying too quick. I'm like, oh man. See, that's probably what would have happened to me though if I went to Hollywood. I would have been having like directors' dicks waved in front of my face.
Oh my God, no, he didn't. Mind your manners.
Mind your manners. Me too. Mind your manners.
I'd be proud of that. Me too.
Quarantine
shit.
Cody, have you ever thought of acting?
Quarantine code?
Absolutely, we can.
If anybody's watching
we can
wants
do
to
a group Zoom.
If everybody watching wants to join the Zoom and hang out with us, let us know. 'Cause
Quarantine Cody.
we're gonna talk about Weekend Warriors for a little while. We're done with the Mind Your Manners podcast. I guess.
Speaking of foursomes and five.
No, not really. We're not done. 'Cause this is part of it. Let us know if you want.
Do any of your friends watch the show or watch the Weekend Warriors? Look, he started laughing and turned red when I said foursomes
Larissa
and
said
fivesomes.
we should smoke a blunt, and I can't.
We don't smoke blunts. We do joints, aka white boys. That's what I call them.
I have vowed off blunts.
Wait, I asked Quarantine Cody a
I got a bunch
question.
of my coworkers watching the show. I tell a lot of my friends to check it out. And when I was a kid, my mom was a casting agent, so I kind of grew up in the industry and
Nice.
That's
as
crazy.
a production assistant a long time ago.
Okay, so you know the sweat and the tears that goes into the
Turs, the
behind the
turs.
scenes of all of this.
He knows the turs.
Yeah, see, that's
That's
what
dope,
I want. I don't want to be an actor like.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy. I started a documentary in 2003, finished in
sick.
2006, debuted in 2009, and I understand the production that takes to get people to show up to do their part. It's a team effort, and a lot of times some of the people don't see the strengths that you get when the team works together.
Exactly.
What's it called?
Absolutely.
Give yourself a shout out.
Jake says I smell bacon.
Yeah, okay, sweet. Tradeland Memories. I have it on Vimeo. It's a Pearl Harbor survivors documentary.
Oh shit.
That's very
December 7th,
respectable.
1941 attack on Pearl Harbor. All done by
Absolutely.
Pearl Harbor survivors themselves.
I wonder if he said I smell
Damn, dude,
bacon.
I'm gonna love that.
I don't know. I don't get it, but what I think he's talking about is I'm rolling the paper. It's like.
Yeah, I don't know, but I definitely respect what Quarantine Cody's talking about in his documentary
I'm
about
a
Pearl
huge,
Harbor.
World War II buff.
Yeah.
No, and I respect anybody who's given their life or years in the military because I know that I come from a military family. My grandfather was in the Korean and the Korean War. He lost an eye, and my dad served in the Navy, so I respect the military, and I think that's very respectful of you doing a documentary about anything
cool.
in American history.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Like God bless America, right? Very sad thing.
What's
to
it?
happen.
How do they say in that movie? God bless
Thank you very
America.
much. And a mad shout out to all the men and women that have worn the uniform. And I'll send you guys a DM with the link so you guys can see it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that would
definitely.
be
I wanna
great.
check that
I
out.
would love that.
Yeah.
God bless America, and no place else.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's what a movie is.
But, and
Yeah,
we're
fuck
here
that,
though.
man.
Like no
That's how I
matter what
see it.
anybody says about anything, like people can complain, but like we're here, so we do love America. And if not,
In the chat,
Keep it moving.
Get out of my country.
Jake is asking, what time is it in Cali? We're not in Cali, but in Cali
But
it's
it's-
7:38
yeah, it's
p.m.
3 hours. So whatever hour it is now here, at least on the East Coast, you take 3 and you subtract it, and you get the hour.
You do a
Well,
little
here's
bit.
another
of
thing.
math.
If you're in
Shout
St.
out to-
Louis, it's just 1 hour.
Shout out to Truth Hip Hop Consciousness. A lot of people think I still live in California, even though I haven't lived in California for 12 years.
I was born in California.
California?
A
Never
little,
heard of it.
A little boop 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 tidbit about me.
Where was Tanya Board? Witness Roach.
True Hip Hop Consciousness says, LOL, head of state with Chris Rock. I don't know how.
Oh, nice. Because that's what I said. Quarantine Cody said something about, his documentary about Pearl Harbor, and I said, God bless America, and no place else. That's from a Chris Rock movie.
Yeah.
Heard. DJ Big Red says, my grandpa Garza was in the Korean War and got malaria. That sucks.
Damn,
that's a horrible one.
Jake
Jake says, where are you guys now? We are in New England, the state of Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
I think
AKA Taxachusetts.
Endo Joe is
Massachusetts.
the only one that is originally from the state of Massachusetts.
True. Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
True story.
Born and bred, as
He was
we like
born,
to say
I think,
in the South.
he was born
I
in
do
the
not
city.
know how to pronounce my R's.
Honestly, let
I
me.
wish I had an accent like the South. I like it.
Mind your manners. Mind your manners. Mind your
Bam,
manners.
bam.
Indo Joe was
Why
born
am
like
I
a
right?
quarter of a mile from here.
Yes, I
Okay,
was.
so
Where
why
we're
are we
sitting right
minding our
now.
manners? He's
It is no
representing
longer a hospital.
It's a store.
It is. Yeah, it's a store for
That's
college
weird.
students.
Yeah, it's like a store.
Although, do many of you,
Go
the
buy some
hospital
chips
that
where I
you
was
were
born.
born at,
This is for
is
Jake,
it
Jake.
still around? What about you,
still
Quarantine
around.
Cody? Is the hospital you were
Well-
born at still around?
I was born in Ohio. So
Ohio.
What do you think the highlights of season 2 that you think people will like instantly?
As far as I know, yeah, the hospital in Scottsdale, Arizona, on Indian Boulevard is still there.
Oh, sick.
Arizona. The
Arizona.
in the house.
That's
It's
funny.
hot in Arizona.
Arizona. That's funny.
Yeah.
And you were born in San Diego. And what's your social security number?
Oh yeah. And you want $10,000? You want me to hold for you? That's called money laundering, by the way, people. Although white collar crime, that's the one you want to do because it's not the hard time. Okay, so if I had to give advice, not that I've ever been locked up,
Just want to say
but I
this.
would say go for the white collar crime.
If you're still with us, this is the Mind Your Manners podcast. We have talked about our discussions for the night, and now we have moved on to our television show called
The Weekend Warriors.
Called The Weekend
Warriors.
It's on Amazon Prime. It's an adult comedy, and we're just talking about what it was like working on it because season 2 is on its way out. And
here's the thing too. Leave us a review if you don't like it too. Leave us a review.
Yeah,
I enjoy the negative reviews. I know it's bad for us, but I laugh my balls
I
off.
think
man.
it's bad. It's like another
so
person's
funny.
opinion. Like
Yeah,
100% of the people can't like it. 100%.
We say it in the title. It's
you can rate it 1 to 5. You can rate it 1 to 5. The only reviews that affect my life are 1s and 5s.
Yeah.
The 2, 3s, and 4s. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I want 1s or 5s.
Yeah.
So Quarantine Cody, if you could pick someone to do a scene with, would you do it with Cam? Would you want to be in the Weekend Warriors?
Damn, Jake wants us to grow our hair out. I don't even. He could tell. I guess he could tell I don't have hair because I got the fucking. This guy's clowning me.
100%. It's got to be with Indo Joe.
Oh, nice.
And maybe Barry's cousin Larry.
Yes.
Barry's cousin Larry.
He's definitely like awesome this season.
Yeah.
He's like the whole group's nemesis this season. If you think about it.
All right,
You know what I mean?
we're not going to give you too much, but the season.
You were-
I'm going to tell you who
don't
the
wanna
season
say.
is. The season. All right, when I did see that character, no one talked about my character, but that was kind of the point. Like,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
cares about the guy behind the camera? You know what I mean? But there was just one character where I'm like, this character is good, and people weren't talking about him enough, and it was Justin. I don't know if you guys know
Yeah.
Justin on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
show, and I was like, I'm gonna write a season about Justin
Mm-hmm.
because I think he's super I think he's super funny, and I think he was overlooked on season 1.
Scuba Steve.
Yes, the Justin character.
Quarantine Cody asked, was it really going to be called Basement Guys? And he's laughing.
Holy shit.
No, it was always the Weekend Warriors. Yeah.
We
Morgan, my character's supposed to be a dork. You know what I mean? Like he's supposed to think that cheesy things are cool. You know,
basically
like,
he thinks he's like the next big director,
maybe I guess so. That's a good way to put it. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like he really believes in himself, and his friends are just like, dude, you're holding a camcorder right now, basically.
Yeah, Morgan does think he's the man. I'll give you that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if he thinks he's going to be the next big thing, but he does. So Morgan thinks that 10 people watching the show, it means he made it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's where Morgan is. You know what I mean?
I'll drop a spoiler.
Yeah.
Season 2 is full of more bones.
Yo, Jake said smoke a cig boys for real and get that girl out of there. Oh, word?
Oh my God, Jake is a.
You want some of this?
Oh, he doesn't want it.
We'll come over
Get him.
here and do a better job.
Get him, babe.
You unleash the PR.
Let's make it the Three Stooges. Come on down. I invite you. Bring it on down. Bring your own character down here.
Come
so
on,
you can
Jake,
talk
Jake.
on for 3 hours.
Jake the Snake, come on, man.
I'm not scared.
Jake the Snake, come on, man. We're gonna see. Okay, Jake the Snake, you got
He
Zoom.
says he got a big bush, boys. Woohoo.
Jake the
So-
Snake, you got Zoom in, zoom in, and
Yeah, zoom in.
outdo
I would love
Tanya.
to see
Let me
what's
see
up.
that happen.
Let's go.
The hairiest spot of my body is right here.
Oh my
Mind
God.
your manners.
This is pretty close.
Joe said, "Oh my,
my
God."
chest is pretty
Mind your
close.
manners. Larissa D93 says, ooh, fighting words. Keeping it real.
Yeah. You know what I was telling you? Trust me. Trust me.
I
If you're gonna trust, if you're gonna trust one person,
Yeah.
trust this person.
Hey,
No,
I'm
just my mama,
friends
she
and I've
really
had
know me,
arguments,
but-
and
Yeah.
I dip out. Like, I'm not winning this. I'm done.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Listen, I'd be happy for constructive criticism, but like until you're here,
She's easy to win arguments with. This is how she's easy to win arguments with. I'm gonna break it down for you.
Break it
'Cause
down.
You just leave. You're like, fuck
Hold
that.
on, quarantine Cody.
Fuck this argument.
Write this one down.
Fuck this argument. I'm gonna leave like Megan Thee Stallion. I'm just gonna fucking leave.
Like
but
Megan
then
Thee
the
Stallion. I love
facts.
that
She
Stallion.
hits you with the Tory Lanez facts as you walking away. Bam, bam, bam. And then you
Tory
walk
Lanez
away.
facts.
And then you walk
That's
away.
not cool.
You walk away and you're holding on to them Tory Lanez facts in your feet while you're walking, and you're like, oh man, she was right. Fuck. Fuck.
I don't know what that means.
Gosh.
He lost me on that one. I don't know if it's
I brought it back
the shots, the dabs,
I brought it
and
back.
the joint.
I brought it back to the
But-
first topic. That
No,
was
no,
a,
I
that was
got
a,
that you brought it back, but I didn't
my
understand
God.
quite the explanation.
what a transition. Whatever the hell like that.
Exactly. Mind your manners. If anyone's out there understands what he said, or if Quarantine Cody understands what he said, you let me know, because I don't get it. But either way, I'm not offended, because since I don't get it,
So
I don't care.
about the show though. We're really happy to.
Mind your manners. Weekend Warriors.
I don't know. I think it's
DJ
cool.
Big Red says, LOL, no fighting, one love. Oh,
Put it
that's
like
not
this.
us fight.
We put the show out January 1st, 2019. It'll come out obviously in very very soon. This season 2. But every day since I don't know January 2nd, 2019, someone, at least one person, every single day,
The
every
question
day
of the day.
has asked me when is season 2 coming out.
Yeah.
So,
It's no bullshit. It's no bullshit. It's true.
Well,
It's
nobody
true.
asked you today.
I
When
am
is season
a
2
witness.
coming out?
and I like it. I like it because that means people enjoyed season 1 enough to be like,
They
oh
did.
man, I hope there's another season.
But hey,
Even
people,
even when you're like,
if you didn't know,
when's your show coming out?
a lot of work goes into it. A lot of work. It's not just actually
yeah.
just filming it.
No.
There's a lot of work after that happens.
Like I wish there was a way I could just
FYI.
show them something.
There is. If you don't know, watch a film
show
about
'em that
making a
little
movie,
Huh?
Show 'em my little clip.
or
there.
watch
The
a
one you wanted
film
to drop
about
is the
making a
trailer.
TV show.
Right?
Except instead of having a crew that does it, instead of you directing and then handing it off and someone editing and then handing it off and someone does the sound engineering, it's one person doing it.
Yeah.
So that's why it takes longer.
Tanya and myself try to help as much as we can.
Except
but-
I don't do any of that technical stuff.
No,
I was
no.
gonna show the trailer, but I don't have
But guess what? That's why they call it an independent film.
Yeah,
Because you're independently doing everything your damn self.
And other projects come up too. That you gotta work
Quarantine
on.
Cody's loving it. He's laughing.
Oh shit! I dropped the lighter.
There's other things that pop up, like the album.
At
You know,
least
you
you
have to
dropped
get that
the
shit
soap.
out of the way.
Yeah, I'm very overwhelmed with all the shit that I got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't worry, it's gonna get out and it's gonna happen. And you know what? People love the Weekend Warriors so far. So it's just like
All right, if
back
you-
in the days when you actually had to wait for something.
Babe, you just said it perfect. If you like the Weekend Warriors, if you like season 1 of the Weekend Warriors, you probably won't even like it anymore after fucking season 2 comes out.
Why is that?
Because you'll just be like, oh my god, I'm just gonna watch season 2 because this shit is fucking crazy.
Oh, you mean you won't like season 1?
Oh, you meant
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
Season
yeah.
1. I was like,
I
wait,
think
what?
maybe you wouldn't like us anymore.
No,
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
just be like, oh my god, I'm just gonna. This,
Mind your
I'd say
manners.
we
He's
might
been
lose
drinking,
fans.
dabbing,
We
and
might
smoking.
lose fans.
I don't think
So-
we'll lose fans.
I think we might.
Joe thinks we're gonna lose fans. I think he's right,
I
but
think if you
I
were
think
watching
we'll-
the
I think
first
we'll
season,
gain
the second
fans.
season's not gonna phase you. You're just gonna love it
Well,
some more.
I think we'll gain some fans.
Give me some more.
no
But I
matter
think,
what.
I think we'll
So
definitely.
give me some more.
They're gonna hit like episode 3, maybe 4. They're gonna go, oh man, yeah.
Let me break it
They're
down.
gonna get
I'm done with this shit.
addicted.
Let me break it down about the Weekend Warriors. How
But I'm telling you, by episode 4, it's awesome. Yeah.
Mr. DL, go ahead,
what?
break it down.
The new season.
oh, new season.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
break it down. Break her down.
We don't have a
Break it,
we don't have like a political opinion on the show.
Hell no, we try to stay
So
away from that.
so it's perfect because we
Yeah.
can say or do anything, and if you
I
hate
do
it,
what I want.
if you hate it and be like, oh my god, how dare you say that? We can be like, dude, the show's about immature losers, man. Can't
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
Say stupid shit.
But if you like it,
A lot of the
you can be like,
times,
dude,
too-
the show's about immature losers, man. What the fuck?
We said that the
times
show was
we'll-
about immature losers,
Yeah.
so don't think we're gonna say some smart
Yeah.
shit.
A lot
I'm
of
just
times we call
giving
each
you-
other
Smart
out
shit.
though on the show.
We do say smart shit, but
We
you
call
know
each
what I
other
mean.
out on the show though.
Yeah.
I'll say something bad, you'll say something bad, and then she'll go, dude, you can't say that. You know what I mean? We don't just.
The only
You know what I
political,
mean?
it's not even it's not. This isn't even a political way, but the only current event angle we take is we don't like cancel culture. I think we do a lot of that on the show.
Well,
Yeah,
Quarantine
yeah.
Cody says
He's getting a refill. He's gonna be right back so he can do another shot. But
Take a
he
pee.
won't lose. We won't lose him as a fan.
If you're smoking, if you're smoking with us, hit us up in the comment
Let us
section.
know what you're smoking.
What you are smoking on, what flavor? Because man, there's so many flavors. Don't just say weed, man. Your weed got a name.
We
Even
know
make
you're
it up.
smoking weed.
Whatever,
Maybe
whatever
smoking a
the
cigarette,
color of your
but-
room is, plus your shirt, plus your fucking dog's name, man. That's the name of your weed. So hit us up in the chat.
It's pretty easy to make up weed. I mean,
Did you-
I'm smoking on cheetah piss, dude. I mean, I would never. I
Mind
don't want
your
to
manners.
smoke cheetah piss,
Mind your manners.
but it's bomb. It's bomb dabs.
Jake says you'll never lose me as a fan. I don't want to lose you as a fan, man. You're cool, but my girl,
Baby, can you hear
my
me?
girl will out host you. She'll out host you. Like I don't even have a joke.
It's nothing personal.
That was all I was saying. I don't have a joke. My girl, check it out. My girl's cooking show
Cooking.
has 500,000 views. Mind Your Manners podcast.
Mind your manners.
She got
Be
the
nice.
numbers for a reason. And
Let's
if,
play
and,
nice.
if, and if you're in the chat and you don't know what I'm talking about, you're like cooking show.
Go look up medical edibles or Chef Tanya Nicole's Instagram or medical edibles Instagram with 3 L's.
So check this out. What Medical Edibles is it's a cannabis cooking show, and it's infused with comedy. So you'll have, and we're dropping stuff.
And it's infused with marijuana.
You'll have a good time watching it, and you'll learn how to make whatever, whatever the episode's about. So go check that out.
Yeah, check out my latest post. I put some beef pastelillos.
Beef
Whoa.
pastelillos.
Puerto Rican beef pastelillos.
And if
That
you want to
look
hit her
good.
up, hold on. Let me. What she was saying.
I like
she-
DJ Big Red said, mind your manners.
Mind him. I don't know why this is showing.
Shout out to
but
Tanya.
What I wanted to show is if you want to follow beautiful chef Tanya Nicole, these are her. She is at these places. She is on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at chef Tanya Nicole.
Don't ever
Easy
call
as
me
that.
beautiful.
You don't, you don't have to.
Don't hate, Endo Joe. Don't hate. You got the art thing, okay? Can I be the beautiful thing?
You don't have.
Yeah.
You don't have to search too hard. Right there. That's it. Chef Tanya Nicole.
Yes.
She's at those three places.
Even Quarantine Code is
You can find her cooking show on this channel, so make sure you've subscribed. Make sure you've rung the bell.
I'll tell you from personal experience, everything you see tastes delicious as much as it looks.
It tastes delicious
He's
as
talking
much
about
as
the
it
food,
looks.
by the way.
The food, yes.
That's what Joe had
On
to
the
say.
we were talking about medical edibles, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I eat most of them.
Larissa says,
You
ain't
know what I
nothing
mean?
like home cooking.
Yeah, well, I eat most of them on the episodes, and I'm always like, damn, that was fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can
The
like
most
a lot of
important
times you can
ingredient
taste
is
the
love.
weed. Well, a lot of times you can taste the weed, and I guess it's okay, but I don't want to taste the weed. I want to taste like you give me a cookie. I want to taste the cookie, dude.
Hit me
I
on
want-
the
I don't wanna
DM if
eat
you
a
want
nug.
private cooking class,
know what I mean?
okay? If you're looking to make something infused or without infusion.
Yeah, the
I'm
shit's
with
bomb,
ya.
dude. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm making some brownies with someone tomorrow.
You are?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that sounds cool.
I made some special cookies with my other client. They said they came out bomb.
I make bomb nachos. I use cheese.
Oh,
All right. Let's do
I
one.
like
How about with
cheese.
this? Before we go, is there anything else you guys want to talk about? We're not ready to sign off right this second, but is there anything else that you want to bring up? Anything in the world that has sparked an interest in you this week?
Oh, we're both Carol Baskin.
Oh my God, Joe.
Joe,
Please.
speak on this.
Please,
Oh,
please
Speak
tell us.
on this.
So it's only rumored. It's only rumored. I don't know if it's confirmed.
It's a
but
rumor.
So the next season of Dancing with the Stars.
Stars that dance with you.
Is that how it goes?
I have no idea.
No, I don't think there's like a
Oh.
theme song with like music or anything. We just made
Supposedly
that shit up.
it's gonna have Carol Baskin on it.
Quarantine Cody's dying.
That bitch Carol Baskin's supposed to be on it.
Carol
know what I mean?
Baskin.
Yeah, like I was saying, like she's still like a suspect in this murder case, like or
Allegedly.
disappearance.
I don't know
case.
if she's a suspect. I don't even know if that's an
Allegedly.
open case. I'm not
I
sure.
think it's still an open case.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Fuck that bitch Carol Baskin.
If
Larissa
you want.
says she's definitely going to bed with "Ring My Bell" stuck in my head. Damn it.
Don't go to bed yet because we're signing off. We're signing off very shortly. We're gonna do another dab, gonna do another shot, and talk a
do a
little
dab
bit
and
more,
shot.
and then
Or at least we're gonna smoke this joint and hang
we're
out with
gonna
Quarantine Cody.
finish this.
Oh, Quarantine Cody got another shot. Wait, hold on.
I got my shot ready. I'm just doing
hold
the
on.
dab.
I don't.
Hold on, quiet on set. Hey, quiet on shit. What me and Nindo Joe are doing is we're doing a dab, holding it in, doing a shot, and then blowing out the
That's what I'm
dab.
doing.
And Tanya's just doing this. What is it? Apple.
Absolute juice. It's basically absolute vodka with like 5% apple juice.
So if you're new to the Mind Your Manners podcast, this is our 20th episode. I'm gonna do a dab first so I can tell it choking up.
Oh, Mr. DL's doing the dab. Oh, here comes a shot.
Holy fuck. That's rough.
They get harder and harder.
Yeah, they're pretty bad now.
Spark that joint. Spark that joint back up. Because Jake was calling us up. We got to
It's
smoke
already
that.
sparked. Look.
Oh, okay. What were we talking about? Because marijuana and alcohol affect the memory.
Let him
What do you want to talk about?
Huh?
That's what
Oh, there was nothing else you wanted to talk about that was going on?
Oh yeah, that bitch Carol Baskin.
Yeah, I think that's crazy.
I mean, they were talking about Dancing with the Stars and Carol Baskin.
What if she got on there? Would you be like, oh, I'm not watching that? If you watch the show.
No, I would. It's gonna probably have their highest ratings.
Absolutely.
What? Because of that bitch Carol
It doesn't
Baskin.
matter what opinion you have of her, you want to see it.
You should
You
have.
want to see it.
Because they already
I
have.
want to see the Tiger King on
What
there.
about
Dancing
you,
with
Quarantine Cody? Did you watch the Tiger King documentary?
They already have the. They already. Oh, he's gonna answer. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am the
Yeah,
Tiger
the
King.
man on the leash. That's what needs to be on TV.
The man on the
That's what I'm
leash.
saying. Like
He
the,
said,
the
fudge,
Tiger
Carol
King.
Baskin.
The Tiger King, once he gets out of jail, him on Dancing
Oh
with
my
the Stars.
God.
I want to see that.
I think the Carol Baskin thing is gonna do huge numbers because the show's already a massive hit, so that already has huge numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody loves
And then
Dancing
it's
with
gonna
the
be like,
Stars.
oh my god, this crazy bitch is gonna be on there. I'm gonna watch it. You know, or at least the YouTube link of her dancing around for 3 minutes is gonna have like 500 million views. You know
The
what I'm saying?
clips.
Come on, man.
The clips, like the Mind Your Manners clips.
Come on, man.
Quarantine Cody says he has a small question, though, about the Weekend Warriors. Is Brenda really dead?
Yes, Brenda's dead. Let me tell you a story about Brenda. Oh man.
Drop it.
No, shouldn't tell.
No, drop the story. Fuck
Oh,
it.
okay. We're dropping a story. Bam, 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 bam. Mind your manners. Bam,
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 bam.
bam, bam, bam.
I don't remember the story. I kind of do. All right, so Brenda was a character. Brenda was supposed to be a huge character on the Weekend Warriors, and she was there for the first episode. And what does that say? I don't know what that says.
Really? You don't know what that says? Okay, never mind.
Zoo? That's what it says?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Brenda, Zoo.
That's when she died, right?
Yeah, that's when she died. But I'm giving you guys a behind the scenes because you already seen the show.
Yeah.
Brenda was a character, and she was cool. Everyone liked Brenda. Like no problem.
Well, she was supposed to be the whole season.
Yeah, no problem with Brenda. But some life stuff came up for her after episode 1, and there was a big fucking space between between filming episode 1, because episode 1 we filmed June 15th, and then the episode 2 we filmed there was no leaves on the trees.
Mm-hmm.
So there
were no leaves
you know what
on
I mean?
the trees.
There was a
that
big,
sounds like a rap line.
We were still in shorts though.
yeah, there was a big space in between that time. So
Here's the thing. Here's another thing though about it. She kept saying, oh, "Okay, I'll show up." I'll
no,
be
no,
there.
no, I didn't get there yet.
You know what I mean?
Joe is gonna.
Mind your manners.
Joe's there.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but
So Joe's right, but we're not there yet. So episode 2 came out to film, and I didn't call her because of her situations that she was dealing with on her private life. And so I didn't call her. You know what I mean? And then for episode 3, I called her. I said, "Hey, I didn't call you because of this, and now I feel enough time has passed that maybe you want to be in the show." And she's like, "Cool." And then I feel like she didn't show up for a few episodes.
yeah.
So then I wrote her to die in
You had
hopes
to write
that
new characters.
and I wrote her to
fill
die.
in.
I wrote her to die in a way that if I ever wanted to bring her back, she could easily come back by footage that Morgan had.
Yeah.
Like, oh, remember that time, man? Remember that time we were hanging out with Brenda at the basketball game, and then we could film with Brenda at a basketball game, and I could just put it in the show.
So she can be like, I'm back.
So no, she can't be back because we technically before she died.
No, but I'm
it
just
would
saying,
it would be found footage
On the
that
show,
Morgan
she'd
had.
be like, I'm back.
Yeah, for sure.
In a
for sure.
flashback.
What were you gonna say, Joe?
Fuck if I know.
Mind your manners.
That was-
Remember your manners. Remember what you were going to say.
Um,
He's dying. Cody's
so funny.
dying.
I
So,
can't
yeah.
remember.
I don't know.
Cody, don't you work with cars? You work with cars, right?
What's it? Race cars.
The kinds that go out and go,
Yes, I
yeah.
work in live broadcast television, primarily racing.
Where it goes, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick, dude. I see your
It's
Instagram
dope.
posts.
I love his
Yeah, it's like-
Instagram.
yeah.
Like, I don't know if you know this about me or if you paid attention, but I love cars. I told my mom I wanted to be a chef or a mechanic. She said no to both of those. So I do have a business degree. Shout out to Bentley. I love being one of their alumni. But what exactly do you
She got
do?
2 degrees. She cooks. She's a host. She has a cooking show.
Yeah, but
She acts.
It's about quarantine Cody.
she's
What do you do with cars? Because like I grew up with a single mom, and I knew how to change a tire, and through different relationships and the fact that I love cars and I love being mechanical, I've learned how to like give an oil change, do the brake pads. I've changed my like rotator cuffs on my car. Like, what exactly do you do with cars there?
I make sweet, sweet love to him.
Growing up, I always wanted to be a mechanic. I love cars, especially old cars from the 50s.
Yes.
And I wanted to be a mechanic. And my mom basically said, "Hey, no, you're going to be the first person in our family to go to college and get a degree."
Mm-hmm.
And she was casting agent, so I worked as a production assistant. Ended up getting a degree in video from Savannah College of Art and Design.
Congratulations.
And I kind of married the two worlds together.
Okay.
And I started working for NASCAR, putting in-car cameras in the race cars themselves. So I kind of combined the mechanic and the production world together.
That's sick.
And it's been super generous to me ever since, so I can't complain one bit. I kind of married both worlds. I still get to be a mechanic.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Listen, I've been talking about like what's going on with like in the world outside and what things I could possibly do, and I legit said if I have to go back to a trade school or something like that, I'm like, I will become a mechanic. I will do what I said I was gonna do, because that's similar to what I said where I wanted to be a mechanic or chef, and my mom was like, no, you're going to business school. I'm an accountant. You can either be an accountant or do something in the business realm. But I love the mechanics of a car. I love that kind of like that side of my brain. And I said, well, you know what? I said, I don't know what I'm going to be repairing, but I don't care if it's HVAC or something. But when I was young, my idea was to have a mechanic shop that was run by all women.
Ooh.
That next to it would have a beauty salon. And next to the beauty salon, you'd have where you could like hook up your car with like rims, tins, like custom whatever you wanted, nitrous. Like whatever you wanted.
Can we huff it?
No Weekend Warriors.
Oh, come on.
Not this kind of nitrous.
Joe has something he wants to bring up. Joe has something he wants to bring up before we sign off here.
And Dojo has something to say.
No, I'm just. I was reading in the news the other day that it's not this picture, but
look how funny it looks. Looks like Biggie's with you guys instead.
Yeah, the famous picture of Biggie with wearing the crown.
Look at it.
Show Quarantine Cody.
You know what I mean? Like that. You know the picture I'm talking about?
Oh, I see it.
It's going.
Ain't no
it's
crown.
Yeah. So actually, if you go to our clip channel and watch the top 5, it's the thumbnail. It's Biggie. It's just a picture of Biggie. It's like a red background. He's wearing a crown.
Is that actual thumbnail?
Okay.
That's
I'm
what
like,
Joe,
you're cutting me up again.
That's what Joe's talking about.
And Dojo, he mad.
No, I was just sitting back waiting for him to finish. That picture, the crown is going up for auction, and the estimated value is $300,000, dude.
$300K.
And like I was saying, it's not even his crown. It's not like he walked around New York wearing a crown all the time. Like he wore that at a video at a photo shoot, and then they were like, "Okay, give me the crown back."
Cody,
you know what I mean?
That's crazy,
right? If
right?
you had $300,000
just
spare,
to blow,
would you buy not the crown that Biggie wore, but the crown?
It is. No, it is.
He wore it once.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I'm saying that it wasn't like his. Yeah, he wore it for that.
Yeah, like it was
shoot.
rented kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, would you buy the crown that Biggie wore?
If
once?
you had Bill Gates money, I probably would.
Yeah. Like if you had money to like throw away.
Just to tell people I had it.
This is why I wouldn't buy it, even if I had.
Wait, I want to see what Quarantine Cody says. Just be honest. Don't worry.
If I had disposable money, why wouldn't you want it? Yeah.
I wouldn't want it for this reason, because it wasn't his.
But
it wasn't
on
that
his
photo.
Head.
It was on his
You can walk
head.
around with that photo wearing it like this.
It was on his head though.
I'm so gonna.
Like he says, it's iconic. It's iconic.
Well, like I was saying, there's a prop store auction coming up soon.
I have you later somehow.
The one of the headpiece. It's the staff of Ra, the headpiece from Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones. There's only 2 of them. This was like one of the main ones they used. And it's going up for auction. That's going for like $100,000 estimated. If I had disposable cash, I'd be like, yeah, that's mine.
So
there's
Indiana
no way,
Jones,
like
$100,000.
someone like me, I was like, there's no way I'm losing that.
Indiana Jones,
I am
$100,000.
overpaying for this.
Biggie, $300,000.
100%.
If you had disposable money, Quarantine Cody, would you go with the Indiana Jones memorabilia or the Biggies? What you saying?
100%. I'm definitely taking the Stafford Raw, which is the true one that has both sides.
Yeah.
So it shows you exactly where the Ark of the Covenant is
Yeah,
hidden.
exactly.
I'm
not mad at that decision.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not mad at that decision.
That's what I was just saying.
not.
I'm like,
I
I would
respect
pay
it.
the $300K for the, but I'm like,
I would get them both if I had.
if I had the disposable
income.
cash, there's no way I would lose that. They'd be like, oh, it's only my account would be like, dude, it's a $250,000 tops. I'm like, $500,000. They're like, dude, way too much.
What did you say, Quarantine Cody?
Quarantine Cody. I'd way overpay.
I said I'd take the Stafford Raw, maybe a G-Wagon.
Yeah. Oh man, I would. Like,
DJ Big Red says do whippings. I'm like, oh my.
Somebody's been watching the
season-
Weekend Warriors, and we appreciate that.
here's a little backdoor information for season 1. When we were doing whippets, we weren't planning on doing them. We were pretending on doing them, and then we started doing them. We just started
Like
getting-
the line that I said, I've never done whippets ever. That was a real line.
the part where you do it and then you look at the camera and start giggling. It's like
That was real.
That's 100% real.
That
You
was
dropped a
real.
joint. You get that?
Facts.
Yeah.
So I think that's good. What do you think? That's the Mind Your Manners podcast for tonight.
This
What do you
is
think about
us.
that? Quarantine Cody's going to hang out with us, I think, but he's going to hang out behind the scenes with the Mind Your Manners
Absolutely.
podcast after we
Absolutely.
get out of
And
here.
Larissa, I hope you enjoyed your first time watching the Mind Your Manners podcast. Welcome to our world. Check us out on The Weekend Warriors on Amazon Prime, on Medical Edibles, and that's Medical Edibles with 3 M's because we're so fucking good.
Also on
Mind your manners.
this channel and the other channel, you guys should be subscribed to. There's a playlist section, and all of the episodes are in the playlist section.
Oh, there.
And absolutely, shout out to Quarantine Cody, one of our fans. He's been there since the beginning. And shout out to his wife, because if she's with Quarantine Cody, she's a badass bitch. Okay? I don't know her, but I'm co-signing her, okay?
So yeah, that's us, man. Chef Tanya Nicole, Indo Joe 710.
It's been truly an honor to be on your podcast. Thank you very much. guys.
Absolutely. We love you. We love all of our fans. And like I said, that's the 4th guest right there. So if you're ever wondering who's our 4th guest, it's the fucking fans. And if it's just ever down to
4th
the
guest?
2 of us, that's the 3rd
we got?
guest. But
I don't
our
know.
4th guest is
I'm
our
asking.
fans. Our fans are the 4th guest.
No, I'm
always.
asking who was the
No,
no
she-
Sticky
no.
Fingers
No,
was the guest?
actually,
Oh,
she
our
meant the
fans are
4th
always
host.
the 4th
oh,
host,
oh.
not the guest. Our fans are
She's
the
been
always
drinking
the 4th
too.
Mind your manners.
So this
Yes,
was
we
the Mind
have.
Your Manners podcast. We will see you guys next week. We might even see you guys tomorrow night, man. You never know
You
what
never
happens on the
know.
Mind Your Manners
But
podcast.
you know what you have to do? You have to like, you have to subscribe, you have to hit those notifications, and you have to hit that bell because you never know when we're gonna pop up. It's like a ghost
The
or an
notifications.
alien. We just come out of nowhere like, oh shit.
Get the notifications.
Sometimes like your in-laws, they just pop up. You don't know when they're coming. Ding dong. You think
my
it's
God.
Amazon Prime? It's not. It's your in-laws.
That's not corona.
Mind your manners.
We're out of here. Peace.
No.
Peace.
Like a little girl that just had her kiss. Mind your manners. You're not supposed to hear this, but shh, thank you for watching.
You're not supposed to hear us talking over the Mind Your Manners podcast.
This is after the show. Shout out to Quarantine Cody and his wife. Badass bitch.
Oh my God.
Medical edibles with 3 M's. That's right. Because we're that good.
We had 3 M's.
3
How
M's.
come there's 3? There's only 1 M in medical. I don't get it.
It's because it's MMM.
Oh man.
Hello, check, check.